And they taught me
Mm-hmm.
from a really young age. They were like, listen, it don't really matter how old you are, it just matters about the, what's my name? Experience, right?
Oh Lord, yes.
See? I'm telling you, it all circles back around. Let me cook,
Oh, y'all
trust me.
be smooth up here, yeah. Y'all be real smooth.
Listen, I'm gonna put you on a roller coaster and the ride is gonna be smooth, right? So
No,
just bear
I
with
don't
me.
want to go on no roller coaster, babe. Oh no, I know to stay away from them roller coaster men. I already know what that means. That means you're gonna dick me down. You're gonna have me real confused. You ain't gonna never tell me we in a relationship, but you're gonna be dicking me down, giving me presents and all this other stuff. And then when I ask you what are we, you're gonna be looking at me crazy.
Looking at you crazy. The whole
Uh-uh.
world is crazy. Why would I look at you any differently? Come on,
No, that's
love.
what the
You
roller
think of
coaster.
me
No, baby,
too.
that's what the roller coaster mean, honey. I ain't trying. Auntie, listen. I'm trying to go on a cruise.
A
Okay, Auntie don't
cruise.
want to go on no damn roller coaster.
Oh, okay. So you like it slow and steady, but you know that there's bumps in the water on a cruise, right? You
That's
know that.
okay. I love when the water be right. I love that.
Ooh, you speaking my language,
You
sweetheart.
know, that's okay.
Yes,
I'll put a
ma'am.
life vest on. But that roller coaster, oh damn, baby, I'm scared of heights. I can't do that roller coaster because you know what? I don't know what's on the other side of that roller coaster. That cruise though, that's okay. I know we got to dock. I know we gotta pull up to the port sooner or later.
Okay, okay. Listen, I
Hmm.
respect it. I love a slow ride just like anybody else. You feel me? But just
Hmm.
to answer the next question, how many dates make it official? Personally, I believe one date. I believe that's all it takes, right? And hear me out, right?
One.
One date, right?
Oh
I
my
say one
God.
date just because when you meet somebody, you ever get that feeling in your like your little stomach area where it's like, this person makes me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? You ever get that?
I've had it a time or so before.
Exactly. That's what we call intuition, sweetheart. We grew up with it. You known it from a beginning. Since you were a kid, you always had that feeling inside of you, intuition. And you know what mama says? Mama says, boy, trust your intuition because it'll never lead you wrong. So I always say that my intuition is going to lead me towards the right path. And I'll tell you what, I don't mean to brag, but excuse me. Every single date I've been on, every single experience I've had, my intuition has never led me wrong because I live an honest and open life and I'm willing to have open discussions with anybody. So if you just like that, trust me, believe me, trust your intuition. It'll never lead you wrong.
If that's the case, why you ain't with nobody?
Who said I'm not with anybody, partner? I'm with everybody. The world is my oyster and I'm shucking and jiving. What you mean?
Mm.
It sound good.
Of course. Sounds it not only sounds good, it tastes just as sweet. I'm telling you, baby, that's life for you.
Mm.
You
Gotta
ladies, y'all
go.
can't let these niggas double talk y'all at y'all draws. They'll give you a whole bunch of nothing, right? They'll just say some
Oh,
shit that be sounding good as fuck. You be like, okay, especially when you like the nigga, right? Especially when you like him. You be like, okay, like girl, listen, and don't give it up. Don't give it up.
mm-hmm,
Because I told y'all all the time, that's how they get y'all, right? They are
mm-hmm.
banking on us to be emotional so that when we give
Right.
up that pussy,
Mm-hmm.
now I got you. I
Oh
never
yeah.
told you you was my girlfriend, right? I never told you
Mm-hmm.
that. But we going on dates. I'm doing all this nice shit for you. I'm gonna pay your bills. I'm gonna act like a boyfriend, but I never told you I was.
Mm-hmm. You know what the
That
thing
first
is about a
date.
woman
Whole
with,
game
That
don't
you
do
know,
first
a
date
little, a
don't
little
even mean
good, a
nothing
little
though.
good, good. The thing about it is, a woman with that, that's just the plus. That's just the added bonus, right? But remember, intuition doesn't tell me how good the poom poom is, right? Intuition tells me how good your spirit is, right? Exactly. Listen, walk with me, walk with me. I'm
No,
leading you in the water. Wade
no.
with me, wade in the water. Come on, walk with me, right?
I can't walk with you, man.
Right? When somebody's intuition tells them about some person, they're not telling them, this person could F me good or this person could sleep with me good. It's not
That
saying
ain't
that.
nothing but lust, man.
Exactly. But intuition isn't telling you that. You know what intuition is telling you? Intuition is telling you, how is this person's
Don't do
character? If I were to get into a situation where I need help or my life is being threatened, am I feeling secure around this person? Right. So I don't like to think of the poom poom first because the
Stop
poom poom
lying.
can lead a person to
Stop
their
lying.
destruction. And trust me, with the experience,
Stop
going back to
lying.
my name that I've had growing up, I've seen a whole lot of people be led to unfortunate circumstances. Let's just say that.
Stop
Right?
lying.
So I don't go for the poom poom first, sweetheart. I like to
Stop
get to know who the
lying.
person is. I like to get to know your character, who you are, because poom
Stop
poom come and go.
lying.
I'm telling you, boom, boom, come and
You
go.
know what? My intuition done led me wrong because I done had some primitive intuition. So, I don't know. I don't listen to my intuition anymore. I listen to my logical mind. And my logical mind be like, that's just a bunch of bullshit. And every time I listen to my logical mind versus my feelings, because my feelings will be lying to me, especially if I like you. Especially if you fine, you got a big
Mm,
dick, you meet
mm-hmm,
every goddamn check box. My
mm-hmm.
feelings are gonna override my logic. So you know what? I don't listen to my feelings anymore. I be listening to my logic. And logic be like, bitch, that ain't it, right? And my logic
Right.
has never, I'm telling you, every time I say no to a man, they always show me like why I was right to say no. They always do. They always prove it.
Well, you just said no to me, and how are you feeling?
But you lying talking about the poom poom ain't the first thing on your mind. Use a damn lie. You
Really, I'm
came
a
out
Exactly.
lie,
wrong.
brother.
Exactly.
I
Because
swear
what else
before the
are you
God I
looking at
don't
a woman
serve.
for? Yeah,
Man,
okay.
ain't
So
no
when you look at a
video.
woman, you just be like, oh, my intuition tell me she got a good spirit. No, you looking at that
You full
ass,
of
you looking
shit.
at her body, you looking
No,
at her
baby, let me
face,
tell you,
her
you
Yeah.
don't do
smile,
that, and you want to
everything that
project it
attracts
onto
you
me.
to her. No, everything that I do look at men for, I'm definitely heavily,
I'm definitely
attracted to
looking
feet.
at what I'm looking
I
at.
like shit. I'm not gonna act like I don't have eyes.
You
I
know
don't
the
have
That's a
like
beautiful
shit.
part about it is y'all are telling me more
good
about
topic, Hope.
yourselves, right? You telling me more about yourselves, but you don't
Yeah,
know
no,
me,
we
right?
telling you more about human goddamn individual.
Yeah,
Mm-mm,
and,
mm-mm,
bro,
mm-mm, mm-mm.
most men are
Sweetheart, you
physical
can't do
and
that,
more.
right? And let
It
me
depends.
educate you slowly why you can't do that. Let me walk with you here too. Why you can't do that is because, baby, as we grow up, we start to learn. Right, as a kid, we think the whole world is just one big ball where everyone is the same and
Man,
everything
say
operates
that
the same.
bullshit, man.
But now,
You just
as we
rapping
get
now.
older, as I've gotten older and I've gotten to host, experience, people are not like that. I
How old
couldn't
are you
take the
now?
same I couldn't take the same opportunities and I couldn't take the same sort of experience I had in one situation and apply it to another.
No,
For
you
example,
right.
host,
Hold on, let
How
me
old are
ask
imagine
you,
you a
if I
bro?
question.
came out
Hold
of a
on, y'all, one at a
relationship.
time.
Let me
Imagine if
That's
ask
I
you a
why.
came out
question.
of a
How old are you,
relationship
bro? You
and
said
I
you're older.
applied the
How old?
same sort of information that I had there to you. It wouldn't work, right? Because you're a different human being. You process things differently. Look, you even told me that you use more of your logical thinking because feelings have led you a certain way. If I were to come from an old relationship, bringing the experience I had there, we wouldn't mesh, we wouldn't vibe. So I have to take the time to understand you and know you. See what I mean?
All right, let me twist that around for you.
Yeah,
Go
yeah, I'll
ahead,
go
bro.
after you,
Twist
Hold
it,
bro.
on.
break it, do
Hold,
whatever you want with it.
hold on, Johnny.
Okay.
Now check it, right? At the same token, you ain't bringing that same situation into that new situation, right? But at the same token, you still have to be physically attracted to that individual
Yeah.
in order to get to know them.
Why you rushing, brother? Physical attraction is there. I never
L-
said anything about not being physically
Let
attracted.
me know
You
when I
It's
can
trying to
go,
about the
jump.
host.
Hold
poom
on, baby.
poom.
Hold on, baby. You trying to jump the gun and say, hey, you got to be
How?
physically
Oh
attracted
Lord.
to this person. But I never said anything about it. For all you know, I
It
could be
has
madly.
everything to do with the poom poom.
Okay,
I think.
Exactly.
yo, let me get a minute in there. It
Go
it
ahead,
it,
brother.
it all depends because it's not 100%, but scientifically and everything, men are wired more physically and women are wired more emotionally. Like most guys, they'll hit anything depending on the time, this, that. So when you said it's not about that, for most men, it doesn't matter if they're 80 years old.
I don't give a damn how old you is.
Yeah, it's physical. And with woman is emotional. They can get any guy to do this, but they can't get any guy to love them. That's the difference. Because any guy will say, yeah, yeah, baby, whatever you want, I'll paint castles in the sky. But then say, yeah, I'm not about that. And then they go, why did they ghost me? Why did they treat me like that? Because they just want something, and that's it.
That's
That's
what
why
you
we
said,
never
love.
match up. That's why it's like a civil war. 85% of divorces now are initiated by women, and
Mm,
100% of all engagement are initiated by men. Figure that out.
But you
We're
see,
at war.
I
Everything is
respect.
fair in love and war.
I
Cause I can tell
respect
you
what you
one
said,
thing,
brother, and I
if I'm
And
not
understand it. It's
tolerate,
physically
and
beautiful. Right.
listen, ladies, that's why I be telling y'all, right? That's why, you know what, at the end of the day, stop trying to change men. They're gonna be who they are.
Thank
So
you,
that's why I
host.
tell y'all, you know what, I'm gonna give me an old man so I can go marry him, right? And then I'm gonna give me a
Sugar
young nigga on the
daddy.
side to dick me down. Like I'm just
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the same
42
shit
and I
that the
got
men
all
do.
those. I got everything you asking for. I'm
You need a
42.
squad. You said it right.
You
You
gotta.
need that sugar daddy. This.
I think I need to go a little bit older. I think I need to go about 60 because
Yes.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna just have my young nigga because he ain't gonna mind. If he's 60, he ain't gonna mind me getting dicked down by a young nigga. He gonna understand, right? As long as
You
I'm
got
there to
you
feed him, give him his medicine, take care of him, love
you
on
do what
him,
you
make
got to
sure he
do.
good.
I'm
He
right
ain't
in
gonna
the
care.
middle though.
You
I'm
most
right in
times
the
don't say
middle.
anything. Just do what you
Oh,
got to
listen,
do.
all you men come up here. Y'all all shoot y'all same shot. Y'all all say the same things. I got everything you need. I'll pay your bills. I'll
Who
take care
said
of
that?
you.
I didn't
I'll
say
fly you
that.
out. You didn't say that. No, you just said I got everything you need though, right?
I got everything you need. You got
A
to earn that.
host, be careful. You got a lot of Splendor daddies out there. They ain't got
You
no
got
sugar.
look. You got to earn that extra.
You
Host
need
Well,
a
still
baby,
real
trying to
see,
sugar,
poison
and
not a
your
see,
mind,
Splendor
and that's
daddy.
sweetheart.
I and see. I don't have time to earn something with somebody my age. Me personally, that's why I like being a cougar because the young men, I already know what I'm dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
already know what I'm dealing with. I already
Big
know I
word.
got to give you a little bit more grace. I know you're gonna be out here fucking hoes, but guess what? That's okay because you know what? Shit, we on the same type of time, right? So
and
you
and
want to play,
and,
I want to play too. And
and
while
more
you
power
out here dicking me
and
down and doing your thing, I'm gonna be married to this old nigga over here.
and more
It
power
works
to
out.
you. And more
Mm.
power to you when you say, do your cougar thing. And you want to know another kryptonite that is top two for men? Once they reach, 30 and over, the 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, you know what their kryptonite is? They always want younger woman, like a woman 21, 20. I don't mean anything creepy. They like a woman who's way younger. You want to see a man in their 40s, 50s, 60 turn like he's mentally diseased? Bring a young woman around them. They lose all control if she
Lionel, you
knows how
say
to
you're
play him.
34. Yeah, I mean, the game will always be the game, right? I mean, it just is what
Yeah,
it is. And women,
they
I just be
love
telling
them
women,
young girls.
stop trying to change these men. Like, get in the field and learn the game and win. You understand what I'm saying? Don't
Get
if
in
your
the
man cheat
game.
on you, don't divorce his ass, bitch. Get you an old man, so then that way, if he go cheat on you and he die, you just inherit everything.
But
You
you
understand
ain't
what I'm
Yeah,
gotta
saying?
divorce
See,
me.
sure, no, but I'm just saying, sure, be giving us the game. Y'all just don't want to play it because y'all still believing in this fairy tale shit. I
I
had to wake
play
up
the
out that
game.
shit
you
too.
got to work
And
the
I had
chicken
to,
circuit.
there's no
You you
fairy tale, ladies.
you
There's
want to
no
make
fairy
money.
tale.
You want to make money. You work the chicken circuit. When I was growing up, there was this Spanish Puerto Rican lady. She became wealthy. She would volunteer on the weekends in Florida at the senior citizen home, and she married three. The last dude only lasted 5 months after she married him. He
I'm trying
poof,
to tell you. That's why I'm about to start
85.
going.
He was
I'm about to start going
85.
to that damn old folks home and go volunteering. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
volunteer and you
And
go,
go
come
get
here,
give me an
daddy.
old man.
Come here.
Yes, but like I'm saying, and ladies, I'm not telling y'all this because I hate men. I'm just telling
Woo.
y'all, like realistically, I listen to men every day. I hear the shit that men say on the internet, right,
Yep.
y'all? Y'all have seen the men come up in my panels. I'm telling y'all, stop trying to change these men and just play the game. Play the game so
Yeah.
that you win every time. That's
You
it.
can't teach an old dog new tricks. It is what it is.
Now they can learn through tricks if it's the
You said
right
now I
dog
need to be
training.
paid.
Yeah.
Listen, sisters, I told y'all what to do. I told y'all the game. You
But you
know,
know what it
everybody,
is, bro?
you got three
Even for
options.
love or anything, you can
You gonna
only fake the
settle?
funk so much. So at the end of the day, you always got to revert back to who you were. She, him. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. You can play the game to get that person, but at the end of the day, you got to revert back to who you are because you just can't keep faking it for that long. It gets boring. It gets tiring.
That's why you
So
have used to people. That's why you.
yeah,
I already tell y'all. That's why you listen, ladies, because I'm telling y'all, there's no winning, right? See, if I go
no.
marry an older man, right, I'm not gonna get the sex I need, right? He gonna be preaching all fucking day, y'all. We're not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna have a
He's telling
very
you the gospel
dull.
truth.
But I'm telling you, because I've been with older men all my life, I'm gonna have a very dull and boring life with an older man, right?
How
And
old are you?
if I go, I'm 40. I'm 40.
I thought you were
I've
like
been dating.
33,
I've
34.
been dating older men all my life, right? My baby daddy 10 years older than me, and the last nigga I was dating was about 25 years older than me. So I'm telling you, I've seen old men as they get older. And now that I'm in that age range where I'm getting older, I'm like, I got two options out here. I could go get me an old man, I could settle down, I can get married, because a nigga that's 60, of course I'm gonna be a younger woman to him. Okay, he gonna love that because you know what I'm saying.
Bingo.
21, a 21-year-old, like 21, like they not trying to date no damn 6-year-old unless they just super rich, unless he's a billionaire or something. But a
Yeah.
21-year-old does not want a 6-year-old man. You gotta leave that for 40, 45, 50, 55, right? But if I go settle down with a young man, baby, I know that you're a young man, and you know what? Auntie don't want to lose her shit behind some shit I already know the game about. So I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna play it. Just go give me an old man, get married, get my bills paid, and I'll just have you on the side. How about that?
You got your game down, girl. Don't change for nobody. You know how the game is played. You got the blueprint.
You a whole clown.
I can't tell you anything better. Get yourself an older guy, even like you said, 60. He's got his career. He probably retired. He's got that money coming in. And then, you do what you got to do. You know what you do.
You a whole clown, nigga. Shut up.
I'm
No,
just
no, it's the
saying, what
truth.
y'all like my gay blood? Why is he a clown? You don't like my gay blood?
It's the truth. She got,
No,
she
I
I'm
got
just
the
can't. No,
saying.
blueprint.
I understand your game plan. I like it. You understand me? But damn, he ain't gotta sit up here and co-sign it. Like,
He
nigga,
do
Yeah.
gotta go, yes,
Hell
because
yeah.
yes.
Hey,
he a
players
whole
don't hate
nigga, man.
players.
He up here
Hey,
co-signing.
players don't hate players, man. She knows what's going on. She know what time it is.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you one of
do. And
them.
listen, I done cried so many nights
I
behind a
guarantee
nigga. I
you
done drove
got you
by a
one,
nigga house,
Devon.
wondering where that nigga was at. Oh,
Hey,
baby, I done
host.
did it. I done
Hey,
did it,
host. But
honey.
you know
I done
why most
cried.
women can't do it, host? Because they're emotional. Man, we got no emotion. We're physical. And we
Oh,
can
we
have
got
three spots.
emotion.
We like, yeah, baby,
Um, that's what
you.
men say, but what I've
We
learned is
got
that
emotions. Like, stop.
men really value validation through pussy, right?
Yep.
And men validate themselves through how much pussy they can get, how
Yep.
quick they can get the pussy, right? How much money they have, and the type of pussy that they get,
And the
right?
young, yeah, and the younger pussy.
And because I understand that men have a deep insecurity, right? It just makes it easier to play the game, even if
And
I
like you
become an older
said,
woman.
if you're
I just need to
40,
lose some
get
weight.
yourself that motherfucker who's 60. You got to have that 10, 15, 20 year gap.
Yeah.
Put your camera on, man. You.
Like, what are you talking about?
This nigga here tripping,
Woo.
man. He on some other shit, man.
No, the host is, but
No,
you
he
should have listened
agreeing
to what
now.
the host had to
It's
say. She was
You
the
sarcastic
agreeing
gospel.
too
because
much.
at the end of the day, I be
You
telling women
agreeing
like,
too much.
listen, y'all don't want to act like these, and y'all act like niggas is gonna change. This shit been going on since the beginning of time. Men been
Yep.
cheating on
Hmm.
women. They're not gonna change. They're gonna do what the fuck they want to do, right? Like you can't change them, just like they can't change us. So either like when you
Hmm.
out here dating, you just either accept that like it might be a possibility that at the end of the day this man might cheat on me, right? Like if that's the worst thing, and don't come to me as a woman, because bitch, I'm not leaving.
Oh,
If his dick big, he paying the motherfucking bills at 40. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what that nigga doing because I'm probably doing some shit too. So just mind your business.
I'm gonna have to
Yep.
follow you on that note. I'm gonna follow you on that note. I'm gonna
I'm just
follow you
telling
on
you.
that note.
Don't come
Yo,
to
you
me as
know,
at
hey,
40. Don't come to me as a
Monroe,
woman. I don't care. I don't care no more. I don't care.
Yep.
Shit.
Monroe.
I'm gonna come to you as a
Hey, Miss
man.
Monroe, can I speak? Miss Monroe, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
been
Tasia,
having
that's
this
all we
prompt.
talk about.
The
Why? Is it a
host has been
problem?
holding
She been
church.
having, yeah,
I agree.
she been having this prompt for a little bit, for a while. And the truth of the
What
matter,
problem?
hold on, yeah,
I agree.
she been having this prompt for a little bit, for a while. And the truth of the
What
matter,
problem?
hold on, she been a
Okay.
prompt. Cougar dating younger men. And the truth of the matter is, you're right. You got to do what good
Yep.
works for you. I mean, if it works for you, because not for nothing, you can find an older man who's actually fit, who's fit in his 60s, still doing 150
I
push-ups in
using
the
that
morning
number
time
or what?
and 50 pull-ups and all that, and have a good, nice retirement. It could be ex-military or whatever the case is. It's really more about your mindset. Where are you? Can you handle that? You got
You
some 60
old?
year olds that wear that punani out. Can you
You
handle that?
old?
You can go get a new punani. You can go like listen. There's nothing on my body that if it's not tight that I can't go fix. So it
No, no,
doesn't
no, no.
matter.
No. I asked, can you handle it? Can you
Nah,
handle
you
that?
can't string them
There you
insides
go.
up, man.
Old men are not giving that energy. I like listen. Don't tell me about no damn man in his 60s still doing 150. Put he still can't listen. He's still not competing with a 25-year-old, with a 30-year-old, with a 35-year-old. You're
But
just not.
but
Not
let me
saying that
tell
he's
you,
not in shape. Not saying that he's not in shape, but I'm just saying for what I'm looking for, you're not
you're right,
competing there.
host. But you can use the magic wand, Hitachi, the Savior machine. Man, I got technique. When you gotta tug in your equipment, your toys, boom, your
Hey
creative
John,
mind.
you just
All
a
right.
simp, man. You a whole simp, man.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
If y'all want to drop it, listen,
Blindfold,
y'all want
ice
to drop
cubes,
somebody,
no
y'all better send them galaxies because I don't know what to
look
say about
John a
somebody.
whole
candle
simp,
wax,
man.
I'm gonna
bro.
let the bullshit run tonight. I don't
What
care.
are
It's
you
fine.
talking about?
respectfully, he does sound like a simp. But
It ain't
my
no
whole
Cause
my
he
whole
respectfully.
agree. Why?
no
Cause
no
he
no no he
agrees
does
with
Disrespectfully,
me.
he's
no.
a whole
So look,
simp.
no, he's simping, and I'm just being
What
honest.
is
And
sipping? What is sipping? Cause he
well,
agree with me.
I want to say no. It's not that he agrees
Everything.
with
No,
you.
she's telling the truth.
No,
Everything.
she's not. Look. it's not that he agrees with you. He's probably attracted to you, so he's agreeing with you
Who, me?
because of his attraction. Yeah, it
No,
has
she's
to
a
be
good-looking
something.
woman, but it
Because
has nothing to
I
do.
don't
She's saying the
listen.
gospel.
Hold on, hear me out. I don't know too many grown men, and you sound like a mature man,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
I don't know too
53.
many mature
Yes,
men that would have that mindset and be okay with that. Because
because
what
that's
she's
how
saying is, no,
confident
listen
I
to me.
am.
Listen to me.
Real recognized as real.
No, you're
I'm
not
never gonna
real.
meet
You're
her.
not
I
real.
don't know her
Your
name
ass
or
up.
anything.
So no, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Wow.
Again, no disrespect. You are the type of man that she would date. Real recognize real, and she's gonna have somebody young dicking her down while you recognize her real. This is what she's saying. So you actually fit the profile. So I can understand why
Bro,
you are
okay, I'll
agreeing with
let
the
you
things that
finish.
she's saying.
No,
Right?
I don't know her. And
No, you do
and the
fit the
girlfriends
profile.
I got, one is 30, one is 22, because like I
See, you
said,
got multiple
it,
girlfriends. That's
yeah,
why I
Stop
need
it's
multiple
lying,
boyfriends.
Venetia.
psychological. I
Stop
can
Yeah.
put on,
lying. I
well,
don't
one
believe
second,
shit
I
he's
can put
saying.
on, like I said, I got the equipment, I got the experience, and I'm very creative. I'm like a director. I create all their fantasies
Oh
to come
Lord.
out.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
did with
ain't
one?
nobody supporting you.
Hold on. I had
Bro,
this
that
girl,
sounds
He
crazy.
said,
Y'all
hold
keep
a
it
on.
month
PG.
ago.
Keep it
She's
PG. I
married.
don't want to hear about nobody's sex adventures.
No,
Okay,
no,
y'all.
I'm not. It's not. It's clean. She was 32, and she liked to exhibit herself. I told her, go to CBS, get the biggest cucumber, and just buy that, and go up to the
All right, all
cashier.
right,
And she
all
said
right,
it
all
turned
right,
her on. I'm a
Huh?
genius. I'm very
No.
creative.
all
Butt
right,
plugs,
sir.
you name it. I'm the
All
real
right.
Christian Grey.
Yeah,
That's too
I,
much.
yeah.
I just don't
That's
know
Who
too
are
where
we
the
much.
talking
fun
And
about?
at.
at that age, it's not a turn on. See,
Where's
I
the
don't want
fun
that
at?
Hey,
from an older
He
man. That's what
lost.
I'm just trying to tell y'all.
hey,
He
Jay,
lost.
Why you gotta be in the
Jay,
store
these are
buying
the men,
cucumbers, nigga? Just walk me
these are
through
the
it.
men that you're attracting.
John
Ladies,
lost,
Huh?
make
man.
sure you get yourself a Sabian machine and a Hitachi wand and
All
the
right,
ice cubes
sir.
and the
Sir, you
player.
giving creep now. You giving
What
creep.
are you
See, when
talking
an
about?
old man talk
John
about
is
this shit,
lost.
it be creepy, y'all. It's not a turn on because nobody's talking about that. We not talking about that, sir.
Exactly.
It
Like,
sounds
You thought
crazy.
that you making
It
the shit
sounds
weird
bad, but
now
this the
because
guy that
nobody's
was
having that
agreeing with you.
conversation. It doesn't matter just cause he agrees with me and you don't like what I'm saying, right? Even though it's in
He's
sarcasm.
doing it
Right.
trying
But
to
you
get
No,
know,
no,
some
no,
views
but
from
no.
with
you.
but with
It's
women, but
multi-orgasm,
no, when you
squirting.
niggas want to do it,
Who?
you want to have multiple bitches. You want to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
You're
they
gonna be
don't
a
have the
man. You're gonna
skills.
cheat. You're gonna because you
All
don't
right,
have a
all right.
heart. You're emotionless, all this other
So
shit,
look,
and y'all just want to run through bitches. So when I tell you my setup, oh no, that's toxic. You
If
can't do
with
no,
the
that.
host
You're a woman. You
Jay,
shouldn't do that, man. Fuck
with
what a
the
Jay,
nigga
host
feel.
permission, I'll put on
Fuck
my
what a nigga
camera
feel.
and show
Y'all
you
think
the
we
red
all
hey, Jay,
hoes
room.
look.
anyway.
You want me to show you
Y'all
my
think we
red
all
room, which is
hoes.
all the sex
Y'all hate
equipment?
women. No,
And
I
we don't
don't,
want to see
sir.
your
I
sex
love
equipment.
I
We
women.
don't
don't,
want to see your
sir.
sex
guess
equipment.
what?
You're a whitey man. I don't want to hear that. Okay,
Okay.
that
You'll
shit
be,
is not
yeah,
turning
you,
me on. It's giving me the ick. Stop.
What are you
No, not for
right.
you.
saying?
I'm saying for this guys that
I
don't
don't want
know
nobody
No,
what
to
we
I
do
don't want
got
to
that.
see
here.
That
it.
is
We
your
don't want to
personal
see it.
business because we're
You
not
see
Oh.
talking
what
about that.
you see what
This ain't
simping
that
get
type of
you?
rule.
No, I'm just saying. I'll show you
Nothing.
my
Sipping don't get you
equipment
no
room.
coochie. I hope y'all know that.
Hey,
Like just cause you accept that don't mean that you get no
the
pussy. Like
Sabian
shit.
machine will give you the multi-organ.
I
Not
hope
you,
you know.
host.
All right.
What
Everybody.
are you
Doing
talking
all that
about?
simping, talking about
All
what
right.
he'll
All
do and
It
give and
ain't
all
getting
right.
that.
nowhere.
He gotta
It
go.
I
ain't
don't want to.
getting nowhere.
I don't want to hear that nasty shit because that
He
shit
All
gonna
ain't
that
turn me
shit
getting
is
on.
about to
nowhere.
get you removed off the panel. No, but look, all I'm saying is, look,
I can't deal with
as a
that.
no,
Listen,
look,
Yeah,
Black.
look,
yo.
I'm 40 years old. Well, I'm 41 years old, right? And I'm going to be
ooh,
honest with you. And I'm a young 41. It's not as if I'm like washed or anything like that. But at my age, I want, ideally for me, it's just to deal with one woman, right? I'm more so thinking about legacy and ending it with this one woman. I feel like at 40, 45, 50, you shouldn't be out here playing in the streets. You look like a
You got
cornball.
kids?
Yes, my daughters are in college, but you should,
She's in
uh,
college?
yeah. um,
Wow.
but you shouldn't be out here looking playing in the streets after a certain age because you look lame. What does the 50-year-old look like at the happy hour? You look crazy. You're supposed to be somewhere with your wife in Brazil on the beach chilling, right?
I
That's
mean,
the
but we
true
could, but
50-year-old.
we could say the same about you and me. We're both in our 40s. Neither one of
Yeah,
us
but
are married. You
no,
don't think
but
people like looking at us like, well, shit, you had 20 years to get it right. So we could say the same thing, right? Like, I get where you're coming from. And it's always, you niggas are a different type of nigga, right? I'm not that type
yeah,
of man. Well, I want monogamy, but yet you don't have that. So somewhere, right?
no.
Like something is not connecting because either
I
you're
done
up
been
here
married
lying
three
about what you
times,
want.
man.
Three, nigga,
Three. Three. And
three.
I
And you
and
want to preach to me about
no, I'm
monogamy?
not preaching to you. What I'm saying is I found
What
out
you
that
saying?
What I'm saying is, nigga, you know
I'm
what? Just stay
telling
your
y'all.
ass single.
Y'all
Cause it
gotta
ain't.
I,
listen to the
I
game
think
that niggas be trying to run on y'all. You
all I'm
Nah,
saying.
I
you
say,
wait, hold on, sorry. This
I'm
ladies,
sorry.
listen, this is why I do the shit that I do. I know that sometimes y'all my method may seem mad, but if y'all really just peep the plays and the shit and everything else that I be drawing out to these men, it's always in the
but I didn't
underlying
cheat
comments of
though.
what they
But
say.
Jay, don't that get
Brother,
old though? Doesn't that get old after a while? Is there like what happens when you meet that
Married
person?
3 times?
Yeah, I've been
Oh, that's a
married
lot.
too.
Yeah, yeah. After if you look, I've been married one time, right? And I'm gonna get married one more time after this, right? Or after my
I'm
last.
done, man.
My
What the
next
fuck?
marriage is gonna be my last marriage. I'm not gonna
Can
make the
I
same
just say
mistake three
something
times.
real quick to the
What?
brother down there who been married 3 times?
That's crazy.
You know what Erica Badu said in that song, nigga, just try next lifetime, bruh. Marriage probably just ain't for
Yeah,
you.
I'm
I
done.
ain't
I'm
even trying to
done,
be
nigga. I'm
rude.
done.
Yeah, three
I'm
three
done.
times, three
All right,
times married is crazy, nigga.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
were you in
but
the
no, no,
military? Were you in the
but
military?
hell no. Fuck the
I,
military. I'm a
mm,
straight nigga. But
Yeah,
I
cause
they be
felt
on
I
like
me.
felt
them
you on that
niggas
one.
got a lot of divorces. That makes sense. You know, she getting dicked down by Big Dick Buster while that nigga
Oh,
in the Middle East fighting the sandbag nigger knockers. But
Right.
that shit
oh
is
man.
crazy.
I mean,
Like
that
three
makes sense.
divorces is
Yeah.
no,
crazy, bro.
but
Just no real shit though, bro. Like
my first marriage was when I was 18 or 17.
No way.
I,
What they gotta
all
do
right,
with
so you got
anything?
But
I
she ain't,
understand
you
that.
know, she still
Every
needed to
situation is different.
explore. I can't say the word I want to say, but women at 18, they need to explore. I can't say the other thing, and y'all go dub me as a
Absolutely.
misogynist, but yeah, they need to explore. You know, they need to be figure out what they like.
Nah, but
You
that
know,
was for that was kind of forced between my mom and her
That's
mom
why you got to
because
guide her from
Oh.
we
that.
had a child. So that was
yeah.
a
Oh.
different that was a different ball game.
Oh, you was so
And that's
you
why it
had
didn't
to.
work out. So
Yeah, that's terrible. So
How about
that's
the
not
second
terrible,
one?
but y'all got a blessing. Y'all, a child is always a blessing,
How
regardless if
about
the
the
mama
second
or daddy
one? The
raggedy as
second
fuck.
marriage.
The second one, I just felt like
so the first one we can't hold against them.
no,
The
I
first
Man,
mean,
one we can't
fuck.
hold against them.
Okay,
I
first off,
hold.
yeah, y'all right. My first baby daddy, I can't hold against me. But you know what? It didn't take me 2 or 3 baby daddies to know I wasn't doing that shit no motherfucking more. I'll tell you
Mm.
that. Okay? I
No,
had that baby and I was like, oh, fuck this. Let me
nah,
go get
but
on some birth control.
me personally,
Uh,
I felt like after the first marriage, right? I was like, God damn, man. I done got the second girl pregnant. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and
Oh.
marry. So I felt
oh,
like I was doing
Did
I
the
don't
same thing
know.
twice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
so
dog, you it's all right though,
but
black.
he's, but I should be out here playing the game. I got a small window to play this motherfucking game, and niggas want to tie me down and lock me down and tell me what I shouldn't do
you
because
stay your ass to
I
the
gotta make
highs,
the
man.
best
Stay
motherfucking
home.
decision.
But
Like
but
you
Respectfully
only
though,
got a small window
it's
to do
kind
this.
of
Like
different though for
hey,
men and
host,
women because
it's not the same with men and women though, host.
It's
it
definitely
is different
it's
because
not.
we hold relationships the key to relationships. You know, and the reason I say that, and this not me taking no shots at you hoes, right? But like,
Mhm,
and there's no shot to the dude at the bottom. Like everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Some people have preferences that aren't long time material. And I had
mhm,
to realize that shit too. Like a lot of my relationships failed because I like this certain type of woman, but that's not a long term material woman. And I
yeah.
feel like a lot of sisters need to understand that. Like them hood niggas, yeah, they fun, but on the long term,
we
it
the
ain't
best,
good. Like
man.
I
We the
like
I
best.
Shanika and them.
listen,
My
We the
P.
mama
best.
don't
Listen,
want me
you
with Shanika
listen.
and them.
I know. I told y'all. I know I got a type, and that's why I'm single. I got a type because I know
We the
what physically
best, man.
attracts me is not good for me, right? But it just be. I
Mm.
be like, listen. And I'm like, listen,
Wait,
and I don't regret it. If I don't end up with nobody because I made the wrong choices, I don't regret. I don't regret none of that shit. Like shit, I could say I live. I
Yeah,
got.
I
you
love
still
me
on
a
the
hoodie.
You know what
carousel.
I'm
Enjoy
saying?
your ride, nigga.
I wrote the
Ah,
fuck
you
out
know
that
what
bitch,
it is
right?
though.
You
so
know.
Hood
y'all like
niggas,
people that don't treat y'all right?
we just blunt, man. We just blunt with shit. You understand me? It
Men are
ain't
not blind. No, y'all
we
are not. Y'all do not.
hood. No,
Y'all.
I'm saying hood niggas are blunt. We are very
Oh, a
blunt
hood
when
nigga.
it
Yeah, yeah.
we
If
we're
your
blunt.
status ain't hood,
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never
I
Hey,
met a
ain't
listen,
very
tricking
folks.
hood
for
nigga,
you.
but I
Better
do know
be
a very hood
So
street if
nigga.
you
wait,
looking
so
at
wait.
me.
Look, I'm not a hood person, right? But I never had any issues like, all right, so I'm in a relationship and a happy relationship, right? Don't have
Is
any
she black
issues.
or
But
white?
I'm not a hood person though. So but I'm a black man, right? And
If
Is
I
your
know
your
I can
woman
still
status
black or
fuck.
ain't
white?
hood.
Dre,
Huh?
is your woman of African descent or what is she?
This is quite interesting
Yeah,
because
I've never
I am
dated out of my race.
I'm a
So
Okay,
she
black
good.
she's
man
a
So
He's
European.
I'm gonna
black
living
ask
in
you
bro.
this question,
Africa,
Dre.
What's
and
the
Don't you
difference
feel?
between hood dudes
Hold
I
on,
and
this
y'all. One at a time.
conversation
One at
is
a time. Hold on. I can't get not here. We got too many people
I was
talking.
gonna ask Dre a question.
yo.
Dre,
I was just saying, like
Hold
I'm
on,
a
Green
guys.
black
Team.
black.
Let him ask the question really quick, and then
So Green Team,
y'all
let
can
me
get
ask
on.
you this question. Cause
Yes.
I can I've grown in suburban MPWIs and shit. In my preference, I only date black women. I will
Same
say
here.
this: the soy bunnies do be calling me. The Asian women, they be calling to me like a moth to a flame. But I don't want my kids to be black in these. I want them to be dark in these. But let's get on the main question I'm finna ask you. Do you feel as though like have you had some challenges earlier on? Because I know like with us dudes who aren't like hood, we better off going with quirky black women. You know what I mean? Like the nerdy ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my girl a nerd, but like she black.
But why would
I
you
don't
do
know.
that?
It's weird. Like, so I'm not a hood person, but like, I come from that area, right? So I have that element in me. But for maturity, right? After a certain age, you stop acting a certain way. It's called growth and maturity.
Yeah.
All right. So I've grown to not be a hood person. And essentially within this growing process, I attract a different type of person, a different type of woman. I hang in different
Yeah.
type of areas.
Yeah. That I
And
just wanted to
just where I'm at
use
in my
you as an
life is just
example
so the question is,
because
what
Yeah.
do you call hood? Having the street knowledge?
I mean, what's street knowledge? What are we talking about? Like, and that's the
Nah,
question.
we
Like,
know
what
it.
is
Hold
considered
on,
street
hold on, hold
knowledge?
on, hold
Because
on. Yo,
the
bro, we
hood
know
doesn't
what hood
exist
is.
anymore.
Hood is having that jail mentality, having that mentality that you can only see around the corner. That's it. Everything around the corner. You ain't seeing off the block. That's having a hood mentality. That's having bad dressing etiquette. Know what I mean? Having
Yeah. Oh,
yo, all
so
you
we call that ghetto. We call that ghetto. Yeah, I get you.
Someone that will
yeah,
stand
ghetto
up
and
yeah,
for
hood
hood
is
you.
not the
ghetto.
same
No, I'm
thing.
Not
saying
scared to
gang.
I
stand up for
think
you.
So now listen to
it
this.
depends
Now
on where
listen
you
to this.
from.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Listen. Hold on. Now I want to
Sorry.
just speak to the host real quick. Give me a few minutes. Now, host, I'm
Listen,
gonna keep it
y'all.
Okay.
real with you, Miss Monroe. You already know. I think we talked to each other already. Yo, check this out. I know another panelist, right? This lady, yo, she 52. She alright looking, you know. She met a dude in Kentucky on the app and flew out there. She still hosts her live now. She living up in his crib and the whole nine. Living up in his crib and all that. Nah, I mean, she give him a little pat down. She eating up all his cookies, straight up and down. She done got from what I seen her last year to this year. She done got gained weight and all that. So what I'm trying to say to you, host, yo, is as long as you looking good, there's somebody gonna snatch you up. Know
I
what I mean?
already
And
got
he,
her. I already got
yeah,
her.
there's a whole bunch of old heads out there, 61, 62, 63. They know what I mean? They snatch you up and put you up in the crib. So you ain't gotta worry about that. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's true. One
Yeah,
of
you
my
good.
cougars, she got her a trick. I be fucking with her every time I come to town. Oh shit, I'm out here doxing our tea.
Listen,
What are we
y'all.
talking about?
New subject, new subject. I said something about the blood of Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus. I'm Jewish, but yeah, the blood of Jesus.
I just wanted to cut in real quick and say something about the hood thing because I related to whoever was talking about that. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in upstate New York, which, if you know anything about up here, you either live in the burbs or you live in the hood. So it's very easy to get swept up into hood culture here.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if you're smart or
Where you
you
at up
talk
there?
or you're if
You in
you're
Troy,
I'm still
Schenectady? Where you
speaking.
at?
I'm still
Can she
speaking. Hold
talk,
on.
girl?
If you're like educated or you're smart or like my family is well traveled, we move around a lot, so there's a little bit of us everywhere. If you see more than the hood growing up, you don't actually socialize the same way that people who don't see more do. So living in the hood itself by itself is not enough for you to just like cultivate this hood mentality. You have to see less
I
options.
like
A lot
that.
of times those people are raised off of survival, not the same kind of experiences are afforded to them, so they move through life a little different. That's why what Black said about like being straightforward, more direct, that's real, because when you are moving out of survival, you don't got time to fluff with people. You just kind of cut to the point. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being from the hood, but being from the hood does limit you to a certain degree.
Limit as in what?
If, like I said, if you're not exposed to certain things intentionally, if you're not filling those gaps, then certain opportunities just won't be available to you because you won't have them in your proximity, or
No,
you
I'm
won't
saying
know
like
about
how does
them.
it limit you? Like how does it
I just explained how.
She literally just explained it. I comprehended what you said, Miss T.
Well, we gotta
I'm trying to
combat
like throw no shots at you. 143 a C. How you feel? Pronounce your name. That shit is a tongue twister. Ashaya. I don't know how to pronounce her
talk now.
name.
She don't want to talk now. 143. 143.
Somebody got to call y'all. I don't know.
We ain't
I
got no
guess.
call.
Yeah, but dating hood dudes ain't a bad thing. I've learned a lot from dating hood dudes. They
No,
are
I'm
very
not
good
saying it's a bad
teachers.
thing.
No, I know. I just feel like when people say, "Oh, I'm not dating a hood dude," they have like a negative connotation. Even me, I don't date hustlers. Like I don't date corner boys, but I will date the supplier. I'm not above that. So
Oh
like
yeah,
I'm
I'll
not
date
one of
the
those.
sorry. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like I
Yeah,
touch the I
they
touch the men
definitely
that's
be having
touching the
it
money
twisted.
for real. I'm not with the
Yeah.
corner boy
I don't want nobody running
aspirations.
tags. I don't
Yeah,
want to, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Sorry,
Just running those cookies and apples and
I
shit
don't do
like that.
the chump change babies. I'm so sorry. Those are not my
The
type.
crash dummies.
But and to the comments, y'all, I don't think anybody's choosing hood niggas at 40. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just wanna,
Yeah,
if you just
40.
wanna
No,
experience
no, no,
that,
no.
then go get you a YE. Like,
Look,
you
look,
know
look,
what I'm
look.
saying?
I'm 42, right? I'm 42. I still got my hood mentality all day, every
I
day.
do too. So
But I know how to goddamn convert to the other side as well, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't necessarily say, okay, he a hood nigga at 42, but I still know how to conduct myself in different aspects of life, if that makes sense. You hear me?
Honestly, yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
I
a lot
know.
of sense. I learned adaptability from dating hood niggas who had to move between college spaces and they regular homeboys and stuff, and just like being in their hood with their homies and stuff, and then going to their job. Like they are very adaptable creatures. They're not monolithic at all. That's why I said dating a hood dude is
If
not
you
inherently
don't if
bad. You
you
can
don't
learn some
have the
real
hood
shit.
in you, me personally, like growing up and just knowing and understanding goddamn everything about life till now, like being from the hood and knowing how to goddamn maneuver certain things in different situations made me a better man. Cause I got both aspects of life. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm just blurbing shit, just talking out my ass. But when I sober down a little bit, you know what I mean? Everybody feel it, even you.
who called hood niggas creatures?
A lot of people. It's all good though, cause I be the nigga walking in the back door, and I'm not talking about taking nothing. I'm talking about taking your lady. But that's another story.
So that's that smell. What's up, y'all?
Hey, girl.
What's
I
up?
love the ladies, man. I do. I really do.
Leave us alone. You're old.
they don't
We
understand,
want
girl.
the youngins. We don't want your
Sometimes we bad,
washed
girl.
up
I'm saying just cool
42-year-old
beside
ass.
me. It just always
Hey,
get the people going. It's like, is that all you talking about? It sure
hey,
is.
I'm
It's
very,
like
I'm
my
very far
motherfucking
from
time.
washed up now. I'm very far from washed up. Ladies
I don't
love black.
know. You look like
Ladies
you took a
love
few
black, man.
spins in the rinse cycle.
Nah,
That
ladies
looks like a
love
light
black.
black shirt. That shirt's seen better days.
Who gone
I'm just
home?
fucking with y'all. I came here talking shit. What's up? What up, Black?
I love you, baby. Don't even worry about it.
I don't feel the same, but hey.
Hey y'all, hey
It's all
Jerry.
good. It's
Hey,
I'm the
all
shit
good.
talker, y'all. I'm just fucking with
We
y'all.
ain't
What's
get
up,
that
Yes,
far
Cam?
Amy
yet.
is messy as hell.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
cool.
ain't get that far yet. Don't worry about it.
Don't
I
worry, we won't get that
I
far.
take the constructive criticism if need be.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like it's the same thing as I said last time, y'all. Like when it comes to dating, it's your preference. You really don't have to make anybody understand or like your preference except you. But you do have to keep an eye out because your preference might change as your lifestyle change. Like I dated a certain type when I was in my high school years into early 20s that evolved out of like I just one day I woke up attracted to a different type of person. So that can happen too.
Is
Hey,
all
so
that
look,
living worth
right?
it?
Hey, don't we think that we all supposed to learn from a partner, right? So when I was 19, I dated a woman that was 35. She taught me a lot about life. It sounds like a big age gap. I used to teach basketball 14 and under at Nova Avenue, right? You know what I'm saying? So I was actually her son's coach for basketball. But then I met her and I learned a lot from dealing with her. She taught me really the real truth about that was when women was willing to put game into young men. Women might deal with young men right now, but they might not be giving them game. At 19, when I was dealing with her at 36 or whatever, she gave me a lot of game. Now, granted, we didn't end up staying together for a long time, but in my 20s, we stayed together about 5 years. She told me a lot of things like, at the end of the day, we should always have a pot in the house with $500 in it. At the end of the day, it don't matter who need the money. It should just be supplemental money that we just put right there. Whoever come up with an emergency, flat tire, whatever, things of that nature, that money should always be available. You know what I'm saying? And we pull from it if you need it. But then at the end of the day, you put it back because at the end of the day, who knows when the next emergency might emerge. So she taught me a lot, and I learned that from her. And then growing forward, my wife is only 5 years older than me, and I'm 44 now. But I think young men need some kind of understanding of what a real relationship is really supposed to look like by dealing with an older woman. Now, the only thing is I can honestly say is that when I was ready to move forward in my life, as far as with her not being my main, kind of broke her heart. And I think about that to this day because she looked at me like, however she looked at me, but whatever, you know what I mean, the case may be, I started seeing age start to grow on her. And at my age, I was like, all right, this not the woman for me for my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And God bless her soul. She then passed away at 53 and I wasn't with her, but at the end of the day, I still got good relationship with her son who I taught how to be a point guard and stuff like that. Like I still got a good relationship with him. I still talk him through dealing with him, raising his kids and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm closer to her son age than I was closer to her age. You know what I'm saying? Being as we had such an age gap. So I still check with him to make sure he good and stuff like that, talk to him. But raise great young men. You know what I'm saying? Even being a stepfather at 19 because really he was just my player on my basketball team. But I just wanted to instill in him being a great, young black man. And that's what I understood that he had that father figure that was missing in his life. So I was just helping him at that point in his life. But me and her did definitely grow apart because eventually if you 19 and you somebody dealing with somebody 36, women need to understand when you dealing with a YN, eventually y'all just gonna grow out of age. Because once you get to your 30s as a man, and then she's in her almost 50s or 60s, she just not gonna, it's not gonna hit the same. It's just not gonna hit the same. You get what I'm saying?
And
Can I? What's
that's
my?
why, as a younger woman, when I was dating older men, that's why I refuse to date them now because I watched older men get older, and I was just like, now that I'm here, I'm like, I don't want this shit. Like,
Yeah, because you
like
gotta
it's
be
not
there
serving
on
me.
like the
Fuck no.
deathbed and
And
then through all the
I
things.
don't think as a cougar, y'all, like I don't think like no, like dating somebody 21, 22, like no, like come on now, we know it's a fetish. We know it's a
Yeah,
fantasy,
that's
right?
crazy.
It
Yeah,
definitely
like
is.
I right, like you know what I'm saying. But 32 to 37, and I'm 40. That's not a huge age difference, nigga. You right there,
Nah,
like
that's
40
right
is
on
right on your
point.
fucking heels. So it's not like this crazy age difference that I'm looking for, right? I think see men have a like when women talk about dating younger men, it's never from like this stance of like I got to get me a younger man because I want to have babies, I want to have kids. I like the way his body look. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's not
saying?
like
I'm at the high school
predatory.
basketball games looking for younger men. It's younger men pursuing older women. And just, oh, that's the type of time you on it. Like, if you of appropriate age, and like, shit, we might could make something work.
Hey,
Let's
look,
see.
so
It's
from that
always a different.
time,
Hold on. And when women talk about it, right, I'm always talking about like a healthy age range. Niggas immediately go to like 18, 19. Who the fuck is talking about dating 18 and 19-year-olds, right? And if that's the experience that y'all are having as older men, younger men, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Much
because you
respect.
see, like right
Much
now, right?
wait. Much respect to the deceased. I really wanted to ask this. You don't think that you were groomed a little bit? Like in all actuality, I understand it might not feel that way because you're a man, and like no one wants to look at it that way. And you think 19 is grown, but honestly, like 19, you're still a child.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with you. When I explained that to my daughter, my oldest daughter, she said, "Dad, that wasn't your girlfriend. You was a victim." And
Yeah,
but I never looked at it that way.
of course
When
you
I was
wouldn't.
in that scenario, I guess this new age thinking and stuff, but this like type of stuff happened all the time. But then I was like, okay, maybe I was dating a little too far out of my age range. But it didn't matter because the amount of information that I learned from her about finances and things like that, I literally learned from her, and it helped me become the better man that I am today as far as moving
I don't think
forward.
you
But
But
can.
also,
I don't think she
you
groomed you
can.
though. I don't. Was it age inappropriate? Yes, but I don't think. I don't think that there's. To me, that's not grooming, right?
But
Nobody's
Jay,
forcing you
she
at
was
no, she
36.
19.
respected what I already had
No,
going
but
on.
nobody's forcing you either. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
To do what you're
And
doing
not
either.
only that,
As an
can
adult,
I
I'm just
speak?
saying, like, stop infantilizing people that's like not children, right? Because then it takes away from the actual children that are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you can vote, if you can go unalive for your country,
if
be
you
a
can go to the
if you can't,
military,
you
you
know what
can
I'm
go
saying?
ahead and be in a
You're
real
an adult.
relationship.
You're
Yeah,
an
you're an
adult.
adult.
I don't know. At
You're an
And Miss
19, I
adult.
Monroe,
definitely
check this
wasn't
out.
grown enough. I wasn't grown up to make those
Maybe
kind
you
Nah,
of
wasn't
you
grown
decisions.
may
enough, but you
not
wasn't a
have been, but
child.
when I
You
was
wasn't a child.
18, hey, no, listen to this. When I was 18, I was dating a 32-year-old. See, I didn't
So
ask
you
him what
taught
he
me
was
how to
doing
eat
in
that
his
monkey
life.
right.
Because when I was 18, 19, 20, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Flatbush. So I was already doing my ones and twos. Know what I mean? So when I got my older woman, she saw me as a man because I carried myself as a man.
Right.
I was no longer doing kid stuff at all.
Mm,
And she had a kid. She had a 6-year-old. And I'd
mm.
sit there do his homework. But I was in college. I hustled and I went to work. So she gave me the utmost respect. And I learned a lot from her. I learned so much from her. But by the time I was in my 30s and I would meet another 30-year-old woman, I could tell the difference between a mature 30-year-old and a young-minded
And
30-year-old.
that's the
That's
real
I
thing,
think
though.
there you
Let me
go.
say
That's the
this for the
real
comments,
thing
I
right?
think
is
Hold on,
that
gentlemen. Let
she
me say
allowed
this.
me.
I
Hold
think
on,
it
So
all
excuse me,
depends on the
Wait,
excuse me.
wait,
Let me
Jay
say
is
this for the
talking.
comments because I think y'all got it confused, right? Nobody's saying that lady is wrong, but I don't have the. I was at 18. Them niggas was not forcing me to go fuck them, so I'm not a victim. I don't get to sit up here and be like, oh, an older man groomed me. No, bitch. You was looking to get your bills paid. You was throwing
Mm.
that pussy around, and you chose that
Mm-hmm.
shit. Stop acting like
No,
you're a
Mm-hmm.
no,
fucking
no, no.
victim.
I get
You're
exactly
not a
what you're
victim.
saying, Jay.
I
I know
feel I
exactly what you're saying, Jay. But what I'm saying is that, like, as the adult in the situation,
She's
she knew that
wrong.
it would be easy because it's a fantasy for the younger person. Just like the older men in our life knew it would be easy because they knew what we wanted from them, or they knew that they could like manipulate it easier. What I'm saying, if you're a senior in this situation and there is a huge age gap, and you know this person is just went into their adulthood, their brain is their frontal lobe is not even fully formed. You are taking advantage, and whether you want to think that that's not the truth or not, and you think that this person has full autonomy,
So
they
so what?
don't. You
So what's
wait.
the
but
I
difference?
didn't
No,
land.
I take it
wait,
as a stance of like
just
adults
As
can
a
make a
damn near
little
40-year-old
decision. May not be
woman, she
right.
knew.
I
Doesn't
just
make it
No,
right.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
you're
I
No
not.
one's
You're
saying
not.
he's a
I'm not gonna
victim.
babysit him. No.
I
No,
So
I'm
so
not
genuinely
what's the
think
babyfying
so
him.
what's the
Wait,
difference now?
I
sir, wait.
genuinely I
I'm not
genuinely think it just
babyfying. Can I
I
just
gen
land my point? Can I
sorry.
just land it? I'm not infantilizing this man. He was 19. He had he was old enough for consent. We'll say that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that, and she was in her legal right to engage with sexual relations with him by law. She didn't break no laws, but like really it's just yucky, like, because I'm sure if his daughter right now was and 18, 19, and there was a 40-year-old man checking for her, he would know damn well that 40-year-old man is in the wrong, because ain't nothing you want from that child except for some smacks. Of course she gonna hopefully, like, she want to see you grow as a man, so I'm glad she at least was able to teach you some things and
You
not just
want that
like,
young bull? How you doing,
but
man?
But there's younger people. She could have picked someone in their 20s,
How you
in her
doing,
25.
Amy?
You
30s.
How
know,
you
young
doing,
sugar.
Amy?
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. But that's just
What's
me.
up? What's up, Jay? You the host, Jay. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yeah, you the host. Okay, okay. You look good tonight. I got a question. If you could help me, if you could be so kind to help me.
Oh Lord, yes.
Okay, look. Hold on, wait. I gotta go. I gotta make my account on TikTok private, cause hold on. I got some chicks. Hold on, give me a second. I can't fumble.
Okay. You say drop it.
So I'm the younger man. So I'm the younger man in question, right? Trying to get with an older chick.
Uh-huh.
But it's like every time I get around her, I get so nervous. Cause it's like, oh, but look, she know I'm handsome. She fucking with me. She'll talk to me. She'll be like, no, no, no. If you was working with me, I'll put you on my shift. Ha ha ha. Oh, for the kiki laugh. Like I'm making her laugh as well, but I can't take it to the next step. Like she too grown for me. She too grown. So
Well,
what should
there's
I
your
do? How do
answer
I?
right there, baby. You just said it. You just said it. She's too grown for
I
you,
know.
right? You might have to you don't have to cool that down. You just answered your own question. No, she's too grown for you, right? And she probably already know that. Like for you, it's just a fetish. At that age, you talking about 20, 21.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Yeah, huh? You say you 20?
Yeah, I'm 20. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
20.
Yeah. So at that age, for you young men, right, it's just a fetish. It's nothing else that you want with her. It's nothing else that you're trying to do. You're not trying to take her on no dates. It's you know what I'm
Cause look,
saying?
she looks
So
so
you can't
good.
mistake
Like
her
she
being
looks.
you can't mistake her
Yeah.
flirting as if like she just gonna give you something. Like it don't work like that.
But she might teach you about traveling. She might like everybody got to learn from somebody.
Oh my
Is what
God!
I'm
Just
saying.
Google it. Just Google it.
Like at the end of the day, no, it ain't about
That's
just
right.
Googling it. She might be able to take you to spots that you ain't never like. She was big on traveling and going on vacations, things like that. Like so when it's like, oh, have you been here? Like the things that me and my wife experienced, and she's only 5 years older than me right now, and me being 44, it's like I already did all these things. It's like, yeah, now I'm with you and I love you, but it's things that I can show you because even though I'm younger than you, I done learned so much from dealing with this older woman. It's things that she done taught me about dealing with a woman, you know what I'm saying? How a woman really want to
Yo,
be
Blue.
treated, how a
Yo,
woman
Blue,
want
can
her
I ask you a
body to be
question?
taken, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Blue, let me ask you a question. Because me and you got kind of like similar experience when it comes to older women. I just want to know, how was it like, all right, you got the breakup, you move on, but then to have her pass on and you know that you had some real good time with her. And I've never had none of my older women pass away on me as of yet. So I'm kind of real. How was that for you? Especially because you were still actually young. You know what I mean? Like like you talking about it now, but where you at now? Are you in your 50s now? Or you in
All
your
right,
mid
so look,
40s?
I'm 44, right? And so
Right. So
what
you
I
mid
look at
40s.
it
Okay.
like is I remember in my story, I raised their sons as far as
Right.
me
Right. Right.
being 19, but being closer in age to her sons. You get what I'm saying? So the best I could do is just whenever her sons ever reach out to me and ask me for advice, I'm there to say, "Oh, you doing this right? You doing this right?" And just making sure that I could tell her sons what that they are doing right and the things that they doing as far as going into manhood, as far as having children and things like that. Like they connect with me on the regular, and it's more so them being
Yeah, but
remembering.
she passed away at an early age at 53. Like that's early. You know what I mean? And
And that's what I'm
like
saying. So
on a
all I could
spiritual
do,
level, how you feel about that? You know what I mean? Because that's deep.
I
I'm
mean,
glad you shared that. That's deep.
it's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you break a. I don't care whoever it is, people be acting like that they when they got in a relationship and then somebody passed away that they don't be like, damn. I remember we had some good times, like going to Hershey Park and doing different things and traveling and you know, even if it's something small, whatever, but just certain things
Not
that
her
you
feet.
remember that you learned from them. And like to this day, even with my wife now, it's like, yo, we keep a pot at the end of the day that's got $500 in it. If you need it, then guess what? It's available. We just gonna replace it. I got that from her. You get what
Okay.
I'm
Right,
Can
right,
we
saying?
can we
right,
take
right.
a can
That's
we take
deep.
a
That's
little
deep.
can we take a little mod break? There's no reason she should not be at 5,000 or even 10,000. Jay has always gave y'all some entertainment. She'd be on here all day. She gets pretty for y'all. Send the daily heart me's. There should be more than that. Like y'all love her
You
space.
talking
Please
to
show
the women?
appreciation.
She
I'm
getting pretty
talking
for the
to
women?
she getting pretty for all of us. Shit, I like to look at
Oh,
her.
okay.
I need y'all
All right.
to really show some love to our host. She really is dedicated and consistent. So please tap the screen. She should always be at 10K at least minimum, like for the time and effort she puts in here and lets y'all speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
so what I'm saying
wait,
is
we're taking a little 30-second mob break. I need everybody to tap the screen.
Yes, y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all so much. Y'all
It's actually until we get her to 5K. I don't want to hear nobody's fucking mouth.
okay,
Like I'm tapping, so I need y'all to get these
y'all.
fingers
Let's
moving.
do this.
Cause like, let's be real, like you bring people. We have to hear from our new panelists. Like, we want to get these taps up so that other people can see her live,
yeah, we
and we can
want
get
to
more people engaging.
keep people
Exactly.
active. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep people active.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
But
in school too. She getting consistent, showing y'all this ain't, like a lot of people can't even be consistent in their content creation. She comes on here every day,
see,
sometimes twice a
we
day.
got you.
Yes,
We
I am
got
tapping.
we got you, Jay.
Toro,
We
I'm
got you, Jay.
tapping.
Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I
All
appreciate
right,
Yeah,
y'all.
she's
we
at
got you,
5K.
Jay.
Now let's go to the next panelist. We got some new people. We got,
with
what
all
is
these
this?
damn
Kimberly the
stories.
Bell. Let's hear from her. And then Mr. Money. All right.
Hi, thank you.
Hey.
I don't have an issue with an older woman dating a younger man if he is established, has his stuff together, is able to provide for her, and he has gone through enough things to understand how to really, respect a woman and treat her nicely. Now, how many dates make it official? That just honestly depends on the couple. Like, it's not like a number of dates that make it official. I think it's just the quality of those dates and, if they want to pursue each other further. Online dating, nah. I feel like it's too many options out here, and you can walk outside and meet somebody, especially if you go into nice areas, you can meet somebody very quickly that's going to treat you nice, and people lie online. So no, thank you.
Same sis. I agree. I've met people online, but never met anybody like in person. Right? We just be having conversations, right? And usually, I always give it about 2 weeks. It just be it dies off. It always dies off. Like you know what I'm
And you
saying?
know what's crazy? I got a cousin. That's all he do. He done did Christian mingle. He done did every dating
You got a lot
online
of
app
stories,
you
man.
can
Come on,
do.
man. We moving
You
It's
on.
him.
hit
He's
none
him.
of.
Nobody wants to date him. It's not the apps. It's him.
Yeah,
Nobody likes. It's him.
none of his apps work.
It's
I'm
him.
like,
It's him.
and he be paying though, and it's crazy. He be thinking that like the algorithm is off or something, and he be paying. I got a cousin that be doing that. He be paying. And I'm like, dog, it doesn't matter what platform that you try to actually sign up for, but at the end of the day, it's not going to work if they can't deal with you in person. It's nothing like dealing with somebody in person or meeting somebody genuinely when you meet them and y'all had that spark. Like it's something like when you could be in a grocery store. I tell dudes
Wait.
like you,
I'm sorry, Blue. I don't mean to cut you up, but we didn't even get to our new panelists. Like, I understand you want to talk about your cousin, but we have Money. We had Kimberly. I don't even think Kimberly landed. So we got to like keep some order. You know what I'm saying? Then we will do open panel.
Thank you, Amy. I landed.
Okay. So then Money, you're next. Money? Okay, well, we can get back to your cousin. Money, you don't want to. You got to unmute yourself, Money.
Damn, money, you there? Going once, going twice.
So,
Hello?
Tatiana, you went?
Hello? You
hello,
Hey.
hello,
Okay, there you go.
hello.
Okay.
Somebody muted me. Stop
No,
it.
I was trying to unmute you and you were
Oh no, you
unmuting
good,
yourself.
baby. It don't matter. It's all good. I was just joking. But here's the deal. I'm 53, right? And when we talk about the older woman dating a younger man, it's all about the pipe. I was that younger man. So I know just because you're younger doesn't mean that you can handle this grown woman. You understand that when a woman is really grown, it take a lot of understanding, a lot of experience that as a child I just had the pipe. I didn't have the mind and the freakness and the freaky in me that I developed over the years. So I mean, and respectfully now, I'm just being honest. So I mean, right now we're making this big deal out of older woman, younger man, but I mean every boy can't handle that woman. Trust me. I've been there. I've been on both sides.
Okay. Okay,
Hello.
Daddy.
I trust the younger man to do what a younger man is gonna do, right? Like, so I mean I hear what you're saying, no sir, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I
But
think
can
it
you
was
go multiple rounds without a pill?
I mean, I can, but then I'm
Nah,
in the gym. Shit, baby, please don't try money. Yeah, I mean, you
I won't.
understand me? They don't call him. Hey, they don't call him. I'm gonna leave that alone. You understand me? But understand this: what I'm trying to explain to you. Like me, I can't do a little girl because I'm gonna need a woman that's gonna take all the pressure. So I mean, I hear a lot of people talking. Oh, I'm from Houston. I'm H-Town. You understand me? It's bigger. It gets real wild out here, respectfully. But that's all over the world. It don't matter. It depends on who bridge. You understand? I come from the right bloodline. No cap. I ain't throwing no shade. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, I was that younger dude, and y'all don't pass judging on me. Well, when I was younger, I slept with the daughter and the mama. Forgive me, Jesus. I already prayed, so y'all don't hold it over. I got my halo now.
At the
But what I'm
same
telling
time,
y'all,
at the same time?
well, I mean, I would be with the daughter, and then the mama would give me some. I was
Oh,
younger.
damn.
I was in my 20s. So I'm telling you, I really been on both sides. And what I know is I had some 20s. My partners, everybody wasn't doing what I was doing or what some of the others was doing. So it ain't like I don't want the men to get in your 40s and start feeling like, oh man, the younger man, them boys can't really. If you gonna do your thing, you gonna perform. I performs. If you gonna perform, man, don't worry about all that, man. Trust me. It's just talk.
What
It's just
keeps your
like,
stamina up? Do you think it's fitness? What you
yeah,
eat?
I'm a gym rat. I'm a gym rat and
Okay,
I'm a
well then there
freak.
you go.
I'm so
I'm
sick
a
of
gym
it.
rat and I'm a freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it. That's why I can't have multiple. I can't be in multiple
Man,
relationships
listen.
because I'm
Put your
Bro.
nasty.
camera on, nigga.
Y'all know
Put your
I be
camera
doing
on.
research.
Oh, go on. Check,
Put your
Y'all,
man.
y'all
camera
You
No,
got.
on,
but
nigga.
he
Hey,
has a point though. He has a point.
I'm in
Y'all,
one. I'm a business owner, so right now,
Yeah, you
if I put
talking
my
good
camera
game.
on, I
Put your
might get
camera on.
kicked.
Put your
I
camera
mean,
on.
ooh, Black, you
my
sound a
page
little
right
hurt.
there. Yeah,
Hurt about
I
what?
put it on. Don't
Put it
kick me.
on. Put
Don't
it
put it
on.
Put
on.
it on,
And this a
Gramps. Put it
I
dude.
like
on.
I'm
to
putting it
call
on.
these.
I'm
I
putting it
like to
on for
call
the
these
ladies.
niggas out.
Put
I
it
ain't
on
putting it
for
Call
the
on.
your ass
I ain't
out.
ladies,
putting it on for this
Grandpa.
cat. You understand me?
I
Y'all,
call
That
your
ain't how
ass
I get
out.
on. That
listen,
ain't how I get on.
y'all.
You see me, youngster? You
We
understand
need a
me?
You're not
And I'm
360.
talking
Stand
about.
seeing me.
up.
Young niggas,
I
stop
can't stand
Hey,
up,
it.
baby.
niggas
I'm in
can't
my
see
18
you.
wheeler.
Listen, sir. You're not, listen, I'm just saying. That's
Can you
different.
see me
You know,
now?
you look good.
Can you
You
see me
look
now?
good.
I
I'm
But
talking
see
I'm
about.
just
you.
saying
I'm talking
I
though,
about
see
that's
six
not
you.
me
four.
competing. That's
I
like
I'm
me
talking
see
about.
trying
you.
to compete with a
Hold on. Let the
21 year
host talk,
old. That
please.
I'm not competing with the young girls, right? I
I'm
look
talking about
good.
6'4",
Wait, keep
250
your eyes on
pounds.
the road,
I'm
okay?
good.
I
I'm
see
good,
you.
little baby. I'm
I
straight,
see
little
you.
baby. Yeah. Yeah. Don't even do me like that. You understand me? Because I take all challenges. You
He
heard
looked
me?
like he eat booty. He definitely looked like he eat
Hey,
booty.
say
Yeah,
that's why
he
I
is
can't
booty.
be in multiple relationships because I am nasty. And hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
He looked like
I'm
he eats
nasty.
sweaty booty.
If you mind, baby, let me tell you something.
He like twang.
Yeah,
He like a
I
little
might,
twang to
like
his
you
hey,
know,
style. He
I
say,
like
ain't
a
gonna
I
little
hold
might want a little
twang.
that.
twang on it.
Oh
You hear me?
man, like it was some twang to it. I'm not gonna hold
I
that.
might
He
want
looked
a
like
little
he like
twang on it.
he likes
Hey,
some twang on
Hey,
his
I
thing.
know you ain't messing with them lot listeners, man.
He
No,
like a
I
little
never have.
sour on his
I
crowd,
never
honey.
have. You know what I'm saying? I'm too player for that, man. That's
I don't
some
believe him. You
shit. When
just
I
said
was
you
a young boy,
nasty.
I mean, you know what? That's fine because I know a lot of people did it. When I was younger, I pulled up and I seen a woman get out of one truck and get into another truck and get in another. I knew then now, baby, because what I'm playing with, it be top notch. No cap.
Oh, come on.
No cap. You know what I'm saying? I done told you I'm nasty. But I done slept with a mama and daughter. I sure wouldn't mind telling you I slept with a lot less. I mean, that's the most embarrassing thing as a man for me at my age to say I slept with the mama and the daughter, and it was two different occasions.
That
So
ain't
I mean, you know what I'm
embarrassing.
saying?
Though.
You
You know
mentioned it
that's
like
top
5 times.
notch,
It ain't that
man.
embarrassing. You said it
That's
like
top
Nah,
5
nah, it
notch,
times.
man.
really is.
Stop
But
it,
I gotta
man.
be
Stop
real
it.
though. Like I'm a realist, so I
Man,
ain't like
stop it,
I'm a
man. That's
going
top
on
notch.
hater. See,
Why
I've
you
been
cut
hated
your
on,
shirt
man.
off all over your TikToks?
I be doing my thing, hostess. I just be doing my thing. You know, I'm 53. I work out. I take care of myself. I eat good. My blood good. I ain't got no diseases. That ain't no cap, little homie. It is what it is. Sometimes we just gotta live with what it is, man.
Have you ever been incarcerated?
For months. I never been to prison. Let me,
Okay,
thank
okay,
God.
okay.
Let me just thank God. Hold on. Thank you, Jesus, because, baby,
They ain't
I
catch
grew
you?
up in the bricks.
Oh
No,
my
it ain't gonna say
god.
they didn't catch me. I'm just blessed. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. You fucked the judge and got out of it?
Nah, I ain't never fuck with no judge. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with some
Prosecutor?
doctors.
Lawyer? CO?
Uh-uh. I had me a doctor.
Can't. I can't. Ladies, if you were to be able to come back a man, would you?
They like
No.
it, dog. They
Uh,
like it, dog.
yes, I would. I ain't gonna lie.
Only for
No.
one
I
day.
want to be a
That's
woman
Too
in
it.
every
I
much.
only
motherfucking
need
lifetime.
I
Treat me
only
like
Hey
a
need
man,
queen.
like
they
a
would
See,
week.
I'm
love
For
just
that.
one day. That's
I
it.
They
only
They
need
like
would
like
it,
a
love
week.
it.
dog.
I need
Just
like
the
a
They
day.
would
week.
love
But
to
I need to
it.
answer
go
your
back. No, no,
question.
no. Just the day, and I'll
To
go back
answer
to
your
being a
question.
woman.
Nah,
No,
I
to
just
answer your
need a
question.
week just so that I can experience how men
I would
feel
be
when they
in.
be
Hey, no, let
bullshitting.
me. All right, so look,
I would
let me
act a
tell
damn
y'all. Right,
fool.
it's a lady that did a scientific experiment. She pretended to be a man for about 3 months. Guess what? She committed ooey-eyed. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
we all
saying?
heard
I'm
that
saying.
story, man. We all
You
heard
know what
that.
I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you because she realized that men don't get unconditional love. She understood that all the things that her as being a female, she didn't
Mm-mm.
realize that it was as hard as it was to be a man. That she didn't understand that her only value or the value that she thought she had really actually ran around what she provided. She committed ooh, you know what I'm
Ooh,
saying? Cause I'm trying to be TikTok, whatever,
it's
y'all
just the way
know.
you said it's
Can
just
I
funny. Go
can I
ahead.
ask a question on that on just what you said though real quick? Do you think that like men do you think that you guys can actually like handle unconditional love and like what that comes with?
Man, that's a blessing.
That's a blessing. I'm about
That's
to
a
say that's
blessing.
No,
an
no, wait, hold
easy
on. But
blessing.
really, hold on. Really think about it. Like, what unconditional love is, what it
It
comes
ain't much
with.
to think about.
Like, do
I
you
have.
think that you can like handle what that comes with, though?
It's nothing
I've
to
had
think
it.
about. We do that for other people all day long with no second thoughts. Like
I
we
mean,
No,
do
but
it
I
listen,
for
know
our
listen.
that.
kids.
I
We
know
do
you
it
do
for our
that.
kids. We
No, I
do it
know
for the
that. No, I
siblings.
get that part. What I'm saying is, you do that for your wife or your kids. I get that. What I'm
We
saying
do it for
is, a
everybody.
woman
We do it for
or anyone.
everybody.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, a woman giving you unconditional love. Can
I've
you
had it.
actually handle that? Because
I've had it.
Hey,
That's
guess
the
because
what? I run
unicorn,
through a
man.
brick
yeah,
wall. I
but what
run through a
happened? Well,
brick
you said
wall.
had, not
That's
currently
the
have.
I
What
can
Man,
happened?
show
she's
you.
still
Give
unicorn.
look.
me
She's
a
still a
helmet.
good
I
friend.
can run through a brick wall with
I'm
that.
gonna try to tell you. I'm just saying. Her and
Y'all
I,
be
we still
tripping.
have each other back in life at this point. We're not sleeping with each other right now, and I'm the only reason I'm going into that depth is because I had it, and I say had like past tense, but she's still very present. Even with my children, she still like make sure they straight and they grown. So the thing about it is this. I messed it up because I was ignorant. I was young and I was dumb, and I didn't know what unconditional how important it was to honor somebody like her. You understand?
Okay,
That's what
that's
I mean.
fair. That's
And that's
fair. But
crazy because that's a good question you
but
asked.
but that's the thing. But that's my whole thing that I'm getting at, right? Because I feel like at least in my experience, I feel like a lot of men say like, "Oh, I want a woman that's gonna like love me unconditionally." But when you get that woman that loves
Yeah,
you unconditionally, y'all fuck it up. Like y'all can't
yeah, that's
handle
true.
a woman genuinely just laying herself at your feet and be like, "Hey, I'm here. I love you."
All right,
Because
so
it's
Yeah,
like
look,
at a
let me.
it's
young
almost like
So
age.
y'all get
look,
scared or like you don't believe it to be true or you just
Yeah, it'd be like
find
it's too
something
good
that's
to be
gonna,
true.
you know what I mean? So as much as y'all
all
say
Yeah,
right.
y'all
you're right.
want it,
At a
can y'all
young
actually
age.
handle that shit though?
So
Because when it's
At my
given to
grown
let me
you,
age,
tell you.
oh, I
Let me
bless her.
tell
I
you
take
right
care of
now,
her.
right?
You
right?
guys, I do
Trust
not
us.
like muting any of y'all. We are all grown-ups. We all know when someone's talking. Can we just give each other the respect to wait till someone at least completes their sentence and then we can make little sounds or like make a statement. Like, let's just
Right.
keep some decorum. Like, because we can't hear what it does is it's counterproductive to the conversation because not all if there's three people talking, none of us can even hear what you're saying.
All
So
right.
let's
So
just
look,
one mic at a time. I don't want to mute nobody. For real, I don't.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Amy. Hey, so look, right. I just want to tell people this, right. I've been in a relationship with my wife for 20 years. I can honestly say for actual 10 years, we did not like each other. We loved each other, but we didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like through her getting older and me getting older and her dealing with me through my 30s and me dealing with her. But now that we both in our 40s, we love each other to death. Like I don't think that marriage really has the same weight that it used to have. Like you gonna have your ups and downs, but it ain't that, oh, we just gonna cancel out each other and we just gonna act like we don't have feelings for each other. Like people gotta really be willing to stick in there and actually do the work that it takes for you to get to the point where it's like, all right, we just now we can laugh and joke and have a good time and this. But other than that, sometimes it be competitive, sometimes it be resentment, whatever it may be. But now when you get to a certain point in your older age and you've been through some things, like how are you gonna be in a real relationship if y'all ain't never been in a real situation, life situation? Like I've been there for her when she done passed out at the hospital. I broke the doors down. I wasn't playing. Hey, I need a doctor out here to get with my wife. The whole time she was having an ectopic pregnancy. You get what I'm saying? And everybody acting like, oh, well, we just gonna take your temperature and send you to the waiting room. No, man, no. Something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? The real thing is who gonna be there with you for when you gotta go to the doctors and it's an emergency or something like that. Like who really care about you that much? That's gonna sit there in the hospital with you for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Like people need to ask themselves these things when they really start saying, oh, I just want to be independent. No, big, guess what? If you got organ donor on your driver's license and you ain't got nobody right there with you that's hiding your back, you might just be another person that just being available for them to take something from.
Okay.
So, like,
All
people
right. We
need to
gotta
be
try to keep it
really.
to 2 minutes on it. I'm so sorry. We got a lot of people on the
My
panel.
bad, my bad. I'm off. My bad. I'm gone.
And you know,
I
I
just
thought about
wanted
that.
to, before
Lady
the
T wanted to go next.
conversation moved on again, I just wanted to address what was said about the capacity necessary to accept unconditional love. Because I feel like the brokerage part, right, when it comes to love, I feel like men keep tabs in their head in a different way than women do when it comes to love. And I think it's because of what Blue said. A lot of y'all's wealth and a lot of y'all's self perception comes from being perceived as a worthwhile provider. And outside of that, you don't really have any anchoring points to like actually hold on to your character, your morals, or who you are as a man outside of being a provider. Like, if you ask me who I am outside of being a provider, I could give you a laundry list of things because I've always cultivated hobbies, I've always had relationships, I've always had things outside of romantic interests that have built me up into the person that I am. But because a lot of access to women and access to care and love and a lot of things are contingent upon men being able to provide, because y'all are such linear creatures, you have a hard time bouncing back from rejection because you don't see someone rejecting partnership with you as a linear thing. You see it as someone rejecting your worth. And because of that, that's what's actually making y'all hard to love is your refusal to expand who you are and your self-worth outside of relationships. That's why women are choosing to be alone, because a lot of times if you take a man's ability to provide away from him, he gets mean, he gets nasty toward his women and his relationships. He doesn't show up the same way. He doesn't allow for love in the same way. He doesn't even cultivate a environment where love can be conducive. So I think that's the point she was really trying to get at. The
But you're
more
speaking
y'all
about
avoid
certain
Yeah.
men, right?
yourselves
Not all
in
men.
that work, the
Yeah.
more you avoid yourselves in that work, the harder it is going to be to find someone who is actually going to match your capacity, because
So how
you
many
yourself don't
relationships you
have the
been in?
capacity to sustain love for yourself by yourself.
Yeah.
So how many
Yeah,
Can I say
relationships you
something?
been in?
that's exact. Sorry,
Uh,
just one thing, because that's exactly, just to clarify what what Lady said. That's exactly what I was getting at, right? Like, giving love is one thing, but having the capacity to accept unconditional love, that goes into your own self concept. That's you questioning, do you, if you don't think that you deserve love to begin with, like, you're gonna sabotage anything that comes your way, right? And I feel like sometimes men, like, you guys say one thing but then your actions are completely different. And yes, it's not, you could say it's not all men, right? Like, I'm not, like, we're not talking in generals, right? Like, of course there's nuance, and there's men within, like, all of y'all that aren't like that, because I've met men who are healed and they are healthy, you know what I mean, but they've had to do that work. A lot of men refuse to look in the mirror and see, okay, what am I doing? Am I self-sabotaging? She gave me constructive criticism because she loves me, not because she's attacking you, not because she's negging you, because she genuinely loves you. A woman that doesn't care about you, she's not going to tell you shit. If you're tripping, she's going to tell you. If you're falling off, she's going to tell you. If you're slipping, she'll be like, "Hey, man up," like, cuz she loves you. She gives a fuck. People who don't give a fuck, they're not going to tell you when you're slipping up. She's going to sit there and watch you, like, drive off the fucking cliff. You know what I mean? But
And you're
sometimes,
not going to
and that,
be
You
and
know what?
able,
I
you're not, hold
respect
on,
that.
hold on,
unconditional
just
I
one
love,
second,
respect
just one
that.
second, just one
and
second.
unconditional love, that's what that is. It's not always just about stroking your ego. Sometimes it's not always about telling you what you want to hear. It's about telling you the things that you need to hear, because she loves you. And love is courage. She's taking the courage to be like, "Hey babe, love you, but we need to, you need to stop spending money like this. We need to start saving. We need to start doing this." But a lot of men can't take that sort of direction or criticism from a woman, and then it bruises your ego, and then because you don't do the work, then you end up fumbling her. And then, like the gentleman said beforehand, he was young, so he didn't realize, but until he got older and he went through it and he reflected and he did the work, that's when he realized, "Oh fuck, I really had a girl that, like, was giving me unconditional love," right? But he fumbled the bag. So
Hey,
that's
so
exactly
look,
what I was trying to
hey,
get at.
look, so look, I respect
So I
everything
wanna,
you saying. That is amazing, right? Let me tell you like this. What a lot of guys that are making the money lack in a relationship is a woman that can take the relationship further as far as increasing the growth in the wealth. So look, I asked my wife about drop shipping. I'm not a computer person, but I'm a blue collar person. So if you was to do the information and do the computer stuff, guess what? I would have the money to invest in you and to invest in us, because I would be able to invest in us. But if you don't have the knowledge, you just don't have the knowledge. Some women that we meet today just don't have the knowledge. Like, if I'm saying, okay, we can get this product and we can do this and I can invest in this, and then we can make money on Instagram or on TikTok to do, whatever it is, maybe, or whatever. I need you to learn the Instagram stuff. I need you to learn the TikTok stuff. I need you to learn the money aspect of what's going on the internet. I got the investment part already down. You know what I'm saying? Down
Well,
pat.
that just comes with being with a person that has the same business mindset and ambition as you. I don't think that
So
has to
here's
do
the
with
question.
anything according to unconditional love. Maybe you have to, if you are ambitious like that, then maybe you have to be with a person that is just as ambitious, just as creative, just as innovative. And you know what I mean? You have to be with a person that matches your hustle in that way. You know what I
and
mean? And
that's where the intentionality comes from, because
exactly,
not for
y'all,
nothing,
exactly.
there's no way to have intentional relationships that are structured without having correction. You need to have a healthier relationship with, as a man, with your ego, if you're going to be with a woman who loves you that fiercely, because you are going to get your feelings hurt.
So
You're going to
here's the
hear
Mm-hmm.
question
things you
for the
don't
ladies,
like.
then,
So,
You're
right?
so
going to
here,
have people
oh
in
wait,
your face
Question
Kimberly was
for the
telling
supposed to
you
go
ladies.
things.
next
Hold
though.
on, hold on. You're
After,
going to
yeah.
have people in your face telling you things all the time that you can do better at. And you're going to have to find a way to take that criticism on without making it personal. Not only in your relationship, but like Blue was saying, if you're trying to go into business, that's why I don't suggest it. I'm an entrepreneur. I have dated entrepreneurs before, but I never coincide We can collaborate, but I would never build a business with them because the way I love you and the way I do business are not, they're night and day. And if you can't handle that kind of direction, that's not something that you should invest in because you will not get that money back if y'all can't stay on the same page. That's something that you have to think about. You have to think about correction and you have to think about compatibility. Everybody is not up to snuff to do that job. I have to think about liabilities all the time because I am a single mother running multiple virtual businesses, which means that if I take on the wrong person or the wrong investment at the wrong time, I could collapse my whole infrastructure. So it's more than about just your feelings as my partner. Are you able to actually do what you say you're going to do contractually and still show up in the relationship? Because that's not easy to just take work and put it on the back burner if you're still in a relationship with that person at the end of the day and just turn it off. Y'all have to be really prepared for that because that's not easy.
Yeah, so for me, my thoughts on it is I don't really, believe in unconditional love just because you have to have boundaries as a person. And I think that a lot of times us as women, we can get a little bit delusional with what we want, which is why a lot of us end up single. Now, I'm not saying I agree with the men, on this, but what I will say is as ladies, we should not be giving unconditional love, like unconditional love if you do believe in it. Why are we giving that to men that we are just in a relationship with? That's wild. That is not your husband. And then the other thing with that is that a lot of times as women, what we do, we try to play the fixer. And we look at the potential of who that man is. And we're like, oh, well, I can help him grow and I can give him advice. No. When you get into a relationship, get with somebody who you just enjoy who they are, because you can be with somebody and be 100% compatible with them, but that doesn't mean that you're supposed to grow in the same direction as them. Y'all might have two ways that y'all need to grow because y'all are two different people. So accept the person for who they are and be with somebody that challenges your mindset, not tries to change your mindset at all. I like to have conversations with people that I don't agree with because that's how I grow. I like mental stimulation. So for me, I don't need a man coming into my life and telling me, oh, Kimberly, you need to do this and you should do this and this is how you should heal. And that's what we as women do a lot to men. We sit there and tell them, oh, well, I read this book and I took this therapy class and my therapist said that I need to do this. So that means you need to do this too, because this can help you grow. And I see this in you. You're trying to be a man's therapist instead of just being his girl and letting him do what he got to do. Let that man be a man and you be your...
Yes.
Yeah, but that's where I land at right there, because I just see it's just too much delusion with women. A lot of times we be so in our own heads and overthinking instead of breathing and just living our best life. Like, y'all got to enjoy your life and stop trying to find a man that you can change. And, if he comes to you and he's for you, you're not going to be thinking about all that. So just relax.
So
Yeah.
for the ladies, how do you show your man love versus just saying I love you? How do you show your man love?
I feel like that comes with number one, just learning learning your man. I feel like every man's different, just like every person is different, right? So the man that you're like, your man might like, words of affirmation that might be really strong for him, like building him up, telling him like, like you're like, you know what I mean? Some people like those, like the words more than the actions, or some people like the actions more, some people like acts of service. So I think it just depends on learning your man, knowing what he likes.
I'm asking you, how do
Oh, like
you
personally. Oh,
personally, how
that's
do you
like,
show your man you love him?
me personally, I show my man that I love him by, I'm an acts of service person. So like, I'll like do stuff for you. Like I'm like, I'll do stuff ahead of like, I'll like think before you have to do something. So it's like, if I know that you are getting up early in the morning, like I'll pack your lunch or some shit. You know what I mean? Or like, if you were saying that you were going to do something, like I'll do it. I'll get it started before you do it. You know what I mean? So like, I'll just do those little things, or like, like speak life into you, like uplift you. But also, I'm also going to show you love by like telling you where you fuck up. Like, if you're doing some fuck shit, I'm like, yeah, no, like, we're not doing that. But just that goes back to what I think Lady was saying. Like, a lot of men don't like that. Like, they want you to just sit there and be like, yes, 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 yes. I'm not that type of woman. Like, if you're doing something that I know is like to your detriment or my detriment, or I know that, you know, you're not reaching your full potential, like I'm gonna put you to the side and like gently and respectfully and lovingly be like, hey, I know you're not doing your best right now. Like, how can we plan to get you to this point? Or like, I know you have this vision. What are we going to do to get you to this point? So I think it's more so like just being practical.
I
But like,
think
yeah.
I think for me, it's more streamlined. It comes down to a few things for me. I value respect more than I value love. I don't aspire to marriage. So, one of the primary ways I show love is through consideration,
Mhm.
um, intellectual connection, and respect.
Yes.
I put respect at the forefront when I genuinely care about a man, because I need him to see me considering him and me going out of my way. That's how I show love, because I'm not very, in the beginning, I'm not very touchy feely. I'm very like icky about people touching me. I've just always been that way as a kid. It takes me a long time for me to break that touch barrier, even in relationships. So for me, it's consideration, showing up for you, going out of my way for you. Oh, and affirming you. Like if you do something that
Yes.
is really good or something you should be proud of, I'll make it a point to tell you that. And I'll affirm the things you do for me that I really appreciate regularly. That's how I show love.
It's like words
So
of
let me ask you a
affirmation.
I
question.
would
I just want to
say,
ask you a question real quick. Lady,
Hold
I
on,
just I
let
just
all the
heard.
ladies go first. Let all the ladies go first. I
All
want
right,
to
all
see how
right.
they, you know what
Good.
I mean?
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like Amy and Kimberly, they have to like answer the, you know, the question if
I
they want
think for
to.
me
Or Jay.
personally, I think I'm not a very big active service person, but for me, my love language is controlling my temper, right? That means I love you, right? If I'm not cussing you out, being mean to you, definitely pouring into you. And I'm very affectionate. I'm very physically affectionate, right? So that's how I show love. But I think it's just more so just be in a place of safety. That's how I show love to a man, right?
Yeah,
Like you're safe here, right? There's no got you moment. I'm not here to like try to get over you or anything. Like you safe, right? So
I agree with
And
that.
I like to listen and adjust. So if he's a person that he says, "Hey, when I get home, I need silence." All right, that's what you got, you know. And it's of course within reason, but and then also being flexible. So you know, like people change. We are not like none of us are the same person that we were 10 years ago. So you know, it may go from he needs silence when he get one or when he gets home to then one day he say, hey babe, I need a hug every day when I get home. All right, you're gonna get your hug every day when you get home. It's about like listening to their needs and adjusting to their needs within reason of your own boundaries.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can agree with that.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a fuck. like
Amy,
Yeah, I
Amy,
mean
like
that's the
how did I
thing.
honestly,
know
if
That's
you
I'm
the
if
were
I'm
gonna
being
say
it's a
something
lot
honest,
of
like
women
that?
that don't care. There's a
no, like
lot
I
of
don't
women
care
that.
what
I'm
y'all
dead.
I don't care.
But
Like
look, think about it.
wait,
It's a
blue,
lot of men
goddamn, can I get
also.
2 words in blue? Jesus, we heard. But what I'm saying is like, um, no, it's like I'm at that point where, you know, you analyze, you've been in relationships, I've been in long-term relationships, you dated, and it's like you literally just try to be the best person for this person and you end up kind of wasting years neglecting being the best person for yourself. So when you finally like get to that point where you're so in love with yourself and you're really just doing what's best for you, yeah, people are still gonna be attracted to you, people still want to be in your life, people still gonna want to sleep with you, but it's just kind of like I'm so removed from caring what
But
another
let me
person
ask
wants
you.
what. Oh my god, I didn't land, bro. Like
All
I'm
right.
so removed from caring about what another person wants from me. I don't care. It doesn't mean that I can't care about a man or can't cater to a man or anything like that, and I just don't care. Like if somebody comes along and we're compatible and we're more like friends, because really I feel like you should be with your best friend, and but a lot of people don't have the patience to try to get to know each other, or the like, because everyone wants something instant and they kind of just want that instant chemistry. They move off of their emotions. They're not really investing the time to really create bonds and connections, you know. So for me it's like if it happens it happens, but if it doesn't, I really don't care. Like
All
I'm
right. So let me ask
so in
you a
love with the
question,
process
Amy.
of being with
So let
myself.
me ask you a question, Amy. You're single.
This is
All
the
right.
first time I've been single for a year now, but before that, I was always doing bids. I was in a 4-year relationship. Before that, I was in a 6-year relationship. I was the person who spent most of her adult life in a relationship,
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
and I was engaged.
Good. You was engaged. Cool. Did the man that you chose, do you think that you chose him because you saw him as a long-term relationship?
Every man I was with, yeah, I'd dated intentionally for sure.
Do you think that women actually pick men as far as being single and picking men? Do you think that every woman picks a man for a long-term relationship?
Well, I think a man shows his
Or
interest,
or
obviously.
do you like what you like?
Of course, women do the choosing. I'll say, like, obviously, a man shows his initial interest. He shows what he wants. He goes after it, and the woman reciprocates that. And and you can pick and choose. The both individuals pick and choose, like, how they want the relationship to go. Like, so, and I always was very upfront to every man I dated about, like, listen, if you're not serious, you don't want to be intentional, like, please get out of my face. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a
But
lot of
how
them
did that
were.
work out for you?
It worked out great. I had great relationships. It's like y'all swear that if it doesn't end in marriage, that means like it's a failure. But I've learned a lot from the men that I've been with. I've had a lot of great experiences. I've felt loved. I felt like protected in some, and some I've learned some better things about myself, even in the not so great experiences. I've learned more about myself, my tolerance, what I'm willing to accept, like what I'm not willing to accept, what I need, what I want. Like, so it's all within reason. It's like I don't think
All right,
anything is
so let me
wasted
ask you a
time.
question. Why is the reason that you picked the guy you picked, why it didn't work out?
Well, there's one that's kind of personal, and two, it's very much like people do evolve and change in relationships. And one, just because you start out being compatible doesn't mean you end up that way. So, like, so the way we started wasn't the way we ended up. So there's a lot of reasons why, and there's also things that time reveals. There's that you could be so in love at first, but sometimes time reveals, people's true nature, or
You know
even
it's
your
so
true nature.
it's
All
So
okay
right,
it's
for me
like
so
to
cool. All right, so
sometimes it's,
cool.
oh my God. Do you
so
want
it's
me to
okay
answer or no?
it's okay for me to be married 3 times and
That's your story. Who cares? Like if you were a lover boy and you want to marry 3, 4, 5 times, that's your journey. That's your life.
I love it.
Like
All right, so I just wanted to know that technically,
y'all could
okay,
call women. Y'all listen. Let me address some of the idiots
no,
in the
we're gonna
comment.
talk about it. So
Hold
at the
Y'all
on,
could
end of
call
the day,
women.
Blue. Hold on, Blue,
Yeah,
because now we're
Blue don't
getting
let
into
nobody
a
talk.
more personal space.
Yeah.
She's already decided to share what she's comfortable sharing.
Thank
I
you.
do not want to push beyond that point. As a woman who also does not aspire to be married, we don't
so
always want
why
to
did you pick
justify it.
those guys?
Sometimes you just
Because
need
we
to
wanted
accept the
to.
fact that some people want different things. She's not going to share every detail of her dating history to justify why she does
But
not want to continue dating.
why you chiming in and
Because
actually
that's
trying?
Wait,
my
wait, wait, wait.
mod
Can
and
I
that's
say?
my
Yeah, thank
friend,
you,
and I
thank
can
you,
tell in
lady.
her voice that your questions are making her uncomfortable, so you're gonna stop now because I'm not gonna keep hearing it.
Also, I just want to understand why men are so threatened by women who take full autonomy of their life. Like it doesn't affect you in any way. Like,
Yeah.
and to call a woman a hoe. Meanwhile, I won't sleep with any of y'all. I haven't slept with anyone. Just like Jay said, she hasn't slept with anyone. I haven't slept with anyone in almost 2 years. So it's just kind of weird to me.
Rock that
Like,
too.
it's kind of weird to me that y'all are so quick to
We
throw these
didn't talk
late.
about
Oh
sex. We
my
didn't talk
God!
about
Can I just
sex.
I
open?
don't agree
Man,
with
Blue,
him.
you gotta let her finish.
You
You
have to let her
interrupt so
finish.
much. Like you don't even listen. That's how I know you're not an active listener. You just keep cherry picking words and just responding. What I'm saying is I'm not talking about you, Blue. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'm talking about the men in the comments. And this is not the first time. Every
Forget the
time we're on
men.
a live, anytime we are on a live, men say the same thing. It's like you're reading from a script. You say it to the host, you say it to the panelists, you say it to me. The moment you don't see a man attached to a woman, oh, you a hoe. Oh, you can't keep a man. I wish men would leave me alone. Do you know how many men bother the fuck
That
out of me? I
part.
wish y'all would leave me. I wish I couldn't keep y'all. I wish I could just pepper spray all of y'all in the face. Like, are you
Damn.
kidding me?
I ain't
And
never
it
say
I
doesn't.
nothing,
don't.
Amy. How you gonna pepper spray me? I ain't
But
even say
yeah,
because
nothing.
do you
but
understand?
we didn't
Y'all
even
will.
go
The one
there.
thing y'all will never understand is going through life as a woman. We have to always worry about our autonomy, our safety, like what men want from us. Y'all are dangerous. Like y'all don't even realize that it might
Wow.
not be you. No,
And
you
not
might.
for nothing, the hypersexual nature of dating these
It's
days, that
scary.
climate, when you're a woman who spent a year celibate inside your own body, it is very scary to date because you know that men are intentionally and unintentionally putting that invisible intimacy pressure on you. And for someone who is just dating for the sake of connection, being scared of getting got out of your own body is a very real possibility as a woman. So y'all have to back off with that, because sometimes women are choosing to slow down because y'all are going so fast that they
Yeah.
can't even see what's in front of them. There's
And
no, for some women, the only option for them is to not date because all the men who are trying to date them are
all it's trying to do is
hypersexual
sleep. Yeah.
and trying to objectify them. So if you're not trying to have casual sex, dating is not the best thing for you.
And look at what
That's
men
what them
believe. Look,
youngsters
look,
do.
wait. Y'all are so lustful. Y'all can't believe that a woman could be happy without having smecks every 5 seconds. Look at
I do.
Franklin,
I
baby shark
believe.
looking ass, do in the comments. Talking
Don't
about
worry
like,
about him.
yeah, talking about if you
He
don't
don't
have
know
one man, you
shit.
have
Don't worry
many
about
men.
him.
No, we don't. Y'all
He
are
just
annoying.
hating. They
Most of
just trying
y'all
to
are
push your
boring as
button.
hell. Most of y'all don't have good dick. Most of y'all have dicks that don't work. Most of y'all are broke. And I'm
And
not
they
speaking.
not me.
And if it don't apply, let it fly.
Let it
Again, if it
fly.
don't apply, let it fly. Most of y'all are not interesting. You're not loving. You're not anything that you require from us. So it's like there's not really much of a benefit.
And
Like,
that's
And if
okay,
y'all want
embarrassing to
us
me
to
as a man.
respect, if y'all want us as women to respect your choices, whether that be not to marry, not to have kids, to get married and have kids 3, 4, 7 times, if y'all want us to respect your choices as men, then y'all need to learn when to back off and understand when a
Facts.
woman's choice is just her choice. She does not have to justify that to you just because she doesn't want you.
and
I can
also, if
do
I'm
it,
a
Facts.
though.
304, I
I
must
can
be a
do it,
Facts.
horrible
though.
304 because I don't want to sleep with near none of y'all. So how
Let's
much
do
of
it.
a hoe am I? Because a hoe doesn't have boundaries. She would just be like, "Yeah, come over there."
And
I
if
don't
you
want to
on the
sleep with
panel, and if
Franklin.
you in
I
the
don't want to
comments
sleep with
calling this
Money.
woman a
I don't
hoe,
want to sleep with
cut
Blue. I
that
don't
shit
want to
out,
sleep with
man.
none of y'all niggas. So how much of a hoe am I? I'm a horrible hoe
That's
then.
sad.
I'm the worst hoe
Don't care
ever.
about that.
I'm the worst hoe ever then because I don't want to sleep with none of y'all motherfuckers.
Don't worry
What
about
you
that.
calling
You
me
ain't
a
gotta
hoe?
respond to that
And I
shit.
also
You ain't
think
no
like,
hoe.
and I also
That's
think
just
the
some hoe
sense of
ass shit for somebody to
entitlement,
put that in the
It's
comments
always
and
the
consider
ugly
yourself to be
motherfuckers.
a man.
Look
and
at
I,
Franklin though. I'm tired of you
I'm
undesirable,
about to go to
ugly,
his page
laundry
right now.
bag
Hold on.
shaped
Let me see.
motherfuckers calling
Embarrassing.
yeah,
women out their name.
and I
And
Nobody
it's
always,
wants
like
you.
y'all
yeah,
don't even
and I
know how to
think
make a
this
point without being
exactly,
mean or disrespectful, but then you wonder why you're single. Women can't even engage in conversations with you as like peers without y'all getting nasty. But you
yeah, and
wonder
I,
why they don't want to share their beds with you?
yeah, and I think the sense of entitlement to even like to like feel like you're entitled to like certain information is also kind of crazy. Like she said that she's not aspiring to marriage. I mean, she doesn't have to be lonely or something wrong with her for her to not want marriage. Like I like that's not that like exactly right. Yeah, but like but you'll be surprised how much men when they ask you that question and you're like no like I'm not like you'll be surprised how much men when they ask you that question and you're like no like I'm not like aspiring for marriage, like they'll look at you like then what else are you aspiring for, and it's almost offensive because it's just like do you think that I live my life to amount just to be someone's wife? Like what if I want to be a fucking lawyer? Like right, like what if I want to do something else with my life besides just be someone's wife? Like, and nothing's wrong with being a wife, nothing's wrong with being hold on, and I just want to say ain't nothing wrong with being a wife, right? Like nothing's wrong with it, but it's like every single woman is different.
Blue, you gotta stop
I was
speaking
about
over
to
people,
wait. What was
babe.
he? What was he saying? Anyways, but like what I was
Just
saying is, but yeah, I feel like some men they make it seem like because even me, like, and I'm young too, right? Like I'm 22, and I'm not even focused on marriage. Like I don't even think I want to get married, right? Because of like all the stuff that we were talking about, but also because it's like seeing what married women go through. Like I don't even think I want to do that. And if I want to do that, it will be on my terms, right? But um what Amy was saying before, in today's society, like when women have autonomy.
Niggas be stomach hurting and not.
rushing you to have sex, is actually respecting you, then maybe, you can think about, okay, maybe letting that person into your life and seeing where that goes, right? And even what she was
Yeah,
saying
but
beforehand
if
about,
y'all, let me say one thing right quick. If y'all meet people like that, they fucking weird. Like
do
that's
you
not
know how many
normal.
weird men are in this world, sir? Phew.
That shit crazy, man.
Like the
I
weird
believe
men
it,
are
but they weird.
amongst, they
We
are very
don't
weird.
we don't
It's
disagree with
crazy.
you that they're weird. The problem is that because they go
I
unchecked,
know.
more weirdos pop up every day. So there's a
because
lot
Exactly.
of
y'all
men
letting them
that
live.
pretend there's
That's
a lot of
embarrassing.
men, hold
Y'all
on,
are
there's a lot
creating
of
them.
men there's a lot of men that pretend that they're okay with waiting and they're okay with your intimacy, your celibacy journey, and then as soon as you say no to something or you don't want to engage or
That's
you
not
set a
human
boundary,
nature.
they turn from jackal to hide in a heartbeat. And
Exactly.
then you have to worry about your safety. You got to worry about
They
how much
fucking
access
weird.
this man
Hmm.
has to you. If
Oh
he's
Yep.
a if
God.
he's sound
And I
enough,
know you're not
insane
lying.
enough to take a no and not
Yep.
become an aggressor. You know how many active like protection orders I have against men who did not understand the
It's
word
I
crazy.
no.
give you
So
And the
10
why do you
thing,
No,
seconds
I
want to
on the
put
believe
them
it.
in
charge.
I
friend
believe
That's
it.
what he
zones?
means.
Then,
I
then
pardon,
if
believe
wait,
it.
that's the
what,
case,
blue?
don't be friends with those guys.
Blue, but
The
okay,
thing
The
is
biggest
about
issue
it,
is
blue.
that
the
Wait,
thing
blue.
is
these guys
about
Wait,
it,
think
wait,
that's
they
blue.
can
why
You're
get in a
not.
friend
access
zone,
Wait, blue. You're
and
not
they
under.
think
I don't think you're
Blue, you're
understanding
Let her
not
what we're
land, Blue. Let
saying,
her
blue.
understanding.
Wait,
land.
hold on. Wait, hold on, blue. You're not understanding what we're saying. What we're saying, blue, is that there are men that will genuinely, they'll even play the friend zone card. Like they are like predatory. Like instead of going for a woman that is down for what they're down for, they get off on getting a woman that is the complete opposite of what they want and then coercing her into doing what they want. Like there's men out there that literally get off on that shit. Like it doesn't matter. You could lie, you can say you don't want
Hello.
something, you can put them in the friend zone. They will wait. They'll lie.
Wait,
They will do whatever the fuck they have to do because in their brain, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know she didn't want this, but look, I got her to do it." They get off on that
What?
shit.
which is
Like
why
they
I
like it.
always tell women, do not tell men what you're looking for. Assess his character, give him a probationary period to show you who he is, but do not under any circumstance tell that man what you are looking for intimately because he will pretend to be that just to get it.
Yeah,
I'm
so I don't
different.
know what
I'm real
blue. I don't
different.
know what you were referring to, but and take in right, like we said, quote unquote, not all men. If you want to be all like that, but it's like it's like as a woman,
That's true.
you can't bank on like this guy not being the all men guy. No, you're treating every single man that's approaching you like he's a fucking creep until he proves otherwise. Like that's how you have to move,
Yeah, that's
especially if
life.
you're pretty, especially if you're educated,
Facts.
like especially if you're a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? And it's not even to, and I feel like sometimes when you know that you're beautiful, it's not even to gas yourself up. It's like you are aware of how men perceive you,
Yeah,
and
that's no problem.
there's certain measures that you have to put in place to protect yourself. So if that's being celibate,
Facts.
if that's taking it really slow at dating, if that's putting men through certain scenarios just to see how they're going to act, right?
I
But then
respect
men
it.
take it and they spin it and they make it seem like, oh, well, the other guy didn't do it, but why do I have to? Because I'm making you do it. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter. Don't be worried about what I let the other guy do. You know what
Well,
I mean? Like, it's
I'm a 30 man. I'm a 30-day type man. Right.
what does that even mean?
You got 30 days. Like that's the type of
You
stuff.
You're giving
know,
her
who are
30
you to
days? 30
like?
days for what?
30 days to give what? To give you some pussy?
30 days for what?
That
I'm
sounds
that
like
type of
no,
man.
for real. Like,
Oh,
who are you to
wait,
even be that
wait,
entitled to
wait.
somebody's body? Like, do y'all hear
Wait.
yourselves as a man? Do you have a daughter? Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, I
I
do
do.
got a daughter.
So, well, how would you feel like if a man felt that entitled to your daughter's body,
I want
like
my
that he's
daughter to
not gonna
feel the
wait for
same way
30
y'all do.
days?
Yo,
Shit,
wait.
let me be honest.
Are you
Like,
serious?
My daughter like girls.
no,
Wait,
okay,
are
oh
you
I
my
want my
serious?
god.
daughter to be the same,
Wait,
just
sir,
like
are you
y'all.
serious
Be
though?
cautious with these niggas.
Are you
And
full-fledged
I'm a
serious?
man.
You be giving these girls 30 days to sleep with you?
I
What
mean,
makes
if
you
I,
So
so
then you don't really
wait,
want to know her. You
but
don't
what
Hey,
really
makes
want
you
to
look.
know
you
her.
got
what
Hey,
you
look.
okay,
got
but
to
this
hear
is my
this.
question, right? What makes you so desirable in 30 days? Like
What
Hey,
what are
makes
look.
you
me
doing to make
desire?
her that
I
Wait,
got
desirable
a
to
wait.
daughter,
Now,
you?
right?
Jill, he
I
just done
got a
told you a
daughter,
whole
right?
bunch of bullshit. Done
And
took
my
you on a
daughter
few
is
dates, and now you
19,
want some
right?
pussy.
Like
Oh
She's
hell
look.
no.
I got a daughter right now, and
but
she done dealt with
what are
a
you doing for
dude
her in 30
that
days?
was like picture perfect, and she said he's too nice. I can't deal with him. He's too
Okay,
nice.
blue. Okay,
Okay, but just
blue.
because
She's
somebody's
20
nice,
years old.
Blue,
She's a
just be
pharmacy tech, And at the
Blue.
end of the day, she said
So he's
that
basing
literally
his decisions
he's
off a
too
20
nice.
year old.
And I told her, I said,
Blue.
if you bring a YN in my house, Slim, it's gonna be a problem because I got too many
Yeah,
pistols in this junk.
Blue.
I'm
But
telling
then
you, it's not
also,
gonna end
Okay,
well.
but this
I
whole like
said
nice
so.
guy
So
thing
when
too,
you
like
keep
it's the
talking
nice
about,
guys who think
I'm
that they're
talking
nice
about
guys
a
that are
guy
actually the worst
that got
men.
his stuff together, whatever. I don't know where y'all disconnect is coming from
man, I
or
want my
whatever,
daughter to be
but
just like
I'm
these
trying to
young
tell
ladies.
you, at the
Watch
end
these
of the day,
ninjas.
what I
Like a
told her
hawk.
is don't bring no YN in my house. It's
That's
gonna
right.
be a problem. At the end of the day, it's too many situations where you got dudes that got issues and you bringing these wild dudes in your parents' house, and at the
You
end of
think
the
a
day,
man who's not in
that
a suit don't have
if the man
issues? Sure.
stand up for their kid, it just was a story where the dude was pew pew whipping his daughter, and he brought it to the dude basically brought it to his table, and the youngin smoked him. I'm not doing that. You're not going to play with me like that. I'm going to get you out of here before you get me out of here. So at the end of the
So I see
day,
why these young ladies nervous, Blue.
yeah,
I see
like
why
at the
they
end
do
of
it.
the
I
day,
see
what
why
are
they
you
feel the way they
doing?
feel.
Think about your family before you just think, oh, I just need the bad guy in my life. Don't bring the bad guy
See,
to
but
my household,
that's I'm
because
not
at
gonna
the end
lie
of
to
the
you,
I'm
day,
gonna
Blue.
say
if
this.
that's
Can
the
I say
only
this
thing,
to even the people in the
if that's the
comments?
only
Because
Hold
thing
on,
you
hold
wait,
attracted
on.
to,
Hold
wait,
on. Let me just hold on
wait.
because I've been trying to get this off for a second. Let me just say this, Boo. At the end of the day, that has more to do with what she saw than what she wants. Women don't create their preferences for dating out of thin air. And at the end of the day, we have choices to make. That might be what she's attracted to. And if she's 20, yeah, she's probably going through a phase right now where what she's attracted to is the only thing on her radar, which is normal. But we can't use that to justify men putting women on a timeline. I'm really more so addressing the thing that Black said about the 30-day thing. Because if I can wait 90 days for access to your body and you're a stranger, and you're saying that if you don't get it in under 30 days, you're cutting your losses, that is actually saying a lot. That's saying a lot
Oh,
about
too
your
much
level of
actually.
interest. That's saying a lot about your level of maturity and your level of self-discipline. So if I'm supposed to get into a relationship with you, how am I supposed to manage that knowing that you're a man who can't go longer than 30 days without getting your dick wet? How am I supposed to trust a man like that?
Yeah,
So
that's
there,
well,
true.
you have to
hey,
come
look,
down to a point
all
where
I'm
it stops
Fact,
being
saying,
about
fact.
physicality. Hold on, I'm about to land. It has to stop being about physicality for just a second, so y'all can start actually qualifying and figuring out if these people are compatible with you. Because if you leading with your little head, you're gonna end up in a life that your big head didn't sign up for.
like I told her, I said, you are the
I
type of
think
woman.
hold on, I think Amy wanted to
Exactly.
say
That's what I'm saying.
something.
No, listen. This is what I
I
told
think
her.
Amy wanted
I
to say
said,
something
you
though.
are the type of woman that creates the villain that y'all hate to see. This is my a dude that's been madly in love with her, got great things
Man, we
going
talking
for
about the question
himself.
she
But
asking
at the
Black,
end of the day,
man.
hold up,
Black.
champ.
No, hold on. Hold on,
Wait, that
boss.
has nothing to do with it
Hold
though,
up, champ.
Yeah,
Blue.
that's not
But
what we
what I'm
talking about,
saying
Blue.
is,
Wait,
at
but
the end of
Blue,
the
Blue,
hold
day,
on. Wait.
blue,
You're going off
blue.
of like what you're going off of tangents. And also just to like sum up what you're saying, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, just because
it
he
does
might not
matter.
be a no, just be okay. Okay, for example,
He getting off topic.
I don't deal with YNs, right? I deal with like proper dudes of society. Them niggas are just it doesn't matter. He's just a YN in a fucking suit. It doesn't matter. Like you know what I mean? He could be a technician. He could be a fucking lawyer. It doesn't matter. It's the man's character at the end of the day. There's YNs out there who aren't the typical YN, and then there's freaking lawyers, right? Because I literally work in a law office. Like there's so many people that I've met who you would think just by looking at them and their grades and their accolades that you think that they're better. No, they're not. It doesn't unlame a man just because he has a degree or because he's this and he's that. And on top of that, the whole nice guy trope, the worst men that I've met are the guys who literally call themselves nice guys. I'm a nice guy. No, you're not.
Oh, those are the
No, you're
worst
not.
ones.
They
Ain't
be the
always the worst
worst ones
ones.
because
Why
you
are you
don't
trying to
like
prove it to me?
literally. So I don't know, but I think Amy wanted to say something
No, I
before
just
Blue
want to
cut her
say that
off.
This sack of fucking misshapen DNA and cells and inbred bullshit is the one calling me a hoe. I just want you to understand that this is what we're dealing with in the reality of being a woman. Like
Exactly.
this undesirable thing that I would never even let sniff a fart out of my ass is telling somebody that I'm loose with my vagina.
Okay,
He
Becky.
wishes. Okay, so all I'm saying is we don't care. We've got to a point that the disrespect is too normalized. We've got to a point where we see how men think about women internally. We get on these platforms, we see how y'all talk about women, y'all not attracted to. We see how you talk about women in general. We see how you treat women. And this,
Oh,
this,
good God.
this,
This That's stupid.
you
Is that
better
some
laugh.
pushback of no today?
Laugh every time, bitch.
Oh, God.
Why
Child.
is he
I
hiding a
thank
Kit
God
Kat in his shorts?
I
Why is
thank
Who said
God.
that?
me?
Ladies, that's
What are we doing right now,
girl.
bro?
I'm
What are
asking
we
for
doing right
myself.
now? What are we
Why is
doing
he
right now?
hiding a Kit Kat in there? That's not where they go. They go in the pocket.
Girl, you is
Girl,
dead
that is
ass
not.
wrong for that. Not a Kit Kat.
No, don't break me off a piece of that. I don't want that Kit Kat bar. All I'm saying is this this thing, this
Yo,
swamp
it's
thing,
so bad.
this albino roach mud bug had the fucking nerve.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all ain't ready for women like me. Y'all want to talk
Oh my
about
god.
women?
I know
Stop.
that's right,
Y'all are
AB.
not desirable.
I
This is
know
not
that's right,
like
AB.
and for you to call me anything means absolutely nothing. This is too easy. Y'all hate yourselves and you project it on the women you wish you can have.
Amy,
Amen.
My
Amy,
pinky toe looks better than this.
Amy.
I got you, Nicey.
I guarantee you, any woman who's fucking him has likened fucking him to getting a mosquito bite. I
Well,
guarantee it.
don't talk about his mom like that. We know he's
Ooh.
don't,
That's
anyway.
crazy.
Ain't nobody fucking
Ooh.
him.
Maybe a
That's
bee sting.
crazy.
But why is this even a thing? Why does this
Well, blue,
even
don't
matter?
blue,
Don't
Blue,
start,
blue.
Like,
Blue.
make it make
Blue,
You know what?
sense.
You're
Blue.
getting
You can be
me.
blue,
next. Blue.
blue.
You can be next. You
You're
can
not
be next,
okay.
Blue,
Blue.
please.
You be going on long ass tangents and not even answer the question and bringing up stories that don't even relate to what we're talking about. Like what?
Blue.
Like
Blue.
that's great and
Blue is
all,
the
but
reason
like
we have the 2 minute or less submission rule.
It's
you know,
like
blue. Yeah, but you
so what we're
see,
saying as so this is why I'm single. I'm glad. I would never in my fucking life, okay, want to look like to have this on top of me sweating. I would never. I would
and
rather never have
mhm.
Smex for the rest of my life if these are the options.
And you know
I'm
And
what's
sorry.
so
This
quiet.
crazy?
if
And Amy, you
And
know
this
what's so
quiet as
crazy?
it's kept,
And Amy, you know what's
actually,
so crazy? There's men that probably look better than him that probably have this that are literally like mentally still like him.
and the thing
Like
is the
that
men in the
look better.
comments talking would die if they see my exes. Would die.
Mm-hmm.
Die. Me no fuck no ugly man,
and you
okay?
want to know what else keeps us single? You want to know
Or
what
no
else
fat man.
keeps?
I don't
Hey,
You
give
want
so
a
to know
why are
fuck.
they
what?
your exes though?
You
Why
want
are
to
they
know
your
what else
exes?
keeps us
That's a real
single,
personal
Garb?
Why
question.
Why
are
are they
your
your
Garb,
exes your
exes
David.
though?
exes?
No,
Why are
blue,
Hold
your
that's a
on, hold
exes your
personal
on,
exes?
question,
I don't think
blue.
you need to talk. Isn't yours an
No, I'm
hold
expiration
asking a
date?
on.
question. Why are they your
Oh,
exes then?
oh,
Go.
good
Aren't we
God.
smoking on your X pack? You little ex pedo, her
Oh,
Nah,
oh
pediatrician
my
ass. Let's
I
God.
not
mean,
go
why are
there,
they your
blue.
exes though?
Blue,
Oh,
you
Oh,
are
over here
you
had to
they
be
exes?
groomed, blue.
Or
Blue, you want
are
to be
you they
next?
exes?
He
but
does. He does. He wants to be next.
You want to be
but
next,
They was
Blue
Blue?
trying to be
wants to
blue.
be
That's
next.
a
I'm
next.
trying to
personal
figure out,
question. You
make it
can't
make
be.
sense.
You can't
Blue,
be
If
I
you
didn't
asking
want
make
to
you
people
clown
next,
questions like
people,
Blue.
that,
why are they your
blue.
exes?
Why is your
But here's the thing.
Why
why
you
is your
ain't
ex
wife
your
yet?
ex?
Hold
Because
Why
she
you're
on.
doesn't
not a
Because
want
I
to
wife
be
don't
a
want
yet?
to
wife.
be.
Didn't she just say that? She does not want to be a wife.
So
What
Because
does
then
I'm
at the
every
not
end of
single
the
getting in
day,
what
married
she's
you
because
saying?
every
so
single
what are you
married nigga
doing?
acts more single
She's
than
living
a
her
single
life.
man.
What are you talking?
Blue.
Okay, this is okay. And honestly,
Blue, I
this
gotta
is where
hold
I
on,
get fed
T,
up.
real quick. Hold on, T, real quick. I just gotta warn him real quick. Mod rules, real quick.
Ooh,
I gotta warn you, bro. I didn't take my medication today. I am undiagnosed ADHD,
trust,
and I will really lighten this shit up in a few
trust,
seconds. You got one more time to come at my mod sideways, and I'm coming at you on all sides. That's your
trust.
only warning. I'm so serious right now. I did not take a lick of my pills today.
Honey,
This is
blue
the
is
shit
not
that no, because
desirable either. So
this is the
he
shit
could
that
feel
pisses
in
me
his
off.
feelings. No, blue could be in his feelings. If he thinks that having a indentured servant in his home and access to like the same pussy every day, that's fine, honey. You married niggas be acting more single than anybody else. I come from a long line of married women. All the women in my family are married. I've seen. And on my dad's side, all the men were married. I've seen on both sides what marriage does. It can be very beautiful, but most
And
of the
it can
time,
also be
people don't even
very
do the shadow work or their own work to really even make a relationship work. Y'all just tolerate each other. So if I
right.
don't want that for whatever reason, I've been in nothing but long relationships. I've been engaged. I've done my work. I've done it. If a man comes along and he's worth it, then I might entertain it again. But that's none of your goddamn business.
Yeah,
If I
he
want to
be
get
asking very
on here
invasive
and be as
questions.
misandrous as I want, how does that even affect you? My singleness, what goes in my pussy and my pH does not affect you, honey. So I don't know why you care so much. You couldn't even get a bitch like me.
And
You
y'all keep
see,
trying to say,
You
that's
couldn't.
the real
oh, that's
gag.
why you're single. That's why you're single. But y'all don't
No,
realize
y'all be saying it like it's like a some
our
sort of like.
friends, hold on, our friends are
Mhm.
actually bigger tricks than you niggas. Like my homegirls, when I'm
Thank
single, I
you.
don't miss a meal. I don't miss a
Mhm.
coffee I want, a thing on
Talk about it.
Amazon or Apple Cart. Like my friends are bigger tricks than you niggas. So I actually benefit from being single because we don't have to
Yeah.
justify spending on each other. I don't have to give her coochie for her to buy me a bag. She just
All my
buys me the
Right.
girls
bag.
have like
Thank
platinum
you.
fucking American Express cards. Y'all niggas don't even got fucking Capital One 300 limit. Like what you talking about?
Money
Like
do.
y'all ain't spending no money on this woman's live. Y'all ain't contribute nothing to the panel, but you want to talk about why you single. Why you single? Why you ain't married? Why you ain't contributing to this woman's life why ain't you ain't fucking your wife right now since you want to worry about what the hell I'm on?
But
Why
like
ain't you fucking your wife
the
right now?
real
It's
thing
11:40
is
something. You should be sliding in some coochie right now, not sliding in the
exactly
fucking
Should.
panel.
Should.
the real thing is that really gets
Meanwhile, your wife
me
is probably doing a double shift trying to pay the bills you can't pay, nigga. Who the
that
fuck you
part.
talking to?
That part. Like no like literally like you trying to and I love how they always say it like why aren't you a wife or you can't why are you single? First and foremost, like I said before, not every single woman like dreams of being a wife. Like that's not something that every single woman aspires to be. Like
Especially not in
it's
these days.
it's you see what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I know people who are wives. I like that's great. Live that wife life. You know what I mean? That's great and all. But it's like you said, like there's so many cons to such a. It's like there's so many risks and such little reward to be a wife. And it's like it has to be worth a woman's while. And I think from what Amy is saying, she's like, unless it's worth my while, there's no reason for me to settle down with a man. And that is fine for her. She does not have to settle down with a man. She does not have to lower her standards or her boundaries. And you sitting there like poking jabs at her or any woman in the panel to make it seem like, oh, well, why aren't you a wife yet? She is making the conscious decision to not be a wife. Who's to say that she didn't get proposed to fucking yesterday and she turned it fucking down? Like you don't know her life.
Honey, men are not hard to get. I'm not
Thank
really that
you.
pressed. Like y'all
Thank
hard
you.
to
Like,
get
and
rid
that's what
of.
they don't get. They don't get where it's like a
They're hard to
man
get
is the
rid of. They're
quiet
not hard to get. You can
and
walk
take it.
outside
And I
and flick an
also saw
ankle.
this one quote somewhere where it's like a man having a wife literally like the poorest man could have a servant. Like being a wife isn't like a or having a wife or be it's not like some big like accolade to your life. And people think that that's what it is. Like it's great, but it's like, "Oh, I'm a wife." It's like, "Okay, what else are you?" You know what I mean? Besides being a wife. You know what I mean? So it's like
But
sitting there and making those comments against her like that's not cool
you know
whatsoever.
what,
You know
girl?
what I
Nah,
I
mean?
man,
appreciate y'all
I
defending me, but
think
I don't
as
need it
men,
though.
I think as men we get it, right? At the end of the day, we understand that being somebody's wife, that doesn't matter right now in the like situation that we in. So at the end of the day, we just gonna be like, all right, nobody's gonna be wives. So it's all good. Y'all for the streets? Okay, cool.
Why
We're
does
Okay,
gonna
that
but
let
just
y'all
even
be
because I
for the
don't want to
mean?
be
streets.
a wife, it doesn't mean I'm for the streets either. Like
Hey,
that's what
look,
we're
at
trying
the
to
end of the
say.
day, we just gonna let y'all hang it out.
Y'all,
Who's
he
for
not
the
It's
gonna
all
streets
hear
good.
it.
though?
It's
Who
all
He's
is for
not
good.
the
gonna hear it.
streets?
Just
He's
That's
Who?
hey,
what
never
I
gonna
want to
hear
know.
it.
Who
at
is
the
for
end
the
of the day, it
streets?
doesn't matter.
Child.
If you want to even go
This
even
is
deeper,
why
Paula.
I date.
Hey,
This is
look,
why I be telling y'all
politically,
about this
if you
young
want to even
men.
really
Mm-hmm.
get to it,
Yeah,
guess
Jay.
what?
Who's
Only
for the
thing that
Why?
streets?
matters
I want
is
to know
that
who.
if you get a
You see,
marital
you made Amy turn on her
actual,
camera now. She's
hold on,
really in this
hold
now. What
on,
you saying?
hold
Like,
on. If you really
Who's for
want to
the
get to it,
streets?
all right.
Who's
So
for the
look,
streets?
if we really get to it, guess
I don't
what?
want to listen to
No,
Boo no more.
men
He's making my head hurt. He sound remedial. He sound like he has special class. I can't do it.
oh,
I'm not
good
arguing
God.
with the
men
nigga.
don't want to be married anyway.
I,
At the end of the
We
day,
don't
it's
Really?
need
You
all
want
the
to be
her.
government
married?
system.
Don't you have a wife?
It's all the government.
But don't you have a wife,
Boo,
Yeah,
go
though?
fuck your
yes. That
wife.
he was
Boo,
married to
go
for
fuck
20
your
years.
wife. God
Oh,
They don't be
damn,
God.
married,
man.
girl.
But
He got a
I mean, if you
he
so
got a
mad about it,
well, sir, how
don't
you
worry
married
about it.
20 years
Nobody
though?
gonna
But
do
like
that.
for real, Monroe,
about
why
you
you
don't
in
want to
here? Why
learn.
you
You
not with
see,
your
but I
wife?
feel like he even contradicted himself because didn't he just say like, "Oh, me and this person we were together. Like, I didn't like her, but I loved her." How do you not like someone and you love them? That
Because
makes
Because
no
he's
people
a
fucking
just be
sense.
loser
getting
who
with
lives off
whoever
of
because they don't
women.
want to be
Because he's a
lonely.
loser who lives off of women. He even said, I think you should date older women because you didn't have enough confidence in your own self to build yourself up as a man.
Damn,
To
yeah.
build yourself
Amy,
up
How
as a
you
man.
figure that?
To build yourself.
Amy, I don't know why they gave you a restriction, hon. I don't know why they gave you a
No, but
restriction,
like,
Amy.
Yeah, because I mean they gave Amy a restriction because she wrong.
Nah,
No,
that's
they
And
gave
her
bullshit.
Amy a
and her
restriction because
dialect.
she didn't let
In her
up.
dialect, she wrong.
that's a
No,
genuine
she's not
question though.
Let's
wrong.
be
Just
How do
real.
come back.
you how do
Just
you
come
not
back in
like
10
someone
minutes,
but you
hon.
love
I'm
them?
cool with sharing. I'm cool with sharing my income.
But how do you not like someone but you love them?
I love
Like, how
that
does
she
that make
still by.
sense?
Well, when you need someone and you can't do without someone, you kind of have to tolerate them. So that's how a
But
lot
that's
of these
not even love.
relationships
You see,
start.
that's not even love. Y'all don't even know what love means for real. Love is not
It is y'all
tolerating
don't even know
someone.
what love is. Y'all too
No, we
young to
don't
know
blue
what
for real.
love
We
is.
How
tired of
am I
hearing
too
that
How
young to
shit,
know
many of
what love
y'all
man.
is?
grandparents? How many
This
of y'all
and this is
grandparents?
why, y'all. This is why I be telling y'all. This is why I
Ah,
do not want to deal with older men. Y'all think I be making
Jay,
this shit up.
How many of
No, it's
y'all
Panel
like
after
talking
grandfathers
into
didn't
panel
the
like
after
y'all
void.
panel after
grandmothers?
panel after panel after panel.
How many
Do
of
And
y'all
y'all
Jay,
not
grandfathers
see
didn't like y'all
when the young
grandmothers?
men,
Like,
when the
let's
young
be
men
real.
come in here?
nah, Jay,
Y'all
you need
notice
to
how
run
the
from these
young
niggas.
men, most of them, 9 times out of 10, like I done came across some rough young men, right? But 9 times out of 10, the young men that come in here, they always so respectful, they sweet, they
Hmm.
kind. They don't be on
right?
bullshit. Even if it is just a cosplay, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Cause
Like,
you
you know
stay
what I'm saying? Shit,
respectful.
fake it till you make it. Just stay respectful, right?
Hmm.
These old men know you always got to be a 304. Nobody
Hmm.
wants you. It's just bitch, like it just be like, and you know that they're projecting on you because we're
Oh,
not
hello.
having the same experience. I don't have to pay young men to come want to be with me. You, as
Exactly.
an older man, have to pay these younger women to sleep with you. I
Hmm.
don't have to do that, right?
Talk about
You
It
it.
is
don't.
a double standard.
You don't have to
It
pay.
is a huge double standard.
And Jay, that's why I used to stop
Got
them
me
in their
fucked
tracks
up.
and be like, I'd be like,
Yo,
hey, we not about
yo,
to do that because it's a
yo,
difference between a perspective
yo.
and you projecting on her because you can't understand how
No,
she living.
blue.
That's not the
Wait,
same
Hey,
blue
thing.
sounds like
hey,
he's heavily projecting. Shit.
Yeah,
not me. I'm
yeah.
42, man. He's 25, 26. Be up on the boy, you hear me? I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't
Within
gonna
that
hold
30
you.
days?
What? Yeah, you got 30 days. That's just what it is.
But like, but they be on you in 30 days?
If needed, but
It's
I don't.
needed.
I look, look,
Needed.
look,
It's
look, look.
never
Hold,
needed.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Here's the thing with me, man. When I say
What,
30
yeah, what's
days,
that 30 days about?
okay, the 30-day thing, right? The 30-day thing. It's not that they know. It's not like I blatantly say it. But like I'm like, okay, well, we done did this. I'm showing you how much I'm interested in you. You
It
know what I
don't mean
mean?
Okay,
nothing.
so that doesn't mean she has to give it up in 30 days though.
And you dragging, man. You know what it is. Like if I'm
What do you
stepping
mean?
to you,
Okay,
you
so
know what it
basically,
is.
Mm-mm.
okay, so I guess my
No, you.
question
That
is
sounds like
then
you
you're
like to
not
rush
seeking.
into relationships.
Yeah, like,
That sounds like you're
And
trying to
I
force a
know
woman
what
to
it
be with
is.
you before you truly show your true colors and who you are, and
No,
you're
Yo,
just trying to get her attention.
yeah.
That's
look,
very
look, 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 look,
predatory.
look.
But
I'm
what
gonna
are
tell
your
you
intentions?
something.
Are
Predatory.
you like
Uh,
seriously dating or are you just looking for
no, no,
fun?
no. Check it, check it, check it. A lot of women know me on here. Like really know me. I'm this way online, offline. Like
Yeah, that's cool.
you know, okay, damn, man, you know I won't. You know what I mean? I'm not rushing you, but you got 30 days.
So why don't you date like a young 304 then that actually wants to
Yeah, the
give it to you
304s will
quickly?
give
Hey
it up
man,
to
life is
it more than.
transactional. Everything about life is
Man,
transactional.
So
Let's
why
be
are you
Not when
real.
it
going for
comes
the
to
woman that
my
will give it
body.
to
I
you
set the terms
Everything
of
is
the
transactional.
transaction.
Wait, but
And
okay, but this is my whole thing, right? You're talking about okay, you see the girl you like her, you're gonna take her on a couple of dates, you go on dinner, you're giving her 30 days. Why don't you just go
Take her
to
on a
find a
date for what?
304 or
Take her
go
on a
find a
date for what?
hooker
I
and you
don't
just pay her for that one time and you
no,
get
because
what you
I
want?
love me. I love me and I love intelligent women. So
An
I'm not gonna
intelligent
go.
But
woman's not
intelligent
gonna give
women
you her
aren't giving
body
it up
after
in
30
30
days.
That's
days.
a lie. That's a lie. But
No,
anyway,
it's not a lie. You're just
that's a
used to
lie.
low hanging fruit and you can't tell the
Yeah.
difference.
Or
No,
you
I
But
know
probably
the
it's
just
difference.
not
caught
the
her at a
truth.
very vulnerable time where she didn't love herself. Like, you know
No,
what I
no,
mean? Like,
no,
it's
yeah,
no.
not
I
like
can't. No, 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 no,
yeah.
no. Cause
Yeah,
And
and
it's
No
I'm
and
woman
not
she
with
talking
and
about a
telling this
sin.
woman is
self-respect,
not giving it up and doing
no
that.
woman with
Everything is
And not
self-respect
transactional,
is
bro.
doing that.
You
I'm
tripping.
I
telling you
don't even think
now.
it's self-respect. I'm just saying that no woman that like has confidence is like, and I
Yeah,
take a lot
you
of time,
probably
like,
caught her when she has
it's
some
not a
low
it's
self-esteem or
not
some shit.
about, yeah, it's either like, listen, if a woman give you some coochie on the first date, I'm gonna tell you one of three things is happening, right?
I
Either
don't even
She
she
want it
need
on
the
the first
rent
date.
either
money, man.
I
either
What
she
you
don't
got
talking
low
about?
self-esteem right now, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you just validating her ego or whatever it is. Like, men act like we don't be using y'all for the same shit, right? She
Mm.
may be mentally unstable, so she might be going through something right now. So she's doing
Having an
something out of
episode or
maybe
some shit.
she having a fucking episode, right? Or you
Mm-hmm.
just
Real.
really just fucking, you know what I'm saying? Or you just
Please.
fucking like some trash. The lineup is trash. Cause I'm telling y'all, cause like, listen, it be one of three things. Like, men just act
Right.
like, you know what I'm
The
saying? Like, you just get
ADHD
the
girlies
coochie.
do be having hyperfixations with these niggas and then getting over
Right?
them.
You
And
be
I
in
am
limerence
these
for a
girls.
And let
whole
me
two
tell you
weeks.
something. Even so, for me, as a transactional woman, I'm proudly very transactional. My thing is,
Mm-hmm.
as a woman, I know I'm going to get less from a man if I give him my body. So I'm not giving a man my body at all because I know he's going to do whatever the heck for me because that's what
What
y'all
we
be
gotta
trying to
restrict
get.
you
I'm
for?
not doing no
Again,
first encounters
That's
like that.
that's because you ain't got nothing to offer, boo.
All right, y'all, everybody chill, cause we got a restriction. I don't know for what. So
Oh
how
God,
A
restricted
lot of
you
y'all?
got that
men
closing
don't
comment.
got
All that
nothing to
hating.
offer but, you know,
Yeah,
sex.
some
Right.
So the
coins.
thing about it is
Just
you
give her
can't
some
pay
coins and let
bills.
her go away about her
But here's the
business.
thing, you can't pay
You
bills.
don't
You
pay a
can't buy
woman
a
to stay.
house. You can't buy me a car. You can't take me shopping to where I want to go. You can't take me on the trips that I want to go in. So
Mm.
of course all you have to offer is sex.
Ain't
That's it.
nobody
So the
giving
thing
you
about it
that
is
in that. Ain't
the type
nobody
of
giving
men
you
the
that in
type of
those
men
6 months.
I deal with,
Shit.
they don't require all of that because they already know, okay, you're not getting all of this out of me until you show up. You have to show up 100% for me. Or other than that, that's it. And once I'm married to you, then after that, you can have something from me.
What
But
they
other
at?
than that, no, you got to court the heck out of me until I say, yes, you're worthy of touching me.
Yep,
And
and that
that's
just
why
goes
You
I
to
ain't never
show
said,
that
that's
married
why
her.
every
I
woman
said,
has their own
that's why I
standards and
said
they're all different.
what's happening is you've been overexposed to low-hanging fruit so long that now boundaries are offensive to you. So us saying that
Right.
I would
That's
not
a lie.
concede to a man, I would not concede to a man who doesn't respect me enough to wait until I say I'm comfortable and ready to give my body to him.
You
That
gonna
is
be
a
comfortable.
boundary. I'm not saying you have to change what you want. And honestly, even if you were just saying I'm not willing to consider dating somebody if going to intimacy takes longer than 30 days, that's okay if it's about like compatibility. But when you're talking about intimacy, intimacy is earned. You're talking about another person's body, their whole being. I have to trust that you take enough care of yourself to make sure you're not putting a dirty dick in me before I actually give
Oh, you'll
myself
know
to
that in
you.
30
Hold
days.
on, hold on. I don't know you. You're a stranger,
You
sir.
never
You'll
I've
know a
know
had
in
person
this
in
30
body
30
for
days.
days.
31 years. I've been responsible for taking care of this body since I was 18 years old. I had one body. I have one coochie. I have one canal for life bringing into this world. I have to be responsible for that whether you like it or not. So if you're telling me I don't have access to you because you don't want to wait, I'm telling you you're not worth the actual effort of giving it up because I don't deal with men who don't respect autonomy. I can't be with a man who puts me on his timeline. You're not entitled to my body. And the way your
You're right.
mind sounds, whether I tell you yes or no, you already decided what's enough for you. So if you're
You're
not
right.
willing to walk away on
Oh,
your
I
own
do walk
accord,
away.
you that's why I said you like low hanging fruit because you're
No, I
used to your
don't.
Yeah, she
yes.
wifey
You're
type.
used to your yes. You're used to your yes. No matter what you say, no matter what I say, you're gonna go back out into this world doing the same thing tomorrow morning on the dot. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
30
So at the
days.
end of the day, it comes down to
And
what you're used to. And you're used to women who don't care enough about themselves to say no to
No,
you.
they care about themselves. They
No,
just
no,
know
they don't.
they just know the man they dealing with.
No, they don't
I
care
mean,
about
but can
if
I
y'all
themselves.
say
listen,
something?
I feel like this.
A lot of
Go
women
ahead.
have lower standards too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
Here's
I
the
there's
And
mean,
there's
women
nothing
thing.
wrong
there's
with
This
that.
no
is
there's
why. This
women
is
who
why.
don't
Wait, wait,
have
wait, wait, wait,
super
wait,
high
wait.
standards.
This is exactly why women don't sleep with men they just meet. This is why women like us don't sleep with men we just meet because y'all always are in search for coochie. And you probably aren't talking to one
Always.
woman at the same time.
I
So you
am
probably
not.
got five women that you're putting on a countdown for coochie, and you're probably sleeping with multiple of them. Like
I'm
Yeah.
not.
it's
Y'all
not worth it.
okay,
It's not worth it.
so what's the difference of you having multiple men's on your line. You talking
Here's
to
the
Because I'm
thing.
not
Here's the thing.
talking
my
But
to
you're
multiple
assuming that.
men.
You're
Hold on,
assuming
y'all.
that. You're
But
assuming that.
I can tell you from somebody that be talking to multiple people. I listen. I be talking to a bunch of niggas. I haven't fucked
this is
none of
what
them.
I'm saying.
Nobody from this app can say that they met up with me and they got to fuck me. They can be
Well,
like, maybe I got her number, but that's it, nigga. We had a
but that's
conversation.
what
That's
I'm
it. None of you
saying.
niggas can fuck me. No, that's the
Okay,
difference.
that's fine.
I'm not fucking all the men that I'm talking. I'm not
And
fucking any of them.
I'm not fucking all
And
the
but look,
women I'm
even when
talking
you
to.
don't, you're still a hoe. It's like you can't win or lose. It's like
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
I
how
told
y'all
her
men
that.
only
so
see us.
what's the problem?
Y'all
Hold
see
on, hold
us.
on.
Y'all
You
see.
What
Wait,
still
I'm
what
not
gets
you
me
still
interrupting
with
a
women?
S
y'all.
word
Oh
worker.
This
my
what
God.
gets
It's
me
like
with
y'all don't
women,
know how
right?
to have a conversation. Y'all don't know. Y'all cannot just regulate and have one mic at a time.
That's
Money just in the back, just
I've been saying quiet the whole time.
No, but okay, that's true. But I'm talking
Okay,
about
so
Blue
what
over
I'm
here. Like Blue must want to get dropped again because it's like you keep interrupting people, and I
because
don't
what
know
I'm trying
why.
to say is right. What I'm trying to say is right. It's okay for a woman to have multiple guys they're talking to. Well, I need to see which one is right. But if a man doing it, he got to be fucking everybody.
Yeah,
No,
but it's
it's
but you
nothing. It's
you
just said
just
nothing
it.
said
wrong
you
with
You
that.
were.
No,
literally just
it's
said it though,
nothing.
Black. You just said
No,
I want to dress black. I want to dress black. Everyone. Black, you have to understand how predatory that sounds that you're saying that if a woman in 30 days, you have to understand how small 30 days is. We all have jobs. We're adults. I'm not going to see you every day
exactly.
of the week. Wait. Please. I didn't interrupt you.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not going to be able to see a man I'm dating. Like, so you're saying within the 2 to 3 times, I probably could see you once every week or maybe once every other week that like I have to have sex with you within that time.
You're probably going to see her every single
You
day.
don't.
Like
You
I have a
don't.
job. Like I have work. I have obligations. I have a life. You think I'm gonna be with you every day? You're counting down 30 days. You think that's enough time to then want to sleep with somebody?
I'm gonna tell you like this. If I'm the
Answer the
only,
question.
I'm finna answer it. If I'm the only guy you talking to within them 30 days, you're gonna want to have it.
No, I'm
So
not.
which yes, you would.
No, says
Cause
What?
who? That
Cause
says
which furthers let me know is you have multiple guys on your line that's
no.
trying to
It
get you.
doesn't. I
That's
can have you on.
coercion.
I
That
can
is
have multiple men on
coercion.
my line,
Because I don't
and
give
I
it
can have
up
a
to
full
you in
time
30
job.
days. Hold on. Because I don't give it up to you in 30 days, you're gonna assume that I got other niggas that I must be fucking. Nigga, that's coercion. That's
No,
how
I'm
niggas
not
try to
That
saying
is
that you.
that's how they
coercion.
try to get you
I'm.
at your
I
motherfucking
didn't
coochie.
say
No,
that. I
honey,
didn't
I'm
say
not
that.
sleeping with anybody else, so I'll sleep with you, man. Fuck that. Nigga,
I
if that's
didn't
what you
say
believe.
that.
Because you
Women
know
I
and
what?
didn't
men are
say
not the
that.
same. We're not
This is
around
why
just
I tell
effing
y'all.
everybody. We're not around
This
just
is why I
having
tell
sex
y'all,
all
Yeah.
the
ladies,
time.
it don't matter to do what the fuck you want to do. Because you know what? It don't matter if you give up your coochie on the first date or if you make a nigga wait 90 days. They all think we hoes regardless.
I
All of
didn't
Regardless.
them.
You
say
gotta
You
be
know
that.
what
careful
I'm
what you around
saying?
with people
That's
like
So
why
I
that.
it
I
didn't
opted
doesn't
say
out.
matter
that.
what
That's
you
why I opted out of
do.
dating. It's so
I
discouraging.
didn't
It's
say
so
that.
like rapey culture. I can't do it.
I didn't
30
say
days?
that.
No, I'm glad you said that because that's how a lot
I
of men
didn't
date.
say that. I didn't
You
say that. I
you didn't
said if it take you over 30 days
that's
to
you
have
didn't say
some
over.
listen. Even if it's 30 days or over 30 days, if it takes you that long to have intercourse with me, I know you got multiple niggas on your line. I'm not saying
No,
you're
you do
fucking them.
not. How would you know that?
I didn't say you're fucking them, but okay, well, let me just see how this work out. Like you're
That's
playing
not
games. I
true.
ain't got time for it. You
That's
got
not
30 days.
true.
You
Can
playing
we
games, sir.
stop
I'm
look, can we
gonna give
stop being
you this
so
coochie,
instant?
and let me tell you what he gonna do in 30 days. You gonna give him the goddamn coochie in 30 days. He gonna do that motherfucking switch up, and then he gonna be like, "Bitch, you should have chose better, right?"
No, I
Like 30
didn't.
days, and
No,
you
I
flipping
don't
back,
do it
yeah, cause
like
you
that.
flipping through bitches every 30 days, nigga. Your body count high as fuck. That dick about to fall off.
I
So
didn't
I'll take
say
my
that.
chances with it.
No, it ain't that type of party. Come on, man.
It
Don't
is
do
that
that.
type of
Nah, it
party. Cause
sound
No, it
if
like
ain't
you
that
it.
already
type
got
of
a
party,
time
man.
limit, oh, this bitch don't give me some coochie in 30 days, and then when she give it up to you, oh, I didn't like it. I don't like the box. So you know what? Oh, I'm just gonna
No,
give me
but
another
that's why
30
I
days
give it
and a
30
30
days.
another
Because
30
I need
days.
to see if it's going to be
Wait,
prolonged.
Black. Can I ask you a question though?
Go
Based
ahead.
off of
This
everything
man
you're
is
saying,
crazy.
right? So based off of everything you're saying, right?
Right.
Let's say you had that, right? You have a fine girl, you like her, you like everything she's about, okay, blah, blah, blah. She gives it up to you in 30 days, right?
Uh-huh.
You as a man, right? Are
Mm-hmm.
you even gonna take that
All right,
girl
I had to switch some
from
people
a
out.
man's
Come back later, Blue. I had to switch some people out for new panelists.
from a man's perspective, right? Are you even going to take that woman seriously like I know like you're thinking with your piece right now, but like when you're thinking with your brain, right? Are you even gonna take that girl seriously if she gives it up to you in 30 days? Because I feel
No,
like men, y'all be saying this
no.
now, like, oh, it doesn't matter. Ray Tay Tay, I'm trying to see if she
No.
likes me. Okay,
I'm gonna give
cool.
you my
Okay,
honest opinion.
I give it up to you in the 30 days,
I'm
right?
gonna
Yes, we
give you
got
my
some new
honest
panelists.
opinion.
We got some new panelists, guys. Like, let's give them. I had to switch out Blue for the other two because they've been waiting in the queue.
I was
So,
gonna give you
Blue,
my
if you want
honest
to stay in the
opinion.
conversation, you can.
I was
I'm
gonna give
sorry.
you my honest opinion. I would take her serious.
Right.
I would. I really would. I
But
really
why?
would. Why
But
wouldn't
why?
I?
But
The simple fact is, I
but
know she
why?
made me. I know she made me an obligation. The same
Hmm?
way I was showing.
She
I
made you
know
an
she
obligation.
made me an obligation to
But
give
how
it
but
to
how
me.
does her having sex with you within 30 days mean she made you an obligation? What if she was just horny and you're the only one who picked up?
Wait, hold on, Tashi. So the thing with that is I already hear what type of man he is. He likes to move fast, and I said it earlier. So he might take her seriously for real if she do give him some in 30 days. Because he liked to rush. He liked to
That's
move
crazy.
fast.
But
And the
then
thing
you're gonna
about
break
it,
up with her faster.
but the thing
Wait,
about
are
it
you
Right?
is no, but the
married?
thing
Are
about it
you
is
married? Why
some
are you
people are
not
like
married,
that though.
sir?
Some people are like that. Some people like to move fast. Some people like spontaneous. Some people are
I ain't
seeking
got no time to
stimulation
wait.
instead of peace, you know?
Where's
So
your
he
wife?
probably is trying to rush into something because he don't want to be alone.
Nah,
Where's
that's a
your
lie.
wife, sir? Where's your
I done
wife?
been single for 2 years, straight up.
Not a long time, sir.
Why can't
It
you
ain't
keep
a
a
long
woman?
time.
You're a
I
hoe.
was married. I was married, man, most of my life, man.
Oh my
This is the
God. Why
longest.
can't you
This
keep a
is the longest
woman?
I've been single.
So
2 years.
basically, like you were
I said he
used
liked to rush. You
so
can hear it. He
basically
liked to rush.
Damn.
you said that you were married, right? So basically you're used to having like access to coochie all the time. So now it's
That's
like
why
you're
he
trying to
can't wait 30
readjust.
days.
Was
Oh
that what this
yeah,
is?
and conjugal visits because I was locked up for 4 years, so I had
There we
conjugal
have
visits.
it.
Case closed.
All
Could
right,
have
we got
probably
new
benefited
panelists,
from
y'all.
like
We
a
got new
Russian
panelists.
wedding.
Stupid.
We got new panelists. No, y'all could
Nah,
judge women for nothing. We gonna judge you on your past. Go ahead.
nah,
Go
that's
ahead.
fine.
We
I'm
got the
cool
new.
with it.
I'm gonna let them go first.
No, okay. Where's Toro? Go ahead, Toro.
Yo, good night, everyone.
Hi Toro.
Right. So, what is the issue of people giving up sex early? It's not a problem. Some people are different. If a man intellectually want a woman, right, talking every day, right, the issue is not a problem. So, what I'm saying is, for me, if a woman give it up to me in 30 days, and we talking every day, and she give it up in 30 days, I don't believe she's a HOA, right? Because for me, I believe in 3 steps of sexual, right? So if you give it up to me, and I realize, okay, good. If you're good and not goody, I will leave you. So what is the issue with giving it up early?
Nobody
That's
said there
my
was the issue. No, two consenting adults could do what they want. The issue they had was that he has a limitation as to how many days that he's willing to even entertain a woman based on the fact that she's giving up coochie. That's the issue. Nobody here cares. If you meet a woman 1 second and she wants to throw you the cat, it's consensual. It's two adults. We don't care about that. We're gonna be called a hoe anyway, even when we don't have sex with you. So here's the thing: we don't care about that.
No, but the thing about it is, no,
Did
for
you hear what
me,
I
I
said?
do not think. Yes, I know what you said. For me, I state, right? No woman could give it up easy, right? Because you know what? One woman, all women, right? It's different. One woman will give up a man 3 weeks, 1 week, 6 months, a whole year. You understand what I'm saying? So what's the difference? So when I hear men saying, yo, she's a HOA, I was like, literally, why? Because she likes you different. She's intellectually like you, or
Exactly.
sensually like you more. So
Exactly.
when I hear men talk like that, I be like, yo, she's not a HOA.
You see, and this goes back to the whole thing of rape culture because it's like, why would you? Okay,
Great. You
if
gotta
I'm
say great.
feeling you and you're feeling, sorry, grape. If I'm feeling you and you're feeling me, and say if I want to give it up to you, why then is it like derogatory, or why is it then deemed bad if two consenting adults have that connection and want to give it up? Because then, like he said, a lot of men are gonna call her, oh, she's a HOE, oh, she's ran through, oh, she's for the streets, oh, she gave it up to you too early, this, and the third. You're gonna look at that, when in actuality, the fact, this is the whole society of the patriarchy, where it's like the whole our culture, right? You want you want to be able to coerce a woman. You get off on the fact where it's like, in the beginning she wasn't going to do it, but she did it for me. She did it for me though, or I got her to do this. It's like, why can't you just accept when a woman wants you for real? Because then if she wants you, you're going to pull back, you're going to ghost her for a week, and you're going to pop back, then you're going to start to play games with her. Right? So it's like, what do you guys really want for real? Do you get off on the fact of a woman
why we like that?
having
Because
her
they're
own
not.
boundaries and then being able to change her mind, quote unquote, when it's not even you changing her mind, it's you coercing her and pressuring her and basically SAing or R-wording her? When a mature man is going to see a woman, hey, you're down, she's down, he's going to love that because he doesn't have to do anything. She's already ready for him. Like he's the vibe is already there, right? So
Can I give my opinion?
Yeah, go ahead, paper. I mean,
Okay. What's up? What's up with everybody? First of all, I wanted to say, and I ain't trying to discredit nobody of how they feel. I'm just gonna speak from my opinion, my beliefs. Now, it took a lot of growing and a lot of maturing to get to the way that I think. But I'll say that as far as sex, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to a man, I don't even think that should be the first focus or the second focus when I'm dating, looking for a woman, because sex comes. And I've already established in my life and know for a fact that it don't matter if you give it to me early or you give it to me late. That has nothing to do on the longevity or the quality of that relationship. That is strictly just the sex. So once you get past that,
say smacks, say smacks.
oh, that's smacks. Once you get past that as a man, you kind of realize that, okay, yeah, smacks is cool, but that's not the end all be all. And I really want to see what's a little deeper, or do we got a better connection than just that? Because that might be the only connection. And I think that if people do have certain standards as far as how long that they want to wait, that's up to them. If a woman has, I'm on a 90-day whatever, I don't do nothing for 90 days. That's your body. I can't press you to be nothing that you don't want to be. Plus, as a man, as far as I'm concerned, I only want what wants me. I'm not enthusiastic about going after somebody who does not want me or who is adamant about not wanting the same things that I want. I only want what wants me, because that makes it a lot easier. It makes it fun. It makes it less stress. I could be open instead of me trying to convince somebody that I am worthy of that, of their attention. I don't want to do that. But that's just how I feel. I feel like as a man, you kind of gotta you gotta go through some things in life. You gotta sit down and be still. You gotta not date women. You gotta really put women on the back burner of your life as a man and focus on other things in your life and get those things situated, the inside of you, the things that matter. And then when that happens, you'll realize that, okay, sex is cool. Like I said, sex is cool. I've had plenty of sex, but as you get older as a man, that's not important.
Well, it's not important that.
It's not important. I mean, you can have, like I said, you can have sex with a woman
Snacks.
in 30 smacks, my bad. You can have sex with a woman in 30 days, and then you could consider, oh yeah, she really down for me. And then in the next 30 days, she could show you that she's not. Smacks doesn't hold no weight. It just makes you feel good for an hour or two, and that's cool. But once you establish that you want something a little bit more concrete and deeper, you know that it goes a little deeper than just smacks. But that takes some maturing. You got to be mature about that. Like, and I just feel like as a man, your D cannot run you. Like, you can't be out here just being open and hitting everything that even if it's offered to you, you can't. And I just feel like that as a man. And if you're not able to control your D, you are uncontrollable in a lot of different aspects of your life. Mm-hmm. And that is dangerous as a man. And that's me speaking. And I got a daughter and I got a son. So it's like,
Grown man talking right there.
I want to move the way that I want my son to move. I don't want him chasing women that don't want him. And I'm going to move the way I want my daughter to move. I don't want her going after men that's chasing her that she does not want, makes her feel uncomfortable or feel pressed about
Facts.
anything that I don't care what it is, what standards she got. I don't want any man to feel comfortable with pressing her about that. And if a man does press her, I want her to know you move on from him. Because yes, automatically, just in general in relationships, friendships, you have to respect the other person. And if you do not respect that person,
Money, they gave you a violation. I'm sorry. I don't know what they gave a violation for. Sorry, Pay. Go ahead.
oh no, you
He's
good.
driving.
But
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
mean, I'm a land the plane though. But like I said, it's not for all men. You know, people gonna feel different. I don't like that women feel like that. And men be creepy. I do know men be creepy, and some men don't know how to like tone it down. They not, as I like to say, P. They don't know how to keep it player in a sense. Like like it's no pressure. Like when you not pressed, that's even better for you. But when you seem
Yeah.
pressed and like you can't think without getting it, you running people away, you making them feel uncomfortable. And also you might run into something that might give you something. Because
Mhm.
it's too many people out here that's just doing it just to be doing it. And that scares me. I don't, if I meet a chick now, maybe when I was younger, yeah, but if I meet a chick now and you offering it up to me quick, I'm spooked. I don't want it. And it's not, and I'm not gonna say she's a 304 if she give it up to me. I think 304 has been generalized. I keep it at what a 304 is, exchanging money for it. But just because she's a grown adult and she wants to move that fast, I mean, she grown. I can't call her that if I'm willing to do it at the same time, then what am I? You know what I'm saying? I think it's equal. But, I just think a man has to be in control of his wants, and also you shouldn't be trying to pursue a woman strictly for that, because I just feel like, I mean, that's just thirsty. Like at some point in time, you got to grow up, depending on the age and the maturity of the man.
Mhm. All right. Let me let McKenna go next.
I mean, the brother just took basically most of what I wanted to say. I would only add that I've been listening for a minute, right? And
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people are talking from a place of hurt, and a lot of people are kind of like being one-sided, because I heard men say some outrageous things and I heard women saying some outrageous things. Who is who to judge who, right? We all have choices, and we live as the result of the choices that we've made, right? No woman should be called anything by any man or any woman, and no man should be called anything by any man or any woman. We make choices and then we live with the result of them. And every time that we choose wrong, what we get? We get wrong. And everything that the brother just said, when it comes to you pursuing a woman, you should be more focused on pursuing your purpose. You fulfill your purpose, and then the right woman will come along. You end up meeting someone that is nice, and then you move along. When the brother said the 30-day thing is his, it's his choice, whatever. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, because I would feel really bad if a woman slept with me because I did this or because I did that, rather than she admiring me for who I am. I would feel really bad. I couldn't do it. You know, same way that when I hear somebody say, oh, you need to spend this, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. And then you got a lot of brothers out there doing all of that. And once they hit it, boom, they're gone. So there's no formula, there's no right way of doing things, there's no one thing that is going to work for everybody. And I believe that whether it is for a man or for a woman, if you focus on your purpose and if your heart is on the right place, then you end up getting the right thing that should be coming along your way. And as long as you always thinking about me, and what should I get, that's when we keep finding all of these people that shouldn't be in our lives. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Mhm.
That
Yeah,
was
I've always
facts.
said, my toxic dating cycle is just I be having a physical preference. That's it. And I know that my physical preference, I know that they're emotionally unavailable because so am I. Like, so it just be working in the most toxic way. Is that healthy? No, but at least I recognize my own pattern, you know? So,
That's the first way to
Right.
fix it, girl. But
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Jasmine didn't get to go. She was right there. Our new
Oh, I'm sorry,
panelist.
Jasmine. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I really don't have much to say. I've been enjoying, the conversation. And yeah, I'm just here listening and vibing. I agree with everybody's sentiments. I'm single, happily single. I definitely could be married to 3 different men right now. I don't want to be married. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to have any children at this particular point. And, I'm really happy with my life. So, and I'm looking forward to, my cougar years. I'm really looking forward because I hear that they're
I know that's
amazing.
right. I know that's right.
So, you know,
Girl,
I'm
I'm just gonna
enjoying
say
my life. So,
it's baby, it's fun. It's
I know
just fun
that's right.
talking to the government. We ain't even did nothing, right? I ain't fun on nobody. I just be having conversations, and I'm like, listen, the young men are just so cute to me, and I'm just like,
But
listen, it's yeah,
But
you
that's why I
know.
feel like a lot of men don't have a lot of outlets or hobbies for real because like women, we
Mm-hmm.
fill our time with so much shit and we are so communal that it's like we look for things to do. And that's why men can't
I don't
understand
look for
how
nothing
wait,
but
wait,
gossip.
can I
That's all.
fucking talk, bro? Like it's like I feel like a lot of them be so like, how do you not have like something physical to occupy your time? How do you not have like we do have physical things. It doesn't inquire us having to hop on a D.
Exactly.
I can
And
only speak for me and the women that I know are like
no,
that in
but
the
that's
chat.
honestly, Amy, that's
I'm not
true.
speaking for all women because I know male centered women. I have women in my family
Very true.
who can't go 2 weeks without it either. But what I'm saying is they do have a lot of emotional issues, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
No, you're
But what
not
I'm
even wrong.
yeah, the women I know who are like that have some really deep issues. And that's not me judging, it's an observation. But what I'm saying is like a lot of y'all don't understand that women are so much more than just your dick cozies. We have interests, we have hobbies, we have things we like, we have like
Mhm.
girly stuff. You know how much brain power it takes to maintain being a woman? We're thinking about getting our hair done, our nails done. We're doing our yoga.
Last thing I'm
We're
worried about
thinking
is going
about
to sit on some shit.
Jay is in school right now, improving in her life. She's a mother. She's a woman.
Literally.
She's like expanding her creators, like her content creation. Like women ain't sitting thinking about dick all day. Like we're not.
Yeah.
So it's like when y'all be like, oh, that's why when you don't have one man, you got plenty. Who got time to get what you do in a death all day?
And
Nobody
I
wants to
Yeah,
know what you do in a death
that's
all
true.
day.
and just
That
to add
is
on to what
true.
you were saying real quick, Amy, I think also that stems from the fact where it's like, because I've met men who are the complete opposite of that, who it's like almost what the gentleman beforehand was saying, where he's like they're not even focused on being intimate like that way with a woman because they have hobbies, they join clubs, they go golfing, they have like they have curated almost the same communal like things that we have as women. And also it begs a question where it's like, what are you doing with your time all day? What are you thinking about all day? Are you sitting in your room and just whacking off all day? Is that why like women is just on your mind all the time? Or are you just looking for the next hit? Like, what are you doing?
They're
Are you
chasing
building up yourself? You know what
validation.
I mean? And it's looking like, and also even coming from my own personal experience, right? Because like I'm not a saint, you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm still young, I'm 22. So it's like, were there like in my earlier years where I was like that, whereas like that was the only thing, of course. But like you said, I had to do the work. There's a lot of emotional issues. There was a lot of like mental, undiagnosed mental health issues that I had to go through. And when I finally did that work to sit down with myself, be single, realize, okay, why do I always feel like I need to be underneath a person? That's where that work comes from. And I feel like a lot of men, they avoid doing that work because it's not easy work and it's ugly. You're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're saying, hey, like you need to fix up. Like you're sitting here giving yourself to people who don't care about you and all of this other type of stuff, right? And I feel like sometimes men, they're afraid of facing themselves in that way, right? And then they project that onto women, right? Where it's like coming over from that, it's like, I'm 22, I'm fully in school. Like a man is quite literally the last thing that I'm thinking about before. If sleep
exactly where you should
before I
be
even
right
go
now.
to
You should
sleep.
be focused on yourself. But what I'm saying is, as the older women who've had experiences and given a lot of our youth and our young years to relationships and our autonomy, some people have given up their bodies. I'm not a mother because I chose not to be, but Jay is, Lady is. You know what I'm saying? And like even that's a whole nother level of womanhood that men don't even try to understand. So what I'm trying to say is like, you know, the longer a woman's single, the more she's happy with being single. The longer y'all are single, the more y'all hate it. We love it over here.
Didn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
I just
What are you
wanted
Wasn't
to.
there?
trying to
We
Wasn't there?
love
say?
it.
Wasn't
We
I
there
just
love
some?
it.
wanted to.
Wasn't
I
there
love
some
being in the
study
house.
done? Wasn't there some study done that like
Wait,
when
honey,
a
wait.
man?
Hold
Wait,
on,
honey, we gotta let
hold
people
on,
talk.
hold
1
on.
second,
Oh,
honey.
true.
I just got one more thing to say. I just wanted to comment on what she said about being able to sit still and be by yourself. I'm only speaking from, like I said, my experience. So that's something that I didn't recently had to be able to sit down and go through, is being lonely and then being okay with being lonely and not trying to distract myself by calling a female or, oh, you know, I don't feel good right now. Like, let me go over this chick house because I know I can avoid certain stuff. So instead of doing that, I had to sit down. I had to eat that and I had to deal with that and know it's not easy. And, you know, I can't say it's not easy on nobody. I don't care what sex it is because it do take work. I do think though, as a man, being able
Facts.
to do that and come out on the other end, it do change you and it does change your perception across the board when it comes to things that are important. It do change you and it does change your perception across the board when it comes to things that are important, because during that time of being lonely and by yourself, you don't have nobody else to blame. You have to blame yourself. You have to be accountable fully for yourself and everything that's happened. No matter if people have done you wrong or not, you got to take that accountability and eat it, and so that you could grow. And that's something that I've done. Now, I haven't been purposely on no celibacy or being abstinent on purpose. Is because I haven't had the want or the energy to entertain anybody, because mentally
Ain't giving it to you.
I'm not there. Do I want some company sometimes? Yeah, of course, but I being able to sit by myself, I'm okay by myself right now. And yeah, I work. I done got me an overnight job. I work a daytime job, so I don't be having too much time to play around or joke or just be on the phone. And I don't have that time. And I just feel like that the more I focus on me, the right person will come, because they'll recognize the mission and the road that I'm on. And then they'll probably relate because they on the same mission. And then we'll, be able to come together. If that happens, it happens. If not, not. But I do think that at some point in time, when you older, because I feel like when you're younger, you got to go through some things. But when you older, I feel like as a man, you really do got to like cut everything out. The homies, the club, the
Facts.
bullshit, the girls. You got to cut them out because there's distractions. And if you really want to be able to be okay with yourself, content with yourself, and you really trying to grow, and you don't want to have to lean on nobody, or you don't want nobody saying, "Oh, you want to build something for real." You got to sit down in that dirt by yourself and pull yourself up. So that's a little
Church.
bit of
Can
the
I
game I
ask the
got.
panel something? Do you think women feel loneliness at the same level of men?
I think it
No,
depends on the woman. I
Girl,
honestly
I've
feel
been
like it
single
depends
9
on the
years.
woman. It really
No.
depends because
Nah, you
everybody doesn't
can't.
fill their
I think
lives up with the
Facts.
Yeah,
same
yeah,
things.
That's
I
Yeah.
think
fair.
it
Everybody
depends on the
doesn't have
person.
the same capacity.
Okay,
I've
well,
seen
I guess
men.
the question is, how do you think women? Do you think who do you think copes with
Well, y'all
loneliness
got a
better?
lot more support than men. So of
No, we
course you're
don't.
I,
not gonna
I
feel
think women
that's
you're
cope
not
with
that
it
gonna
that's
feel
true
better.
lonely.
too.
Women
Because I
have
don't
more
feel
support than
I'm
men.
single, but I don't feel lonely. Like this loneliness
You
you'll be
have more
feeling, I
support.
don't feel
I'm touch
lonely.
deprived, but I'm not
Women have
lonely. That's
more
about it.
support than
Yeah,
men.
it's
I
more
think
That's
the
so
only
it.
like
time I feel like I don't have a man is when I'm ovulating, and that's only like a
That's
day.
about it. And
I'm
after
like
that, I
everything
just
looks like
really
a
go
penis to
back.
me. Then after 24 hours, I'm like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, 30
Yeah.
I just
days.
wanted to
30
say, when
days.
I
30
say
days.
lonely, I'm not speaking on
personally,
lonely in a relationship. I mean lonely, period. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not lonely.
no.
yeah,
Period.
But
let's
I'm
let's
I
saying
let's
like,
have
I
I
I'm
mean
have to
sorry.
be
lonely, like
real.
not
I have to be
just.
real for a second. I have bouts of loneliness, but I don't
That's
have
normal.
extended loneliness. Like
Yeah.
we have to remember we only have 24 hours to work with. And a good majority of that time is spent already doing menial life shit. So when you're single and you're lonely, it feels different because your life is still full. You're probably tired. You're probably fatigued. You're feeling a lot of things. So it's easy to cover loneliness or cope with loneliness when you have a full life. Because if I'm lonely, I can go to my mom's, or me and my brother can go out to eat, or I can go to a paint and sip, or I can take myself out to dinner, or me and my daughter can go to the park. So because of the other elements of my life, loneliness can be cured. But like when you're in a relationship, it's kind of harder because it's like invisible loneliness. You know, you have a person there, but you're not really connecting, so you still feel alone. And
That's
you
the
don't
worst
have the
kind of
time to
loneliness.
fill it up with other shit because you're still in a relationship.
When I
I
say
just,
my lonely that I was talking about, I mean strictly just being alone during the times that you would choose distractions and not choosing those distractions and being able to go if you're going through a rough time, whatever it is, but being able to be by yourself. So yeah, it does it feel lonely? Yeah, but you're choosing it. I'm not lonely in
I
the
agree.
sense like, I cut hair, so I got people around me all the time. But I mean lonely when once they gone and I'm by myself and I start thinking about life, things I'm not happy about. Instead of me being like, okay, well, I don't want to feel like this, so let me call my homie up and see what he doing, or let me go to the club, or let me call this chick up. Instead of doing that, I sit in it. And I think
Hmm.
that in
Stand
order to
alone.
grow, you got
I
to
feel
do
you.
that. As a
Yeah.
man, I'm speaking of.
I
but
I
feel
guess
you.
I stay in a
I'll just
grateful.
That's
I
like,
real.
stay. I stay so grateful. I be thanking God I don't have somebody cheating on me, stressing me out. I be thanking God I don't have a kid I have to fucking deal with while I have a bad day at the end of the day. Like I just be staying so grateful for the situation I'm in. I thank God that I have my own space. I live alone, that I can like maintain myself. I be thanking God for everything that it's like I don't even
But
have
that's
those
why we all
feelings.
online right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
I don't
I
be
no,
having those
I
on
feelings.
it.
I just like
That's
to
why
say
we all
something
online
because
right
I
I
now.
wouldn't
don't
trade my problems
ever.
for none of y'all. Like
But the thing is,
I
like
ain't
for
got
me
no problem.
personally, I don't ever feel alone. I mean, like the time that I get to be alone for me is bliss because I'm
same.
so busy. I'm studying, I'm working. I've got my boys that I need to look after.
You
When
ain't
I
busy
have
now.
time alone, it's bliss. It's like it's
Same.
like my time. It's me time. It's I'm like I don't ever feel lonely, and
Honestly, it goes back to what Amy said earlier because the longer women are alone, the better we get at it. And
Oh,
honestly, I've grown to so enjoy my own company that I can, like I said, I can cure my loneliness with little shit. Like I'm a DIY girly, so I do my own hair, I do my own nails, my own brows. If I'm having a bad day, if I don't like how I look, I can change it at the drop of a dime. If I want to go shopping, I can afford it. And I know I have expensive taste. I literally have a budget for bad day shopping. Like that's something I can do because I'm single and I know how to move in my singleness. I know what kind of foods make me feel better. I know when I need to go outside versus when I need to be inside. Like when you actually become your own friend, you know how to nurture yourself back to health. You know how to give yourself a hug when you need it. You know how to just be kind to yourself. And it makes being alone a lot easier.
I
I
will
think
say
I,
it's
I
harder to compromise too, or even the thought of entertaining dating the longer you're single because you're just so like happy with just the way you're so accustomed to the way that you like to run stuff. To then have to incorporate another person in and have someone in your space, have to like it feels almost like an obligation to kind of talk to
That's
someone
why the
every
30
day.
days matter.
No, it's not about that. You're thinking that a woman has some another man at 30 days. I'm the other man. I don't want to have to talk to you every day. Like as much as y'all think women, I could like you and not
I
want to
don't
have
want to
to have.
talk to you every day.
I know what I'm saying is I could like you, but I don't want to have empty conversation with you every day. I don't want to have small
I
talk all
don't
the
even want to
time.
look at you every day.
Okay, well
I
then I don't know
agree.
what
I
I
agree
mean. You
with
couldn't look at.
Amy.
You're lucky you're looking at me now, honey.
I,
But
I
what I'm
You got
saying
agree.
30
is,
days.
You
but
know when you start dating, yeah, and you start with all that rubbish conversation, like, oh yeah,
it
what you
gets
like,
so
what you
boring
do,
and
what it is.
remedial.
It's so
Yeah,
lame, and it's just like it's hard. It's
I
hard
yeah.
to
Can
think
you
it's
miss me
harder
a
to
little
do
bit?
that.
Like
And
I
like
think when
heavy
anybody
on what
does,
Amy was saying about
okay.
compromise, like
I
I've
don't want to
grown to be,
compromise.
I'm not a selfish person. I'm a very nurturing person, but I'm not
Same.
self-sacrificial. Like if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna fucking do it. And if I have to compromise with you or consider you outside of my realm of comfort, I'm probably going to get rid of you. Like, I'm like queen detachment. And if you become, like she said, if you become an obligation and then you become an inconvenience, I'm more likely to get rid of you than try to fix it. That's just because I'm so accustomed to moving how I move. I don't want to
Same.
have to consider you if it doesn't make natural sense.
Especially I have
Does that
so
make
much
sense?
to
I
I'm
maintain
think
on my
curious
own.
though.
So and also, if I have so much to maintain on my own, you just giving me attention is not enough.
But
I
I'm
don't care
curious
about
though,
how your day. I
right?
don't give a fuck about what you ate. I'm a
I'm
woman who lives
curious.
on her own, who pays for every piece of toilet paper, every single piece of everything in here. If you're a man and you're not trying to come into my life and improve it emotionally, financially, like spiritually, I don't want to. If you're not trying to teach me things, I don't care. It's like y'all are not that interesting. It
Okay,
almost seems like a
I hear
waste
a
of time. I'd
lot of
rather
women,
take my
right?
energy. I'd rather take my energy and pour it back into me than give you all my. I've given so much people my energy that I wish I would have reserved for myself when I had more energy to do more things. Now that I'm
Yep.
at the age where I'm like, I don't got the energy for this bullshit. I just don't have the tolerance for your bullshit. You lonely, you just want some attention, you want some pussy. That's not enough. What do you want to do?
But I hear a lot. I
We got,
hear a
especially
lot
in
of
your
women
40s,
say that though.
especially in your 40s, you got a decade kind of left of kind of real for real youth. I don't want to waste it with y'all motherfuckers, and I won't regret it just spending it by myself. So what you coming with? You got to come with something really correct to have to get the rest of my juicy years. I'm just not wasting it on y'all anymore. I'm just
But
not.
I
Amy,
got a
Amy, can I
question.
ask
I'm
you a
not
quick
Can I
doing
ask
it.
a
question though?
question? Can I ask a question? I hear a lot of women say they don't want to talk. They don't want to do this all day. But at the same token, if a dude step back and be like, all right, man, I don't feel like talking to her right now. Well,
I
I
don't
ain't
speak for
talking
all
to
women.
her,
I'm
right?
talking about
I'm
myself.
just saying majority of women. They feel
Majority of
like
women want to talk every day.
a
I'm not
man
the. I'm not. I'm a
a
majority of women
man
want to talk
left
every
them
day. I'm
on
speaking for
red.
myself.
A man left them on red. Like, dang, you ain't gonna talk to me. You don't want
Oh,
to talk to me.
honey, I don't know if you know this,
I
but
go
Share
like
Seven's my mother. I don't know if you know.
I will go two
I
weeks
won't
without
care.
talking to your ass. I wouldn't give a damn.
Trust
Like, I
me,
don't care.
silence bothers y'all more than it bothers us.
That's a lie.
Trust me. If
That
a
is a
nigga don't
lie.
hear from me, oh, you don't know nobody, stranger. What's wrong with you?
That's a
Oh,
lie.
you don't care about me.
I wouldn't give a damn.
I've
Not
had
me.
niggas actually cut me off because they said that I'm not thirsty enough for them because I'm not involved enough. Like
Ah,
I have a special needs child
so
who's on
you
this.
got
Well,
some
actually,
bad
not
feelings
special needs.
then.
My daughter is on the spectrum for autism, and she's very bright, but she has intensive needs. So I have that. I have virtual businesses. I'm more likely to forget to text you than trip that you didn't text me.
Yeah.
So if that goes on long enough, I have ADHD, bro. I'm gonna forget about you. If you sit over there waiting for me to remember you, you better take some initiative because the way my day is set up, I got plans for every second of every fucking day. If I don't pick my phone up or my kid picks my phone up before I do, you're cooked. I'm not gonna remember to call you. So you better show some initiative or we just may never speak again. Word to my kid, I will forget about you before I start tripping that you didn't text me.
I
But
think when
I
you
do
go
have
into
a
dating and
question though. I
stuff
do
like
have a
that, you
question
gotta
for the
be
panel.
very
Yeah.
I think you
Um,
gotta be very like keen on the things is that you're willing to accept and the things that you're not willing to accept. And if you're a person that wants to be talked to every day, and you're getting somebody that does not talk to you every day, you have to be very responsible with your standards and be able to move on from that situation and be okay with it. You don't have to point or get mad, but you got to know what it is that you want. And you got to stand on it. And I think that if you do that in the beginning, there is no regret. And I feel like that goes both ways for men and for women. If a woman is not moving the way that you would want her to move, or she's not as attentive to you as you want, there's no need of trying to make her be something that she's not naturally being. You need to go ahead and move on, and that's vice versa.
That's real.
that's that's
I need y'all to
that's
get with the
part of it.
program that a lot of women just don't care anymore, y'all. Like, if y'all ain't romancing, if y'all ain't making us feel really special, if y'all on this like I'm too pee shit, or I got other women, or another one will do it, we don't care anymore. We don't no longer depend on y'all to live. We just literally. This is the time women do want men for them, but y'all don't realize that y'all so in your ego about like other things that
It's
and
not
y'all so in your
ego though.
head. It's
It's
just
not
weird.
ego.
It
It's not
is
But the
ego.
ego.
thing, but the thing is, Amy, you know what the problem is? The problem is that that's happening for both sides. Because, for instance, everything that you've been saying, I agree with because I am feeling the exact same thing. You know. Now, what I've been thinking about
Facts.
lately is if at some point I feel like getting into a relationship, right? I have been thinking that I need to be more concerned with what I should bring to that relationship than what I should get. Because if I go with the mindset that, oh, for me to engage with this woman, she needs to have this, and that, then it's more likely I won't be fulfilling my obligations towards that relationship. Because if I start entertaining someone, I believe that I put myself into a position where if I um, spark the interest of romantically of a woman in me, then I do have some responsibilities towards that woman. So if I'm only going into it thinking, oh, what is she going to give me, then I'm not going to be fulfilling my part.
You
And
hear
if
that,
we're going to be
Black? You hear that,
together,
Black?
and then if we're going
None
to
of
be
that cousin.
together,
It's all bogus to me.
just to finish, if we're going to be together, I think that there should be a balance
I'm
in
not thinking
between me
about being with nobody,
understanding.
so that's off my record anyway. Though.
You're just thinking about what you can get from her. You're just thinking about what coochie you
Nah,
can
we
get.
both gon' we both gonna get something. She get hers, I'm gonna get mine.
If that's what she wants, if that's just the type of relationship she wants, but I don't think you're
But who
establishing the
said
fact that
anything about a relationship?
that's if
Well,
y'all
I
are just
hope
fucking, that's still a situationship. That's still a form of relationship,
Well,
even if y'all just fucking.
everybody win. Everybody win.
No,
That's
if he's straight up and says, "Hey, I don't want nothing serious and I just want to have fun," then you don't even have to wait 30 days. It could happen that night.
yeah,
So
but
just be upfront about
it
it.
ain't happening that night. I love me too much.
Don't. Oh, please, you're a
No,
whore.
I really do. I really do.
Can I ask
I
Black
don't
a
lay down with
question?
anybody.
Can I ask Black a question?
I
Assuming
really
a
don't.
woman isn't aware of your 30-day thing, right? And in the course of those 30 days, she asked you, like, what do you see this becoming, or what are we, or whatever, as y'all are still dating. Like you said, you love yourself too much to give yourself too early, but you still have a limit on how long you're gonna wait. So my question to you is, like, if she shoots straight and is like, I'm honestly not even sure if I want to be on that with you, are you going to tell her then, or are you going to let the 30 days run out?
Well, I probably would say, yeah, I'm gonna just pass.
Yeah, see, that's where my point of contention was, because like my thing was the number, and then also like if you're waiting 30 days, because like I have a similar program, but it's the reverse. I don't invoke emotions when I'm dating until 90 to 120 days in. The reason being is I need to qualify if that person is even compatible with me before I decide if I like them or not.
So are
I
you?
I
So
value respect more than I value love. So
me
for
as
me,
well.
a person having access to me is a very big it's a very big indication of how much I respect you, because a lot of people cannot say they have access to me. So I vet longer than I fall in love. By the time I'm falling in love, I've already decided that I agree with your character and I like how you show up.
Okay,
But
so how
if you're
how many guys are you talking to within that same conversation with this other dude? The first dude you're trying to.
That's none of your business, and just assume that that it's
I'm
either
just
zero or
asking.
infinity. Like that's she's a woman who's single and can honestly vet as
Okay,
many
so
men as she
what's the
there's
wants.
no
problem with a
fixed
man
the
doing the
But
answer
same?
nobody's
is
judging you for talking to other women. But what we're
the
saying is your
answer is
caveat about
Black.
sleeping with them is crazy.
Honestly, it's not really that I'm being shady. It's just that it's never a set number. I don't aspire to marriage, so I only date when I feel like it. I only date when I want access. Men always want access to me, being real. But
Okay.
I have a contention point in my head when I'm willing to give access on a probationary period. Nobody just
All
comes
right.
in my life love bombing me and dicking me down. That doesn't happen over here.
Okay,
If
I know
you're
that's
in
right.
my life, you're serving a purpose, and I decided that you could come over here. But my program is strict, and I don't allow myself to be emotionally manipulated with that first 30 days, because that's when it usually happens. People fall in
Mm-hmm.
bed and they lose their better judgment and they stop paying attention. So I get through that window, and then I decide how I feel about you. Because you could still be compatible, but if I don't feel anything physically for you, I won't force it. Or you could be physically or like we could have chemistry, but if you get to the end of that 30 days and I don't like how I see you, then I still won't touch you.
But
Okay,
imagine
look.
being at our big age of 42 and you worried about another man while you have the woman that you desire
I'm
in front
not
of you.
worried. No, trust me, I'm
No,
not
but like,
worried
why are
about
you
that.
worried about what other man? You're supposed to be the one trying to get her attention and grab her
I'm
like
not. No,
attention.
no, no, no,
And
no,
so you
no.
ain't supposed to worry.
I'm
There's
gonna keep it
always
real simple.
competition, honey. If you ain't the husband,
I understand
competition is
that.
around the corner.
I
So it's
understand
like
that.
same thing with you. Like I'm not worried about what other woman is in your past, present, because men never close the
No,
door on
it
their
ain't
past.
past.
Wait,
Look.
wait,
It ain't
wait.
past.
Men never really close the door on their past. So there's
Sure
always some
don't.
woman in your your phone that you're either texting when you're bored, that you don't really like, some other woman that you talking to, some placeholder. So as a woman, when I'm dating a man, I assume he already talking to women. But
Mm-hmm.
that's not my concern though. My concern is like, are we compatible? Are we gonna go somewhere? Because when a man really wants a woman, he's gonna drop it. When a person really wants someone, they're gonna drop all their hoes for them, right? No.
Yep.
But what you
Yep.
worried about?
But
What
but
you
yeah,
worried about?
but the thing is, I don't know how black what's black situation, right? Me personally,
You're on mute, Black.
because when I'm focused on chasing my goals, I very rarely do not achieve what I am going for, right? And I'm not talking about women, I'm talking about life. Just the fact that I'm doing that and I'm focused on that, you end up attracting people. So in my case, I have to do exactly the same. I have to kind of like sort out who I am going to give my time to. And luckily, I don't know what's other men's situations. I've always had women interested in me anyway. And then when you start to get to a certain age, I'm above 40 as well, you start thinking to yourself, you know what? I need to be really careful who I'm going to give my time to, because I do
Exactly.
not have time to waste. And you know, and you have, and
Facts.
especially when you live by yourself, you have your own things, and you know you're sorted and you're good. Women will gravitate to you, and then you're gonna also have to choose who you're going to give your time to. And honestly
Facts.
speaking, I mean, I've been young and I know how it is. Yes, I've been there, but these days I'm like, I am not getting into a bed with any woman that after we finish doing our business, I'm not going to be able to have a conversation with. Because then it's that awkward situation when you're just lying there and you're like, oh, what are we going to do now? No, you need to have chemistry. You need to have, you know, things in common. You need to be with somebody
Facts.
that is also going to teach you something, that is going to help you achieve something, or in a project that you're working, she's going to come in and say, you know what, have you looked at this at this from this angle? So I don't know. I think that things these days are very much like the same for men and women. I don't know what you guys' experience or
They
ideas
are.
are.
But where are you from? Where are you still? Like, are you have an accent? So I don't want to
Well,
assume.
I was born in Angola. I grew up in Portugal, and I've been in the UK, United Kingdom for
Okay.
like 20 years.
And where are you currently, if you don't mind me asking?
In the UK.
Okay, so again, I'm sorry to say this. I understand that men and women are, but America is a whole
Oh, that's the
different.
same.
No, it's not.
I
Dating.
agree with him.
No, I agree with what he's saying, and I agree with his like perspective on that. But what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, dating American, especially BLK American, is a whole different ball game, honey. It's like we have a whole different set of different traumas. We have a whole different set of how we talk to each other, how we relate, how respectful we are. Like you came here and been very respectful. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us women have a different experience with our own men and have a different, like, especially here in the States, like dating is very culturally different here. I don't know.
We're a good black
I didn't
I've got my
say, I didn't
broski.
generalize. I'm just saying.
I've got a friend of mine, a really close friend of mine, who is now in Miami. And he's giving me really good feedback about the BLK women over there. I'm actually
Well,
thinking about
Miami is like,
traveling.
yeah, well, Miami's super, well, no, Miami's a whole nother. I mean,
And
travel.
he told me Atlanta as well.
Ooh, your friend hates you.
Is it?
He
I don't know.
hates
He's having a really good
What did he tell you?
experience. So what's going on? You tell me. You
I'm in
tell me.
Atlanta, bro. What did he tell you?
What did he tell you about Atlanta?
No, but he just said that he's feeling refreshed with the type of women that he's meeting over there,
Oh, tell him to get
right? And
his
he's
blood
he's not a
pressure.
baller. He's not a baller. He's a he's like me. He works on himself, goes gym.
No,
He's a
no, but foreigners tend to have a better dating experience in America because us American girls are very understanding. The problem is
And I do warn some younger women because we have been like kind of groomed to be like endurers, you know, ride or die, stand by my man, all of this, all of that. Foreigners have a better experience because their women are like, honey, I need the money. You know, you can't come to me without paying my rent. I need money for this. I need money for that, all of that. The women overseas, you know, have expectations of men that we in America have not been exposed or groomed to do. So they have better experiences meeting women because we actually um, look past the fact that they might not have the most money and still offer ourselves and our resources and things like that. And we'll fall in love with them and we'll really like be there for them and all of this and all of that that we've done for our men here and have gotten, you know, treated, you know, badly still, even though we were that quote unquote perfect girl that they tell you, you know, as you're growing up to be.
Mm-hmm.
But that still doesn't mean that the men overseas don't take advantage and don't, you know, a lot of them are predatory on
No, men
Oh,
are
we're
men.
not talking
American
about
women
advantage.
also.
As far as that advantage, like taking advantage, what are you trying to say? Majority of the black men take advantage of black women.
She
I
said
don't
what
know.
she
I don't know.
said.
I don't
She said
know.
what she
I
said.
said what I said.
Don't twist it. She said what she said. Whether you understood it or
From
not, that's up to
experience.
you.
I think it's the days and times that we in. Like these youngsters, like you hear about women want to date younger men. That's what you're gonna get. Those boys are not ready to protect, provide, and
But they,
honor, man.
but they taking care
You
of
cannot
though.
say that about the younger men.
They,
Wait a
We are
they
not
minute.
taking
talking
I mean,
care
about
wait a
of
minute
them.
young.
now.
We are not
Wait a
talking about
minute. Wait a
20-year-old
minute.
men.
Wait a
We are
minute.
talking about men
Wait
in
a
their
minute.
30s.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying because as a
You
grown
gonna tell
man,
me a
I,
man in his 30s ain't, but
listen
he
to me,
can't
baby.
protect and provide?
I didn't get grown till I was 33 years old. Now, I'm not saying every man got to get 33 years old to get grown. But what I am saying is that me being a man, I can definitely tell you from my position that after a certain age, I started doing like you heard two of these brothers say. I started realizing, hey, it's not about, just the humping and bumping. It's more about, okay, are we compatible? Is this worth it? I have to invest in you.
Yeah, I wasn't
Now,
one of them
don't
brothers.
Yeah,
believe me, because when
when
I
that
was 20,
ED kick in, when those hormones lessen and that ED kick in, you're
I
gonna have
wasn't
to
one of
think about
them.
that.
I wasn't one of
nah,
them.
baby. I,
I'm
I
talking
think
about
I
other
think it
people.
all depends on your genes. You know what I'm saying? I come from a good gene pool, so we don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandfather had children up in his 80s, so we don't really. And that was
Well, just
before the.
because he had children didn't mean he performed too well. You could always.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you give it, if you lay down with me, if I don't perform well, you're gonna stop. I'm sure, or vice versa. But then that's not really my plight. What my thing is that all women ain't bad, like all men not. Like I had some very good experiences, and I had some experiences I could have taken the trip, and I decided not to. And that's what we have to be mature enough to be able to realize. Okay, this trip ain't worth it.
But I've got a quick question. What about friendships? Like friendships from the opposite sex? Because
No,
They
I've
don't do
got
that no more, bro.
I
That's
don't
why I
do
no.
brought
that.
up the age.
no,
They
but
don't do that
that's
no
why I'm
more.
asking. Because for instance,
I don't do that.
if I want to take, if imagine that I met somebody that I want to date. I've got maybe 3 or 4 friends that are women that I can go to and ask for some advice and give me some tips and this and that and the other, right?
Advice.
If I
Advice.
want to go, if imagine that I want to go and see a show, right? And I don't want to go by myself. I've got a friend that is a woman that I can call and say, "Yo, let's go out." What's
Okay,
wrong with that?
well,
Ain't
nothing.
nothing
You
wrong with
Who
that, bro.
paying for it? Who paying for it?
look at
Ain't
this.
If
Do
nothing
I'm
you
wrong with
hear
that,
this
inviting, I
bro.
am
American
paying
ass
for
shit?
it.
Do you hear this
If
American
I'm
Who
ass
paying for
shit?
it?
inviting, if
Do you
I'm
hear
Man,
this?
a man
inviting,
gonna
I am
pay
The
This
for
is
it.
the
man
paying.
gonna
That's
perfect
pay
not.
for it.
example of what we deal
Of
with.
course.
This
No,
is
the
the
man is
perfect
gonna
For
pay
example of what
for
sure.
we
it.
Now,
deal with.
now, friend,
But
A
that's
friend.
not
man,
We're
this is
everyone
what
deal,
though.
I'm
dealing
The
talking
with the
man is
about.
class
gonna
of
pay
men with
for it.
limited
Like, come on
resources.
now, the man
Oh,
gonna pay for it. That's simple shit. Like, if I
sorry,
ask
You
you to
girl.
don't
go out,
benefit nothing
Facts.
Sorry,
from
girl. I
being
didn't mean to
friends
mean
with a
you.
woman. I'm
Oh,
just keeping
okay.
it a buck.
if
You
I
don't
ask you to
benefit
go out,
nothing from
but,
being friends. What have your friends done for you?
But do
What
you
have
see
your
this
female?
scarcity mindset bullshit that we
And
deal with
Yes,
in
it's the
limited
America?
truth.
resources.
But I
You
can
wouldn't
tell
And I
blame
you,
hate
him.
that
You
shit.
don't. You
I
can't.
listen.
hate
But
that
then it
shit.
gets to a point where
But
you
hold
don't
on a
even
second. I
blame.
can tell you. I can tell you what women have done for me.
Like
I've
Right.
got
men
friends
don't
that I
feel like
can
treating
call.
women with respect, or at least even treating them to
Why?
something nice
How is
without
that
getting
not?
something. You
How
have
is
to.
that
But the thing
Did
disrespect?
you
is,
pay? Why are you worried about another man's
I would
pockets? Why are
feel
you
less than
pocket
a
watching
man if I
him?
didn't
What
pay.
are you
But
talking
Let me
why?
be
no.
Why
about?
But
was
honest.
that even a
hold on a
question?
second. But that's
Why
the
was that
thing.
even a
Like
question?
in my experience, I've got women that are friends. That
That's
imagine that I have
crazy.
a job that came. I'm
Get to the
self-employed,
point. What has
and
she done for you?
Oh my
That's what
Hold
I'm
on, bro.
God.
trying to
Hold on. Let him
answer.
talk, bro.
I'm
Because
trying
that
to
make us look
answer.
bad, bro. We don't feel
Horrible.
like that.
I'm trying to answer, but imagine that imagine it's my week. It's my week with my kids, yeah, and a job came up, a really well paid job. I've got women friends that have kids that I can call and say, listen, I need a few hours. Can I drop my kids off at yours? That right? That people that I've known for 15 years, 10 years. Can I drop my
I
kids
have them
off at
too, bro.
yours?
Right here in America. I get it.
Can I drop my kids off at yours? And I know that they're going to be safe. And I go and make that money, and then I come back, and then we might all go
Favor
out
for a favor,
and,
man.
and
Cause
grab
my
some
son at a
pizza or
sleepover
whatever.
right now.
So I've
No,
got a
but
circle of friends
but do
around
you
me.
see
Look, sometimes it's
Hold on,
okay.
hold on. I'm muting all y'all.
Yeah, let her
Listen,
finish.
do you see how men think here? Do you see that? And I'm not saying all of them, but do you see the majority? Because obviously money doesn't agree. But and I'm sure paper cuts doesn't either. I
Facts.
can't say that. But what I'm saying is, do you see how the men, but you're also a different kind of age too, money, so I could understand how old school you could be. But like McKenna, do you see what we have to deal with?
Facts.
It's like we can't even as
It's
women just
crazy.
be no, wait, money. It's like we can't even just he didn't this had no woman said anything about who's paying. It was the man who was like, well, are you paying for it? He was so concerned pocket watching another man's pockets about what you're gonna do for a woman that is your friend. It's like if you're not getting coochie or the woman ain't giving something or isn't useful, it's like you don't even feel like investing a good night out. You just said you wanted to go to a show. Like, are you paying for everything? What does it matter? And honestly, when I've traveled outside of the country,
If we're
men
friends,
in other countries don't think like this. They don't.
if we're
Especially not in my
friends,
country. No, I don't have male friends. But what I'm saying is when I lived in Haiti, right, for a year after the earthquake, I lived in my country, right? You go out, it's almost insulting if there's a group of men there. They're like, I would open my purse because I'm so used to it in America. They're like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
They're like,
Exactly.
there's like 3 men
you
here. What are
trying
you
to
you
doing?
know
It's
why?
disrespect
Because
me?
literally
men
like you
dominate
might as
over
well
in other
spit in the
countries.
men's face. It makes them
Yeah,
feel
Men
less than a man.
dominate in the other
It's like if a
countries.
It
woman is
makes us feel
around,
less than a
if
man.
they're in the company of men, don't you dare even open your purse. They're not
Because
over here.
men are
This is just a drink.
dominant. Men are dominant in other countries.
What are you talking?
Nah, man.
If
I'm
we're
right
in
here in
No,
Ghana,
I
America.
right?
just
God,
I'm
want
If
right
we're
here in
in
yo.
I just
America,
America.
want to
right?
And
talk
if
to
I
Black.
would
Yo,
have
what
Okay,
opened,
size
if
thong
she
do you
tried to
want? What's the
open her
color you
purse,
like? Because
I'm gonna
I'll
I'm gonna
tell
get
her,
put it
you
baby,
one.
like
put your
this.
purse up.
I'm gonna
Black,
put
I'm
it
gonna just
like
give
Put
you
it
this. I'm
up.
gonna
Black.
put it like
I'm gonna
this.
give you some game, Black.
When
I'm
the
gonna just
last
tell you
time
like
you
this.
paid
No.
for a man meal?
Look,
Oh
Black.
my God. Do you hear
Black.
this?
A
Black. Let me
real
Do you
just
man
hear
ain't letting no
this?
woman do that, Black.
Black. Let me tell you this.
Don't
Let me
do
tell you
that,
this.
Yeah,
Black.
I'm
I
not
got
paying for no damn
homegirls.
meal.
I have friends, right? Not a lot of them, but I got some homegirls that, yeah, I'll go out with, and if I go out with them, I'm gonna pay for it. It ain't that I'm getting nothing sexual back, but
I'm
that's my
not talking
homie though.
about sexual. I'm not talking about
So I'm
sexual.
getting the
It's just
same
what a
thing back that
man
I
do.
get. Look, I'm getting the same thing back from them that I get with my homie, except I'm just getting it from a female. I'm getting the same thing back
Exactly.
if I go
But
out with my
how many
homeboy.
times? But how many times your homies be like, "Nah, nigga, I got it." How many times your
None,
homegirl
But them
said, "Nah,
none,
I
dudes, though,
got it"?
Black,
none,
them males,
none,
even if they
none,
did, them are dudes, brother. We talking
none,
about
none.
women.
My
bro.
You
homeboys
don't
be
do
I
that with
don't
no
know
paying for
what
woman.
my
type of life
drinks.
you living over there, Black. But
And
I've got
look,
Oh,
and
female
look,
I'm,
friends
Black.
of
I'm,
mine
I'm
that
Look,
living
call me
look,
free.
and
The
say,
scrub
let
"Listen,
daddy
me
life.
I
look.
The
Let
just
me say
scrub
this.
daddy life.
Let me say this.
I don't know what type of
My
what type of
homeboys are
woman you're
not
around,
paying.
but I
My
have
Miss
homeboys
plenty
his
are
of
not
jail
paying
girls.
for
boyfriend. He
rounds.
misses jail
I've got
boyfriend.
plenty of women that call me, yo, I
I ain't
just
been in
cook,
jail
come
in
over
almost
and
30
cook
years.
and eat.
You miss him. I know
I've
you miss
got
him.
friends like that. They cooked
Look,
and they call me
Black.
and say, yo, come over and eat. Oh, I've cooked some, I'm from Angola. I've cooked some Angolan food. Come and eat. And I go there, I sit down, I eat, yeah, have a laugh, and
They
then I
gave you
go
the
and that's it.
scraps, man. They gave you the scraps.
Black, let me tell you,
Black, come
I
on,
don't
Scraps.
know
man.
if you trolling
It's
or not,
proper
Black,
Set
but
it up,
food,
Black.
man.
I'ma just say this. Black, I'm gonna say it's good to have
Come on,
women.
man.
It is good to have women that are
All I
not
talk to
that
is
you are
women.
not trying to talk to. It is good to have
No,
that.
That you're
I
not
And
trying to
one
talk
have
to a lot of
sex with.
women.
and
I
then
really
two,
Happy
do.
Pride, Black. Happy
I'm
Pride.
gonna say this too. You gotta be a man that is comfortable being around women that you are not going for. Women actually
Bro,
like that. They like a
bro,
man that know how to be around good
bro.
looking
When
women
I
and
tell
can
you
conduct. Can
all
I
I
finish?
talk to is women, man.
For
I
real.
just, but let me
For
finish.
real.
Just let me finish this thought. Women, my homegirls, they love the fact that I could be around them. I ain't never tried them sexually, and they some bad women. They some women that my partners look at and be like, "Damn, she bad. You ain't tried? No, I ain't tried it. It ain't going that way. I'm gonna keep it like how it is, and I'm not plotting and scheming on getting out the friend zone.
No, I don't plot and
Sometimes
scheme.
it's cool
I'm gonna
to
let
Exactly.
them
just be
know. I'm gonna let them know
okay.
what time it is.
But yeah, but you could be P and a player and still have a homegirl or
P
some
and player at
homegirls
42 is
that
pathetic. That's
that
the
you
only
not
P that
that
Yeah, it
you
is
really
not
I'm
is.
with.
That's
pathetic.
not,
sad.
but that's the thing. I'm not a player. I'm honest. It's a difference.
Yeah, but
You
When
then
I
just
say
again,
said
though,
you're a
player,
black,
I'm
but
player.
not
black,
talking
but
about
black, but hold
multiple.
on,
I'm not
bro.
a
But
player.
black, we men though, black. And for
I'm a
you to sit up
grown
and
man.
say, "Oh,
Look,
you
look, look,
going?"
look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, conduct. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
when
Because if you
listen, when
asking
I
for a woman to pay for something, bro, that I mean, who raised you?
no, she gonna pay for it. No,
All
we
right.
on the same.
And I gotta give up the coochie in 30 days, and I gotta pay for. Oh, fuck no.
No, you
Fuck
trying to be look,
no.
look, 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 look.
Fuck that.
If
This
you
pussy done ran up some
No,
numbers.
black
look,
Fuck
look,
black
look,
is
look,
that.
look,
black
look,
Fuck
black is
no. Fuck
look,
no.
Black
look,
black
look,
is
trolling.
a
look.
man who's controlled by his lust and his lust only. He cannot see women
No, I'm
outside
Nah,
of
not.
we're
serving
not gonna do them
him.
bad, but we
I'm
need it.
not.
We trying to get you to understand, black.
No,
That
look,
ain't
look,
what. That
look, look,
ain't
look,
living,
look, look.
bro. That's just
Look, look, look,
existing.
look, look. I'm gonna tell you
I know
something,
you
man.
getting low level
I
coochie.
love women to death. I swear to God,
I
I
get
do.
it.
No, you
But I'm gonna
I
don't.
tell
get
you
it.
this. I'm gonna tell you this. God dog, if you talking about being my friend, we gonna chip on everything. That's just how it go. Okay, you want to get off? I want to get off. We gonna do that. You want to get something to eat? Oh, we gonna chip on that. We going all in. We gonna be
Damn,
friends.
black.
Yeah, I'm
Black.
on that like
Saying a
that.
man
Black.
has
I
to
don't
pay
knock
every
you.
single time. I'm not saying a
I'm on
man has
that
to pay
type time.
every single time. Here's the thing: if you're friends as a woman, you're grown and you can pay your own way. But what I'm saying is,
No, I
if
could pay
this,
my own way,
oh,
but
you're
you
not
ain't finna
listening.
be
You're not
talking about.
listening. All I'm
But
saying
you,
is that just like McKenna said, if I wanted to go to a show and I want to take my friend, the first thing you ask, that was the concerning thing. The first thing I asked, are you paying for something? Like he's gonna lose anything if he wanted to buy the lady a drink or like a dinner. Like it's like not a big deal that if you want to once in a while treat your friend, that's not a big deal, bro. Just because she's a woman, it's not that serious.
okay, so when would you offer to buy that man a drink? Your friend.
I don't have male friends, so that's not happening.
Okay, but would
But
you
it has happened. It has. I don't know what type of women you surround yourself with,
all types? It
and
don't
Because
so
matter.
every male
I
friend
can't
I've had has
Gotta
tried
judge.
to
switch the
sleep with
women
me.
you
I don't.
deal
That's
with.
why I
I
avoid
can't
having male
judge.
friends. Every male
Can
I,
I
friend
I
tried to
wouldn't.
sleep
say,
with me.
can I speak on this? Because I actually do have male friends. And I just have to say, like I said in the comments, it's like brotherhood. Literally, I don't know what I would do without them. So to say you don't see how that could happen, like for me, it was different. I grew up in a small city, so my male friends literally went through school with me, like elementary, middle, high school. We grew up together. Some of them were attracted to me, but that later faded. And honestly, when you have platonic female friends, your perspective of women is shaped by that. And
That's a
men
fact.
who have platonic friends earlier in life, they tend to be better with women and with intimacy in general because they were able to approach intimacy before, Smex came into the picture. So there
Facts.
are men that have been in my life since I was literally like in elementary school and have never tried me and have always protected me like a little
11:23 to
sister
cash.
and have always been there and have always been respectful of me, know my family. Some of them even took me to prom. Like, so I
My
never had an
Make sure you be
10:37
issue.
safe.
is 10:04.
I
My
never had an
10:20 is
issue
front
with
desk,
platonic
and
friendships
my
once
signal
that line
16.
is drawn, but you do have to make it very clear in the beginning that it will always be like that, you know?
They'll still fuck though,
Facts.
sis. I'm sorry if I'm being honest.
I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna sound ridiculous, but me being a BLK man, I believe that my responsibility towards my community is not just my kids or the mother of my kids or my mom and whatnot. My responsibility doesn't stop at my door. So if I've had a situation, I participate in some Portuguese speaking lives, and I was in a live, and there was a lady that lives also here in London, and she was in the live, and she was saying, "Oh, my washing machine broke down," right? and I don't know what to do. And I said, well, I don't mind going over and having a look at it, right? She's a single mom. She's got 2 kids. She was saying she didn't know what to do. I went over, fixed the machine, left, nothing happened, and we stayed in touch. Few weeks later, she said, oh, I'm having a gathering here in my house. I'm going to cook some Angolan food. You want to come? I went over, had some food. Obviously, you don't go over to somebody's house and you don't even take a drink. I took a couple of bottles. I had a nice meal. I had a nice time. Left. I don't see what's wrong with that. Because if we want to
She
be
only
a
invited you
community,
because you fixed her. What's her name, man? That's the only time she invited you. When she invited you without you doing something.
Why are you so worried about somebody? Like oh my God, bro.
I call it how I see it, man.
But okay,
Oh
cool.
my God.
Yeah, I understand. Black, do you believe in sowing and reaping? Like, you
I do.
invest
I
and
do.
then you get back, right?
I do.
And then,
But
and
you
especially
gave
when you
first,
do
though.
that
You
without
gave
any
first.
intentions, your reward ends up being bigger. And
That,
even
she
from a
fed you like
player,
a dog, man. She
let me
fed you
just
for
tell you
doing
this,
what you were
Black.
supposed to do.
Even from a player's standpoint, like even from a player point of view,
Why
if
does
you
he feel
have
by doing
female
something nice
friends,
he's being used? Like, why can't you just want to do something nice?
even if you're a player and you have female friends that you don't sleep with, and you're a really cool guy to them, guess what's gonna happen?
What?
Nothing.
She will her friends might want to get with you.
Cut it out, man. They're gonna be
Man,
like,
I
No,
am
that's a
telling
fact.
you.
they're gonna be
That's a
like, we
fact.
got us one.
No, that's
Why
a
do you
fact.
think being not? Why do you
All
associate
right
being
then. All
kind
right,
to
cool,
women
man.
as being used? Like,
I'm
why do
not
you
mean.
feel?
You
I'm
do
not
you, man.
mean to women. I'm just realistic. I know women. I've been dealing with women my
No,
whole
you
life.
had some trollop ass women around you. Are you
No, I
calling?
had some very listen. Women I deal with are very nice. They are some really genuine nice women, man. I just know women.
Yeah, but they need to buy
They give
you
it up the
drinks and they
same
need
way.
to like pick you up and they
Oh,
need to.
I done got
I'm
me
sure
some
you
Blue
have,
Ball.
Princess. I'm sure you have.
done
Do
got me
they
some
open
Well,
your
hold on
car
a
Perrier.
door
second.
too?
I done got
Should
Do
all
they
that.
open your car door? Do they like what else?
should
Nah,
Do
we
they
they
don't
then
do
kiss your
change
that.
our
hand?
nature?
Yeah, like you
Nah,
sound like you want to be the girl.
nah, I'm
Black,
very far from that. Trust me.
I don't want
They'll tell
you.
you
I
that.
really don't want you to think that I'm just like here to go against you or
No,
anything.
I don't care. That's the
But the
thing. I
thing
don't care.
is, the
What
thing
I'm
is,
trying to do,
my
what I'm
question
trying to do
is,
is help you. I'm trying to help you.
He
my
don't need
question
help.
is, but my question is, should we then change our nature? Because I
As far as
believe that
what?
women have nature and us men we have a nature. Should I then become something other than I'm not, just in
No,
the
be exactly
with
who you
the
think you
thought,
are.
oh, nobody can take advantage of me.
No,
I'm
be
investing
exactly
in
who
my
you think.
community as
Look,
well,
look, look,
bro.
look, look. My man, be exactly who you think you are. I'm not telling you to change nothing. I'm gonna be me, you be you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You
This
gonna
is
be the
sad.
guy. You gonna be the guy that dish out by $200
Wow.
and think.
Wow.
Maybe he got $200 to dish out. Cause shit.
But
Yeah,
what's
like
two
if,
hundred
I'm sorry
dollars?
that's a lot to you, Black,
Yeah,
but
I can't
What's
do
two
it.
hundred
I ain't
dollars?
gonna
I
do
don't
it.
know how much. $200 over here is like what? 150 pounds. I
yeah.
spend that in one day with my kids.
Well,
Yeah.
since I'm on the panel, then you talking all that big talk. I ain't see you give nothing to the host.
I don't know. I
You
Black.
just
haven't
feel
seen
like
it.
man,
You
sometimes
haven't
you
You
seen
gotta
it.
haven't either
homegirl.
though.
You
You might
haven't
have a
either. Where's your
homegirl that
daily heart me?
No.
you
Hold on a second.
you
Tap
might have
on
a
the top
Yeah,
homegirl
over
that
I
here.
just
that
want to
On the,
say
but hold
really
on a
quick.
second. No, but
I
it's
just
okay.
want to
It's
say
okay.
really quick.
On the
Hold
top
on.
over here, you have a number 25, right? At the top,
I don't know what
right?
that is.
Press that, and see who's at the top. Who's number one gifter? Go
Oh
on
my
and see.
It's
God, he's a
him.
top gifter.
Yeah, he did. He actually did give. So
No, go on
your
and
money
see.
put your money where your mouth is, Black.
Go on and see. Go on, man.
Oh, let
Yeah.
me tell you.
Yeah, he's not even
Trying to figure it
lying.
out.
He actually is not lying.
I know that's right.
Black.
Never wrong.
But that's the thing. I don't care.
It's only
Black.
500 coins, bro. It's
Black. You
You
nothing.
got
gotta
us,
you
boy.
Black, but
I
just for a
told you.
second, you
I
have to
told you.
understand people aren't trying to get you to like
No,
we're
no,
not
I'm gonna
trying to
be
change
no,
your
no, no,
mind. We're just trying to
no.
get you to understand perspective is not linear.
I
Your
understand that.
experience is not a matter of fact. It is a matter of experience. That is
No,
what
you're
you have
right.
experienced because those are the people you have had access to.
And
All
I
we're saying
experience it
is
day to
based
day.
off of what you have access to, that is what is coloring your view. And what
No,
we've had experiences with, and and access to is what's coloring our view. Nobody is trying to change your mind or saying that anything is linear. We're just saying based off of what you have access to, we can understand why you feel that way, and we're saying there's a healthier way to do it if you have access to other
You remember
information.
when I said earlier, when I say when you're from the streets and you seen the other side of the world as well. I've done peeped both sides. It hasn't changed.
But
That's not
The
true. And
only
if
thing,
if
the
you
only
outside the
thing,
genuinely
states?
the
believe
only
things
thing
are
that's changed. Listen to what I'm saying. The only thing that's changed is the way you speak. But
no,
the
and if that's what you
characteristics have
believe,
not
then you
changed.
truly
It's
don't
not. It's what I
understand
see.
perspective.
But
That's the
have
issue.
you
And
Black? Have
honestly,
you
let me just
traveled
land. Let
outside
me
the
just land
states?
this. Let me just land this. Let me just land this because that's the issue we keep bumping into when we have these conversations with men. It is not that one person is right and the other is wrong. It is
Not
that
saying
men
wrong.
are only able to understand life based off of the framework that they are currently experiencing. They are incapable of adopting frameworks that come from perspectives they've never lived. They genuinely believe everything else is untrue. So they cannot hear you when you say, hey, that may be true for you, but there are other experiences out here that would mean that that is not true for everyone. And no one is saying that it makes your experience less true. We're just saying there are variables. There are nuances in everything. So
Understand that.
you have to stay open-minded. That's
I'm
why what he
very
was
open minded.
saying is like, that's why he was saying to you before, he's like, okay, say what you're saying is true. Even if that were true, if my nature is to be kind and to go out of my way for people and to show kindness, should I change who I am just because what you're saying would keep me from being taken advantage of? And the answer to that is no. Everyone is living a different experience, love. You can't generally say, "Oh, you've seen both sides and it's the same on both sides," because that's emphatically untrue. If you've seen both sides, you would understand that they are different. Yin and yang is real, babe. So
Girl, he's
nothing
not
is true
listening
for
to you.
everyone.
He's not listening to you. McKenna, and this is
No,
what
I'm
I'm telling
listening.
you.
I'm
Wait, this is what
listening.
I'm telling you what we deal with here in the States. It's very much like, what can you give me? Very much like, you have no value outside of what I can get from you. Have you done this for me? It's very princess minds for the most of us dealing. It's a lot of sass. It's a lot of like exploitation. Like, this is how, no, I'm serious. This is what we're dealing with. And that's why we
But
choose not to deal with it.
it,
Like, it
I
feels like
saw.
a lack of masculinity. And on top of that, they're wearing sparkles and fucking bedazzled jeans and t-shirts.
I don't wear that.
So
I'm
imagine a
sorry.
man coming to you
But
be like, have you bought a man a drink? And he's sparkling. Do you
In
understand
I
how
don't wear.
irritating
purses.
that
I
is?
don't wear that.
have you heard about the
Have you ever
Maasai
seen a
tribe?
sparkly ass nigga beg for a drink? That's the
They
I
most
get
But
don't
irritating
wear
thing
that.
ever.
they're getting
yo,
bold with the purses
have
too.
you guys
Yeah.
heard about the Maasai tribe,
Yes.
right, in Kenya?
I heard of
Right?
them, yes.
I saw a documentary, right?
What they do? They
And this
open
is
doors
nothing.
too.
This is I wouldn't be able to live like that, right? I wouldn't be able to live like that. But this is happening in the world. We're living in a whole world. Okay, you guys are in the States, but there's a lot of happening around the world. Did you know that in the Maasai tribes, right?
With the men
Any
have beauty
man,
contests.
any man, no, any man can go up to any woman within his tribe if she's willing, up to the house, and he will put a spear on the house. Doesn't matter if she's got another man or not. The guy puts a spear in front of the house. If she's willing to lay with that man, they can lay. And then the guy that lives at that house comes and he sees a spear. He's got to go and find some other place to go and sleep. Did you know that? And this is happening in the world. I'm not saying it's right, but it's happening in the world, right? It's their culture. That's how they work.
Well, I'd
And
rather
it,
have a spear chucker than a freaking bedazzled ass bitch. I'll tell you that much. Okay?
and I'm not saying that I would accept to live in that sort of environment, but it is in the world.
Are you calling me a bedazzle?
Yeah, you're the sassy apocalypse. Like, if I wanted to be
Why
a
do I have to
lesbian,
be all that? I don't
listen,
even wear. I
I'm
don't
not
wear
over here trying
sparkles.
to suck on your overgrown clit, okay? Like, at the end of the day, like, you acting like a female, and it's really not cool. Like,
Oh, I'm acting like a female.
who's gonna be the woman? Because you keep, and it's no shade to you. It's just
No,
like, I
yeah,
don't think you
I
can hear
accept all
yourself.
of it.
I don't think you can hear yourself when you actually talk, like, and what it sounds like to women. Like, it just sounds crazy. Like, it's
I
just so
know it.
unattractive. It's just because there's low level women that would deal with that, or there's women who are desperate and pick niches, does
I
not
ain't none of
mean
that.
There's no self-respecting woman who is gonna. You're not talking to women that you desire like that. You're not talking to women that you desire the way you're talking on this panel. Then, and that's a lot of things. The men are performative. They think this way on panels, and then in front of the women they desire, they talk a whole different way. Like, but deep down, they're only doing that to coerce their way into her body and wait the 30 days for the coochie.
Listen, when I tell you I talk like this day to day, this is me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what women are getting wet for that conversation. Like, what you gonna do for me? How you gonna do? Open the door for me? You supposed to call me first.
Conversation.
I want coochie in 30 days.
No,
like what?
That's never the conversation. But if it's brought up, I will tell you. I mean, I don't sugarcoat shit.
No, that's not brought up. So that's coercion. You're not gonna. What woman's gonna be like, hey? What woman's gonna be like, hey? So how long do you have to wait? No, a woman's you're gonna make them feel safe and like desired, and that she don't know that she on a shot clock. No, or that she don't know that after you get the coochie, you ain't paying no meals.
You mean to tell me a man isn't on the shot clock with you?
Not for his body. No, not for his body.
Of course, because women aren't built like that. But at the same token, you don't have a man on the shot clock for what you want him to perform.
No, I'm not. No, I know. I'm gonna let him present who he is to me, and if he could say one thing and he's out. I'm not having a countdown of if he does this, you could say one wrong thing. I'm turned off. That's it.
We ain't doing that.
Yes, I have. I'm doing that. Yes, I am.
How many?
Right. So one thing that I wanted to say.
You think men don't try to talk to me on the daily on this app and in real life?
One thing that I wanted to say is, regardless of how Black thinks, I would never diminish.
I'm just honest want to say it.
Or use any derogatory terms towards him, right? I would never say that Black is sassy just because he thinks differently from me, because it would not be it wouldn't be great for me to start calling women this and that. I just don't think that just because somebody thinks differently, I should be demeaning them. I just disagree, and I will argue their point. I will not argue with the person. You understand?
Well, fine. I won't call him sassy, but the tendencies to ask a man if he's going to pay for a woman that he said is a friend is very sassy. It's sassy-esque. It's sassyisms. So you might not be sassy, but you're exhibiting sassy behavior. You don't have to care. It's an observation.
Look, I still love you though.
But why would you ask a man who is across the pond what he's doing with his wallet to a friend he said he would take to a show? Like that's that question it behooves me.
When you say friends, okay.
You knew he said friend. He said a platonic
you gonna be a friend. We both gonna contribute the same amount of effort.
But why did you have to care when a man said that? It's not like a woman asked that.
But Black, let me tell you this, yeah. These women, they check more on me than my supposed friends that are men.
Because they know you're going to look out for them. That's why. They checking on you.
Wow.
Is they contribute.
Just because you use people doesn't mean everyone's coming from
you that said that all relationships are transactional, and that's a fact. That's not
Jay, go to bed. End the live, girl. You
if me and you are gonna get along, is because we have some sort of interest, me and another man, in a friendship. We're only gonna get along.
We would never be friends because I'm not friends with dudes.
What the heck? So you just live by yourself?
I just talk
no, he's friends with women who pay for drinks and take him out and open doors for him.
And they gotta give it up to him in 30 days. I just be listening to this shit, guys. I just be like, this is why you can't get no coochie out the queen, baby.
Yeah.
So if you end up in hospital,
even if you put Lulu on this butt, a Lululemon, okay, you still ain't getting.
But if you end up in hospital, you have nobody to go and visit you.
I'm sorry.
If you end up in the hospital, you don't have anybody to go and visit you.
My children love me, man, and my ex-wives love me, man.
Ex-wives,
we cool, man. I'm cool.
Let me tell you something. A woman does not leave a good man. I never met one that loves a good
man. Who said they left me?
I would beg to differ. Men do
not. Not in America, honey. Men do not. Men do not. You know the percentage of men filing for divorce? It's literally 99% of divorces are filed by women. Men.
No, I know that.
Men rarely file for divorce.
I'm the 1%, and all of them follow me.
Okay.
And they could probably see me now, and they'll tell you, yeah, that nigga left.
I doubt it. I
So
doubt
is
it.
that right? But
Ooh,
listen, I
I ain't
mean,
bullshitting.
He was
I ain't
tired of
bull.
paying for stuff. That's
Listen,
what it was.
I'm not
I'm
bullshitting.
concerned though. So listen, so how does this work? So you flip it to women every 30 days, and then how many
No,
women are
I'm
you
not. No,
talking
no, no,
to?
no. I'm not a hoe. I'm really not a hoe. I just enjoy the company of a woman. And if I'm
Every
interested
30 days.
if I'm interested in a woman that I want to lay down with, of course she got 30 days.
Okay,
That's
so then how
disgusting.
long are these relationships lasting? Because these are situationships. These are not
These
relationships.
aren't relationships. I
He
mean,
doesn't want a relationship, he said. So we
no,
can close the door on that.
So
Let him hoe around. It's his
I'm
right.
I'm not hoeing around.
damn.
I talk, I
Well, what
conversate. I love women. I
what do you
love
do?
talking to
What do
women.
you call it then? Like if you're not committed to them and you just like, I'm tired of this one, so shit. Here go another 30 days, a new one coming.
He's
Entertainment.
been married twice. He don't want a committed relationship.
Entertainment. It's entertainment.
Damn.
Entertainment. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? We're just entertainment. You're
No,
not
Mm-hmm.
making
not
this sound any
y'all.
better.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be truly honest with this, man. If I do find somebody that gravitates to me the way I want them to gravitate to me, I wouldn't mind getting married again. Straight up. Straight up. I'm not afraid of being with one woman.
What do you bring as a husband?
And how many
Everything
times have you been married, Black?
He said twice.
Oh, okay.
yeah, 4 kids. Yeah.
But what do you bring as a
And, I,
husband?
and, and I'm a
What
single
would make a
father. I
woman
got I
want to
got my
marry
last
you?
son. I got my last son too. It's just me and him. Just me and my boy. He had a sleepover now. I was thinking about calling somebody. I'm like, nah, I'm
So
chilling.
what would be the incentive for a woman who's single right now who'd meet you and you have 4 kids and 2 ex-wives? What would be the incentive for her to be like, oh my God, I have to marry this guy?
Oh my God. Well, you ain't gonna get married unless I propose to you.
Yeah, but if let's say you like this woman, let's say you really feel in her, why would you be a catch for her to marry? Well, all the baggage.
It's not baggage because my kid's grown.
I didn't say, see, you're putting words in my mouth.
You
I'm
did
just
say
saying
baggage.
baggage is you have emotional history. That's
Emotional
baggage. What are
baggage.
you talking about? I didn't call nothing.
Oh, I'm
Don't
good,
do. See what
man.
I'm saying? You can't even talk. Like
Well, I'm a little
it's
tipsy too,
baggage.
so yeah, I'm a little tipsy too.
It's
So you
baggage. 2
well, you
divorces
got
and 4 kids is
I
baggage.
tell you what, you got to catch me on the back end. You know what I mean? When I'm nice and rested and all that,
Uh-huh. He don't
and
want to
then
answer
we
that
and then
question.
we can have a real conversation.
No, just answer the
But
question.
everybody's got baggage.
I don't.
Everybody over
Who
30 has
said
gone through
I
something.
don't. I don't. I don't have a man that I've procreated with. I've
I'm
never been
talking about
married. No,
emotional
I
baggage,
go to
emotional.
therapy. I do yoga. Like I'm chilling.
Oh yeah, you do yoga?
Yeah.
You want to be my trainer?
No, I'm good. I'm good. See, look, he's already thinking what he could get from me. Like, no. He
Is
couldn't
that
been
how
like,
you
hey, do
move?
you want how many more classes you
Is
got? You
that
want
how
me to
you
get your
move,
class?
Black?
His first thing is about himself. He's so self-serving.
How is that being selfish?
Because
You say
the
you
first
do
thing you
yoga.
offered, you didn't even offer
You
me
say you do
anything.
yoga, so I'm trying to get
You think
involved
you're
in
God's
yoga.
gift, and you're thinking, how can
Amy
she
Black
serve
is
me?
just a more feminine
He's
man.
very
He's a
feminine.
Feminine?
receiver.
Why the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah. Why the
Yes,
fuck
you're
would
a
I want to give
receiver.
you
You're
anything?
feminine. Like, and that's why you have been through 2 wives and you
So I'm
know,
feminine.
like
I'm feminine
all the
because
women
I
that you go
Because you're
through
in your
because it
receiving
doesn't
energy. You're in your receiving
like
energy. Yeah.
like
He
Lady
has not
T
talked
said,
about what
yin
he
and
can give a
yang.
woman.
Like you can't be 2 yins out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
He
so
has not talked once about what he can give a woman. He's only talked
yeah,
about what he could
you
get
are
from
in
it.
your feminine
because
energy.
see me personally, I don't talk about what I can give you. I can only show you.
Because you can't give nothing.
Because you yeah,
Stop that lip
exactly. If you
service.
could
You
give
can't give
something, you'd be able to
nothing.
talk about it. You
It
would,
ain't
but
nothing to
You'd be
talk
proud
about.
to
you ain't
talk
got much
about
to
Ain't
it.
give,
nothing to
Black,
talk
and it's
about.
okay.
Listen,
Like
It's
it's
listen.
baggage.
fine.
It's
You know what I
When
mean?
I
You
baggage.
go
got a lot
on
going
dates,
on.
when I go
He
on
pays
dates,
alimony. That's why.
I don't pay no fucking alimony. I
Okay,
get
I'm
it.
sure you
Child
don't.
support, alimony, all type of
No,
things. You know, it's
no.
the reason,
Actually,
why
I get child
you
support.
have
So
the
that's
sentiments
another
that you
story.
have.
Well, there you
But
go.
it's probably not
I'm
enough,
telling you,
clearly. You
I'm the
know.
1% of niggas who don't play that bullshit. I swear
Yeah,
to
because
God.
do you have a
That's
job
good of
that's on
you,
the books?
child.
That's why you can't be on papers. You
What
duck
you
it. Do you got a
mean?
passport? Do you have a
I got
passport? Do
everything
you
you
got
talking
the?
about.
Can you get out
They're
of
coming for you
America?
now, Black.
Like,
Black, they're coming for you now.
It don't matter. I understand
can
women's
you legally
mindset.
vote?
No, I can't vote. I really can't.
Exactly. So it's
And I
like I
never
can't even go on
will. I
vacation
never
with this
will
nigga.
anyway.
So, Black, what could you offer to a woman? Like, what do
Yeah,
you offer to
I could give you,
women?
I could give you
Dick and
9 inches.
lies.
I give you 9 inches. You know what I
No,
mean?
exactly.
Oh,
Dick.
hell
It don't
no.
even be. It don't even be not. Man, listen. I don't want to hear that shit.
Please.
Cause
Not with all that
listen,
beer you've been drinking, honey. Let me tell you,
He
I done
all he can
counted
give
it.
you
if
is
that
Bud
I
Light,
done counted,
Budweiser
honey.
dick. That's all he
No,
can give
if
you.
No,
that
no,
shit not
no,
y'all got
standing up
honey.
to a
Heineken.
water
Y'all got
Not with all
bottle,
that
Heineken.
Heineken in
yeah.
your
Heineken.
system, honey.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm feeling
Ew, that's
good, man.
very. You know how yeasty beer will make. He gonna give
But
you
I
a
had
yeast
a good day
infection.
today, man. I had
He
a
Nah.
gonna
good
give you a
day.
yeast infection and lies.
Exactly. He gonna give you some BV, a yeast
God, oh my
infection,
God.
all type of
Black, you in
bullshit.
trouble now.
Throw your pH all the way off. No, thank
Hey,
you.
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all ladies something.
Do
I'm
you
glad.
have a side tooth at least, Black? Do you have a side tooth?
Oh, what?
A side tooth. Do you have both your side teeth?
Yeah, I got side teeth.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're up in that.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is you talking? What the fuck?
Most men
I ain't
here in
never hear
America
that
don't have
before.
their side teeth, McKenna.
I ain't
I'm
never hear
sorry.
that before. Wow, that's crazy. I ain't
They
never
can't
hear that.
afford dental coverage. They don't have their side teeth.
I ain't
And their
never hear
breath
that.
be smelling like
Oh
ass.
God.
No, I got some good smelling breath, man.
I don't know. Not with that Heineken. All them Heinekens you downing like that. I doubt it.
Nah, no. To be honest though, it'll take me probably like 3 hours to drink this.
Ew, warm ass beer. And you talk about fresh breath.
No, I really sip. I don't get drunk.
Look like a lady.
Lies.
Lady.
I just like to sip on stuff.
Uh-uh.
I don't get drunk. I stopped drinking liquor at 21.
Congratulations.
I stopped smoking weed at 18 when I had my first joint. Yeah, I'm a very responsible individual, I suppose. If that's what you want to call it.
Whatever, Black.
Yeah, I just care more about my health than anything. Because I gotta be
Not giving it up every 30 days. You know,
Are
shit.
you crazy? If I'm
Every
attracted,
single video on your page, you have a Heineken in your hand. So I
and
doubt
how
you.
long do
Like,
I
what are
say
you
Listen, man,
talking
he's an
about?
and
alcoholic. Let
how
me tell
long
you
do I say
guys.
it
I
takes
know
me to
his
drink it?
kind. I know his kind.
And
Look,
how
I know
long
his
do I
every
say I
kind.
single.
take
That is his
Listen,
third one today. It's not 3 hours.
he'd
You have
rather
like
stay
10 of
in the
those in 3
house
days.
drinking his beers instead of
exactly
entertaining a
instead
woman
of
or being
dealing
there
with
for a
you
woman.
motherfucker? Because when I step out,
Yes.
I see
Yeah, we know.
but when
Yes,
I
Black,
step
we
out,
know.
I see
We
one of you
got
look,
you. We
I
know
see
your
one of you, I
kind.
see one of you
Yes.
sexy motherfuckers.
Yes.
I'll be like, man,
We
let me
know your
holler at her,
kind,
bro.
Black. But stop lying
Yeah.
about that. Them
He is such a
9
where
inches.
my hug at type nigga. Like I can't. Where my hug at?
No, I don't
Why
do
you
that.
ain't
No, hell
smiling? You look better when you smile,
You need to
I
make that
say
queen.
that.
appointment with the
I say
urologist,
that
Black.
though. But all that with
Stop
my
putting that
hug
shit
at
off.
shit. Y'all motherfuckers
Okay,
get
go to
mad
the
when I don't even
doctor.
acknowledge your ass.
Have them run your liver panels, Black.
Yeah,
Okay, you
check
need
your
a woman.
prostate, your PSA
You need
levels
a
too.
woman, Black.
No,
Okay,
hell
you need a
no. I
woman
don't
because she
know,
gonna keep your ass alive. Okay,
hell no.
you
No,
need a
actually,
woman.
y'all motherfuckers be draining me, man.
We actually
You
add
need
years to
somebody
your
that's
life.
gonna force you to go to the
I'm in my
doctor.
best
Okay,
health
we care about you, so
after
we
being
need to get
single
you
for 2
somebody.
years, man. I've been my best health,
Sir,
man.
every video you
Y'all
have that Heineken in your hand. It don't take you
It
3 years
take
Talking
to
about
drink
some
me
I
one
sit,
it
beer.
take me
I
three
sit.
hours to drink it. It take me 3 hours to drink one beer. Any female tell
Not the
you.
way you was kicking them beers back in the videos that I've seen, sir.
Literally every
Okay.
single video.
No, that
When
ain't
you look at
sipping.
my
That's taking
video,
it to the head,
Every
honey.
single
That's
video you
taking it
look
have.
how
to that
look how much come out the bottle.
head.
Look how much come out the bottle. If you
Okay.
looking at the
All right,
video,
Black.
you can see how much coming
I
out the
know your
bottle.
kind,
It
Black.
don't
It's
matter if
okay.
it
You
take
don't
you
have to
three
defend
hours.
your
It don't
beer.
matter
If
if
you
it take
like
you
beers,
three
it's fine.
hours. Listen, it don't
Look
matter
how
if it take
full
you
that
3
is.
hours. You having that on the daily
Look
still
how
does damage.
how many times y'all
Come
seen
on,
me
come on.
drink
You
that?
know
Now,
how many
in
times you
Black's
wish
defense,
nothing.
in Black's defense, you girls don't know if he's being sponsored by Heineken or not. You don't know. Maybe he's got some
No, he
sponsorship.
doesn't. Look at his
You don't
page. Shut
know.
up, McKenna. Look at his page. Shut the hell up. Go eat some fucking chips and fish and chips and shit. And
Go
don't
buy your friend
have
a
some bean
damn.
and toast.
No, he gonna go buy his friend some food. Tell her to
Okay,
buy you some food.
like and
Some
get
beans
your
on
damn
toast.
crumpet ass up, crumpet
I
eating
don't
ass
even
up.
eat beans on
Listen.
toast.
Look, y'all got my bae looking all crazy, man. What's up, baby? All right?
Don't claim that negative energy on Jay. Don't you dare do that. She like niggas who pay for meals and drinks.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I ain't got no problem paying for meals and drinks, but you know, I want some reciprocation too.
Yeah,
Now.
he wants he
Yeah,
wants
he wants some
something.
punani in
Yeah,
return.
that's
But
You want that
What
disgusting.
sort of
you ain't
pussy.
gotta
For
reciprocation
do all
though?
for some
you ain't
dinner.
gotta do all that, man.
I
You know what I
told
mean? You
y'all I
got
only
30
got two
days.
focus
You got a
buttons
long
in.
time. That's a long time. 30 days is a long time. I ain't gonna hold
For
you.
No.
who?
You got night and
30
day.
days is a long time for an undisciplined man.
That's true.
Sure.
He's ran by
You
lust.
know.
No,
I'm
no.
Yes.
very
So
About
you
disciplined.
won't blame him.
if I may, about the 30 days.
I turn shit down, but I get mad when I really want that. And
About the
get
30
that.
days, right? About the 30 days.
It's,
I have I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever waited 30 days. Not
no, you
because it
waited a
was an
whole year, man.
imposition.
You waited a
But
whole
hold
year.
on. Hold on. Okay, that's your opinion. That's fine. That's cool. I'm all right. Now, the reason why I haven't had to wait 30 days is because I'm moving correctly from day one.
Exactly. And you don't
And
feel
then you don't
thirsty.
it's not even a conversation. It's not a situation whereby I'm making her feel that I'm there to get this. And then when you do that, she comes over to you. That I think that the other brother here tried to say the same thing. You don't need to be chasing nothing. You attract it just because of who you are. And okay, well, I'm the good thing about this is Black is happy the way he is, right? And I'm happy for him, and I'm happy the way that I am, and I'm happy for myself, and I'm happy for the whole world. So it's fine. But I truly believe in this. If your heart is in the right place, right, and you've learned your lessons, you don't need to be chasing nothing. Things come to you. And I'm not even just talking about women. I'm talking about everything. Work. Whatever it is. At least that's the way that I move, and I'm pretty happy in the way that that my life is going.
Our men here are plagued with the scarcity mindset. They feel like, they don't get enough attention. They don't get enough resources. They don't feel like they can acquire certain things. So when it comes to them, they feel like either entitled to it or they have to like kind of rush the process. They don't like to slow down and just even like, just live in the moment. They have to always just think, what can I get from it? What can I get from it? What can I extract from this?
Yes, they're stuck looking for like mothers and things like that. It's like an arrested development that they're dealing with over here. And they're not like spiritually connected to see all the blessings that come from giving to the feminine and women in their lives and stuff like that. So it's way different over here.
No, but I do have a question for Black, which is
Yeah,
he
yeah, then
said
I
that he
gotta ring
doesn't
it
mind
up.
paying for stuff, right? But he wants something to be reciprocal, right?
Mm-hmm.
What sort of what would you say that reciprocation is? Like what is it? Does it have to be sex or smacks, sorry? Or
No,
can it be
man.
anything else? Can it be anything else?
It could be a lot more things. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex. It could be a
Yeah.
lot of things. I'm not see that's where you get me all construed at, man. Like
No, that's why I'm asking. I'm not saying, I'm asking.
I require intimacy. I require that. But at the same token, it doesn't have to be that. I mean, you show me some form of affection with anything, a little gift, some form of appreciation. I'm cool with that. But
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
same time,
there you go. That's why I haven't. The thing is, because I'm a man, I understand a lot of what you're saying, right? So I'm not calling you this and calling you that because nah, that's not how I move. But there you go. It
all right,
doesn't
she
have
going to
nothing.
bed. Bye.
Oh, everybody's going. Oh, everybody's going to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
talking niggas anyway.